Yo.
We are live.
We're live.
Yo.
Hooray.
Hello.
Hola.
Welcome to the show. I'm Scott.
I'm Phil.
I'm Trae.
And special thanks for our returning guests, Moth and Wolf. Thank
What's
you
up,
guys
what's
so
up,
much
what's
for being
up?
with us. This week, we're talking about the Suicide Squad, where friendship can beat giant starfish monsters from space, and words can be found everywhere in nature.
And Street Sharks.
And street sharks.
And street
Yeah,
sharks.
street sharks.
Yes.
Boy.
Welcome home. Let's go.
All
So
right.
How's everybody doing?
Oh, good.
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have y'all been up to, huh?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
A lot of
yeah.
Stardew
Oh,
Valley.
dude,
Yeah.
Stardew Valley
Nice.
is one of those games that like I pick up and I start playing, and then the next thing I know, it's been like a week. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I need
Since
to put
our
this
last
down.
talk, since last we've been here, I put some time into Final Fantasy Online.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Yeah.
With the 100% goal, because of the general aesthetic, which is very important in that game,
Yeah.
to become a red mage.
Oh, well,
And-
that's
and-
easy to accomplish.
And here I am, two, I don't know, pre-patch sections of story away from getting into Heaven's Ward,
Okay.
finding my home as a scholar. And loving every fucking minute of it.
Scholar.
To where
Dope.
I don't even switch over to summoner to do DPS. I just use my 3 fucking skills and just exist.
So
And
how
then
does
it's
Scholar
so,
work?
it's so great that they actually level in tandem. So you never
So
have to
good.
touch Summoner if you don't want to.
No, not at
You
all.
can just play Scholar all the way to 80.
All the way.
And then you'll have a level 80 Summoner in your
Yep,
back pocket.
done.
Do all of them have a,
No.
a
Nope.
secondary?
Nope.
Nope.
That's the
Okay,
only
that's-
job.
Only the 2.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
the only job.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Support heals
Barrier healing.
Yeah.
with a pet. Yeah, with like shield heals. So instead of like
Nice.
big number, big dick, white mage heals, they're like right there in the room.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
Isaac.
It's dope.
What's up, Isaac? Hey man, do
What
work.
up?
Welcome to the show.
Yo.
Yeah, yeah. So
Cool.
yeah, red, jamming on it.
Right
jamming
on,
it.
right on. I mean, I think that you're gonna really enjoy Red Mage once you cross that line.
I don't even know
But
if I want to anymore.
Everyone loves. Well, there's no reason to not.
You're
That's
right.
The whole thing about 14, right?
No,
Like-
totally.
Like, and Scholar's one of those jobs that I really enjoy. However, like, I'm capped out, like all 80s on every job. But I did it the opposite way. I played Summoner all the way to 80, and then I still haven't finished my Scholar story quest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started back on those the other day, and I'm still on level 45 story.
Yeah,
quest.
see,
So
I
still
just hit
have abilities
55
that
and I
don't
can't
have.
do any more story because I'm not in Heaven's Ward.
Right.
Because I'm
right.
technically in capped 50 territory
Yeah.
pre base game to first expansion.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's
okay.
Scholar
Yeah.
life. I'm telling you, that means that you're really gonna like Sage when it hits.
I think it
Endwalker.
looks ridiculous.
It's another barrier
Yeah.
healer. So, and then I mean, while we're on the 14 subjects,
Is it still on
since we're-
sale, by the way?
What? Endwalker?
No, remember I bought like the 4-pack thing.
Oh, you did?
It's like-
Probably.
it's like $23 or something.
Probably.
Yeah, it's probably.
For-
I'm
yeah.
sure.
So
well,
it's
because
yeah,
what?
that's
Because
all
what?
it is.
Endwalker is November.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's November 19th.
There's
for
gonna
early
be another
access.
sale.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
So,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
But
I'm
sorry
sure
to
it's
cut you
already-
off. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, we actually got our information for this year's Moonfire Fair. It's one of the seasonal events that we have for the summertime, and usually it's beach themed. You go out there. Last year you got like a little hula dance, you know, a little hula emote. You know, it's kind of
Can
dope.
you smash a watermelon with a stick?
No, they haven't introduced that, but usually, you know, they will have some giant monster that you can smash
Oh,
with
there
a
you go.
stick.
There you go.
Yeah, right. They might be watermelon colored.
There you go.
If you're
That's good.
fortunate.
That's good
But the rewards this year, man, like we're gonna actually get some housing items, of course. A little bit of hot corn that people can snack on in your house. A little bit of ice cream with a little spoon and
Look
a
at
spoon
that.
rest. Love it, love it.
Look at
but
that.
the star of the show, we're getting a polar bear mount.
Oh,
That's rad.
All right,
That's
we're getting
rad.
yeah,
Nice.
dude. And the way you sit on it, man, I'm telling you, it's badass. Like you got your arms folded and your legs all
What,
kicked up
man?
like this,
Come on.
chilling on the back of a polar
Like-
bear. Like let's
like it's a
go.
chaise lounge.
I'm not gonna lie.
go.
I had some time before my shift. The kids weren't at the house. I think Wolf was like chilling,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm like, I'll go gamble, do my daily gambling. Got my
Yeah.
scratch off cards.
Let's go.
Drinking coffee.
Let's go.
And I'm like, I got an hour. Again, it's all about aesthetic. It's all about collecting things.
Absolutely.
For me. I
Oh,
can't tell you how many mounts and vanity pets I have in World of Warcraft.
Heard.
So I'm like, well, I gotta hit those numbers again.
Right.
Gotta hit those numbers. So I'm like, all right, so I've beaten the first game.
Okay.
There's got to be something I can go do, lightly grind, to go get a quick mount. Something satisfy myself.
At what level? What level are you?
Well, this was like, post 50.
Okay, so yeah, you need to come with me.
Well,
Go ahead.
I did a quick Google,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I've got Conjurer and White Mage up to fucking like 45. And they get a fucking unicorn mount through a class quest.
That's
boy.
Yeah, well, you get that at level.
And it's fucking wonderful.
Yeah, level
Yeah.
30 though.
Yeah, but it's like super. Like if you're not looking
If
for
you don't
it,
know, yeah, you would never know. It's the same way with Summoner. If you don't actually go back to the Summoner's Guild or the Arcanist Guild, and I mean remove your Summoner Crystal and go back as an Arcanist, you'll never know that you can actually glam your Carbuncle. Oh, so your
no
your
shit.
Eggies and everything.
Yeah.
You can turn them back
Can
into
you
Carbuncles if
bedazzle
you
your
want.
carbuncle?
Well, you can make them bunkle again because they go from bunkle to like Ifrit and
The rock thing. Yeah.
and Titan. Yeah, but you can make them bunkle if you prefer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
some people don't know that,
Bunkle.
but you're absolutely right.
That's
Bunkle.
rad.
I like
That's
bunkle.
rad.
A lot of people don't
Can
know
I
about the
change
unicorn.
my fairy though?
Well, you have Eos, you have
Selene.
and then there's what's the third one?
You
I don't know.
Navi?
There's a third one. Yeah. Listen,
Hey!
I would kill myself. Oh man, absolutely not.
I never thought she
no,
was that
no,
annoying.
You can't bunkle.
I love Navi.
That's fine.
They
That's
gave me
fine. I was
bubbles.
just curious. I was
Right?
curious.
No. They're just three different fear. You can't eat them though.
I've heard, but I don't think I'm there yet.
Yeah.
You can eat your fairies?
Yeah. And then like resummon them. It's
Oh,
like
okay,
a
so it's not
skill
like
cycle.
a-
Skill cycle.
Right,
okay.
it's skill
I
cycle,
figured
exactly.
like it's straight up like a sack and get points for it.
Well, I
I'm
mean, it
thinking,
is.
like,
Yeah,
maybe,
they
okay.
sacrifice, but you can resummon them later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
cool. Not
Yeah.
permanent.
Cool.
No, not permanent.
I mean, I guess
Kinda
if you want to
funny,
make that
though.
choice, you'll just like cut yourself out on skills.
Yeah.
I just pictured Guts eating Puck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Well, that's
And then Puck
probably
turns into his little chestnut
that's
form,
probably
pops out of
where
his
the
mouth.
idea
Yeah.
came from. To be honest with you, you know, they do borrow a
I
lot
fucking love
from
me some Puck.
Oh.
anime. They do borrow a lot
1000%.
from I mean, just Japanese culture and American global culture just as a whole. Like there's a quest that I'm on right now for a delivery Moogle, and it's called Stroking the Haft, and I'm like what? Like we didn't even have to do that. Like that was just.
Damn, y'all.
Dude, that's just a little excessive.
A little bit.
God, but I love it.
It's good. It's
Yeah,
good.
So, did y'all give up? Y'all not playing anymore?
I didn't give up. I just got distracted by other games. I mean,
happened.
Yeah.
Neo fucking took over my 2 weeks there. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
finally put that aside because I'm like, it's great, man, but it's frustrating. You know, just
Wow.
like all the Souls games are.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like it's less satisfying as a whole than the other Souls games. Like, I feel like the
Wow.
combat moment to moment is fucking amazing because it's Ninja Gaiden, right?
Right.
Right.
But it feels like I'm not doing anything. Like the
I
more
know
go
exactly what you mean.
yeah, I'm going through the story and I'm going like, it feels like I'm repeating things. It feels like the level design is rehashing.
Well, it
but,
seemed like they kind of added
know,
too much to that game, man. It's like I
and
think
it's
there
supposed
is
to be like
line.
100-something hour game
Right.
plus
Packed.
new game
Yeah.
plus.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, man.
Well, is that with or without DLC stuff?
I think that's without. I really think
Fucking
base
shit.
game is
Yeah,
like
the base
that,
game
you know?
is huge.
Yeah.
It's absolutely massive.
But I mean, I got a physical copy of it for $18, and you get the PS5 upgrade for free. So I had to do that.
No, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
You know, I had to.
Yeah. And it's one of those things you can always go back to.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going anywhere.
And then, you know, recently I've been playing the shit out of the Ascent.
oh
know,
yeah,
it's a rad-
yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I haven't had time.
I have problems with it. I definitely have some problems with the game. I feel
Well, it's
like
indie. It's indie. Come
well,
on.
like yeah, but you don't have like heals. Give me a goddamn
Oh,
potion.
really?
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Okay.
you have to buy heals at vending machines, or you have to use specific skills.
Are they like snack bars?
You got to get your energy drinks. Like
No,
Travis touchdown.
it's straight up a vending machine, man.
Hey, we're about to see. We're
Yeah,
about to see
for real.
some new Travis touchdown.
On 3,
Excited.
No More Heroes 3.
Aren't they?
right?
They're
Yeah,
re-putting out
looking
1
dope.
and 2, aren't they?
Yes.
with
yeah.
with oh really?
Uh huh.
With-
It's like a pack,
yeah,
right?
exactly, and we don't have to waggle.
Are they doing it on
But why
all the
would-
consoles,
why would you
or
not
is it
want
just?
to?
Is it
Well,
just
I mean, you just
Switch?
want to recharge that sword. I think that's the only thing that people would ever want to do. Right?
Yeah, for real.
100%.
And
Isn't
take a
that
shit
the
to
point of the game?
To
Yeah.
save the game, right? Exactly,
But,
exactly.
are you talking
recharge your
about
lightsaber?
Switch only though? Or is
Yes,
this-
I'm just talking about the third No More Heroes.
Well, what about the
Now,
other
as
two?
far-
Are
of
those coming
course,
out?
they're gonna. No, they're not gonna come out on another platform. Nintendo would never allow that.
No, man.
They would
Did
never.
you guys play? Did you guys play Killer Is Dead?
Yes.
Killer Is Dead was
No.
so
Yeah.
fucking cool, man.
was really cool.
It's probably cheap on Steam right now, like probably $10-20
Uh-huh.
or something. And it's just a super brutal hack and slash. It's way more like normal hack and slash style than Suda's other games. Like Suda's
Right.
other games usually try to do some funny thing. This has half a dating sim though.
Right. Right.
Oh,
Well, every
exactly
once in
what
a
I
while,
need.
feel
Why
like-
wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Why
every
wouldn't
once in a
it?
while, he makes like a game that's not too out. It's kind of like Shadows of a Damned, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't too crazy.
No,
it was
no,
pretty crazy,
no.
but it's not like Suda
not- it's not
51
usual
crazy.
Suda
You
crazy.
know, yeah, it's
Uh-huh.
like Killer
I
7.
feel like
I love
in
Let It
because
Die.
wasn't Shinji Mikami working with him on that one
Yeah.
as well?
Yes.
I feel like Shinji was like kind of holding his reins a little
okay,
bit. He's
all
just
right,
like, all right,
calm down.
settle it down a little bit.
We're trying to finish this, all right?
That's
buddy?
right.
We're trying to. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man! And then there's a little surprise for you. Did you see? We're getting new pistol whips.
Oh yeah, totally. It's
Yeah,
a
next week
like a
on
Wild West
Thursday.
themed.
Oh, cool.
No, Thursday
that
they're
one?
doing. Well, yes, that's going to be the newest pack.
Yeah.
But they're doing. What are they calling it? It's like a pistol whip collection. It's like everything. It's going to be 28 tracks. They're going to do a mix mode, so you can create your own modes to play with,
Man.
like with all your modifiers and shit. And if you come up with something new, you'll actually create your own leaderboard that other people can compete in as well.
What?
Which is yes, sir.
Man.
Yes,
Interesting.
sir. And all of this is happening on Thursday.
I'm
sir.
so basic. I still play one gun. I
love
John
it.
Wick the whole time. Like,
Absolutely. 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 I mean, dual guns is fun enough.
It's fun, but there's
one
something
gun
about
is-
one
yeah,
gun, man.
it's
There's just something about
it's
it.
so
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, dude.
It's so right.
I feel like
so.
I can get the rhythms better with one gun than I can with two. When you start splitting the beat up, it makes you feel like you're. I don't know. You have to reload like a cactuar.
Yeah.
You know, like-
Well, it just makes a dance out of it. Are you just afraid to dance?
Well,
that's the
you're
thing,
always
dude.
dancing.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
The whole
always
time, dude. It's
dancing.
great. It's so good.
Yeah, I
I
should
said
let
they
you play
said.
around a pistol whip.
Yeah, please.
Have you ever
Yeah,
played?
absolutely.
You
No,
don't
no,
know?
no,
Oh
no.
my God, you
Oh,
owe it to
so
yourself.
good.
I did super hot at your
You
house
did
one
some
time for
super
like
hot.
an
Right.
hour.
Well, imagine
Get
that
some-
as
yeah,
a
yeah.
rhythm game.
Yeah.
Sounds.
So get
I would
ready to
hate it so
sweat.
much.
Really
Let's
Get
do it.
ready to
good.
Hey, we gotta.
Let's roll.
Thanks
Now
for
they're-
coming in.
they're gonna,
We gotta go.
Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, my 4-year-old can play it. I just put
Oh,
on the
damn,
modifiers.
The gauntlet has been
Because
She
there's
loves
joy.
it.
She loves
It's
it.
fun.
threw it on the ground. Yeah, but they're adding horses, so we're gonna have like you're gonna fight
How
on
does that work?
shoot on the back
How
of
does that-
trains and
how does
horses. Don't worry about
does
it.
a horse work?
Don't worry about it.
You can dance on horses?
It's gonna work.
Hell
Absolutely.
yeah, you can dance on
Hell yeah,
horses.
dude.
I dance on horses all day.
I wouldn't publicly.
well,
Let's get to
admit
that news. Okay, so I didn't look into this too much, but there's a Battlefield short film coming
yeah,
out.
they just
what's up with
well, they're just getting everyone ready for Battlefield.
2042?
2049,
2048,
2040. Yeah,
It's
2099.
a year.
it's in the
Battlefield
2040s.
years.
Yeah, 2040. I thought it
Slight
was
future, but not the
2049.
future.
Right.
Right, but it looks amazing
Yeah.
because you can actually in that game go back to previous battlefields and use their entire
Yeah.
weapon sets and vehicle sets. So if you prefer WW2 era, then you can go and get that shit. You can be like, okay, knives only, bitches. 128 people,
Dude,
knives
did you
only.
see the guy with the
Defibrillators?
defib?
Yeah, dude.
Bah, bah,
You know what that really makes me think of is the medic class from Team
From
Fortress.
T-Fortress.
right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Except for you got a defibrillator, man. Who doesn't want to just be like, clear?
I want to say,
you know,
you
then
guys
Jack
remember the
Jack
short-lived
alive.
Quake
nice.
Wars?
Quake Wars?
Yeah, do you remember the short-lived Quake
Yeah.
Wars?
Oh, yeah,
I
absolutely.
think you're probably the
Yeah.
only one who played that.
Yeah.
absolutely. It was
Because
like,
I remember their
unreal.
medic class was like active.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude,
I never
medic is
played that
badass.
medic. I never played that medic, but I did play Quake Wars.
I watched a lot of videos on it. I didn't. My PC couldn't run it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I've never been the biggest Quake fan. I'll tell you the truth, man. I enjoy Quake
Yeah,
Arena
that's because you
enough
were an
for
Unreal Tournament
that
guy.
because
we
it
were
was
Unreal
same.
superior.
Tournament guys.
In
Yeah.
my mind, vastly
Yeah.
superior
But
in every way,
Quake,
shape, and form.
Quake 1 and 2 were amazing.
They
single-player
were
games.
they
like,
were
like
they
Quake
were.
1 with
Quake
the Nine
Arena
Inch
was
Nails
trash.
and the fucking Quake
People
Arena
loved
was trash
Quake Arena
because of
It
Unreal
was-
Tournament.
Exactly.
If Unreal
That's
Tournament
why it's
didn't
trash.
exist,
That's the same reason why GoldenEye was trash. I said
GoldenEye
it.
was-
I said it because Half-Life was a thing at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
Now, if you love GoldenEye, then by all means, love GoldenEye, okay? I played Odd Job. Fuck you.
Oh, you were one of
come on.
those.
Come on. All right? That's how I felt about it, all right? And like, if you're going to make me play with this
He did.
controller,
You did-
I'm gonna be
did you
Odd
crouch
Job
the whole time?
The whole
Oh,
goddamn
man.
time. The whole time. No, but
I
they're
can't say
making
anything.
a-
I used to do the same fucking
Right,
thing
'cause
just
it
to
was
piss my
great,
brother
dude.
off.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
everybody would rage so hard.
Dude.
It was so good. Because I was so bad at that game. I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, Odd Job's like Yoda, huh?
Huh?
Right.
What?
He's like Yoda in Soul Calibur
Right?
4.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Dude, that was
Everything
one of the
goes over his
best
head.
designed.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. See, like
active
I
versions
grew
of
up
Yoda
playing
ever.
like the
Oh, yeah.
Nightfire
So
on
good.
Xbox,
Which
the original
one?
Xbox, Nightfire, 007 Nightfire.
Oh,
Night,
yeah.
something like another.
Yeah,
Because the
I forgot
multiplayer was
about that.
badass. You could
Yeah.
do local with bots,
Right.
but then you could also be Odd Job, who had your one-shot hat.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were really good, if you were really good, you just play Jaws because you could one-shot punch people
Oh, hell yeah.
endlessly.
Yeah.
You get to bite 'em?
No, you just were a strong man with a nice,
That was just
nice
an
teeth.
era where I didn't really play a lot.
You gave
of
him one of those Wicked City punches, man,
FPSs.
where it just goes through the face.
Yeah.
Anyway, staying on topic. So they're doing a live action short film to promote Battlefield, and it's cool because there's not going to be a story mode. You know, it's all going to be online. So
the new Battlefield's no story?
no single player.
No single
They've been doing that
player
for a
at
long
all.
time. Yeah,
See,
Battlefield
I'm
usually doesn't have
pretty
single
out
player.
of the Battlefield thing. The last Battlefield I played was when 4 launched. They did a beta.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The last time they really had a serious story, they did like Battlefield Hardline, which you were a cop, and a lot of people got mad about it.
Hardline.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't really like it too much. You know,
Yeah.
people just want their giant war
Yeah,
zone,
yeah.
you know, and
I
destructible
don't know about
environments. and all
cop
with it, too.
Battlefield. That doesn't even sound good.
It was kind of cool. I mean, I liked
Yeah.
it. I still have it.
I liked Vietnam a lot. That one was dope.
Yeah.
Played that at some LAN parties.
Yeah, man. Dude, Battlefield.
Boy,
is something else.
Vietnam was fun.
I loved it
I
when I
love
was
me
in
some
Nam.
Nam.
Nam was great. Agent Orange, loved it. Still
Where's
got a
our
rash.
Oh no.
Even though that does bring up the question, right? So you can set up, Vietnam versus like future warfare, and I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
who wants that really? Okay, so maybe you can have some,
gonna give us
because
an
Vietnam,
ASMR?
what, spike pit traps or
give us
something
an
like
ASMR?
that?
Yeah,
And I've got fucking drones,
You know,
son.
Gunner
Yeah,
choppers or whatever.
Choppers,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But I still got drones, you know? Like,
Hold on, I
got
gotta interrupt really quick.
nanotechnology.
I gotta interrupt
ASMR
really quick.
moment.
I got some
ASMR.
ASMR. Did you like that?
Refreshing.
Can't you hear the crispness?
Today's episode is unofficially brought to you by Birmingham Local Beers. That's about as specific as
Just
we'll
gen-
get.
I was
just
hoping you wouldn't start naming
I
drop
did
it.
buy Birmingham
both
local
local
beers. They're okay.
They're not terrible.
They're not terrible.
They're not.
You know,
Hey,
we
I
got
really
some
like
pretty good beer.
straight to ale. I know that's Huntsville, but it's still Bama beer. You
Yeah,
know,
still Bama.
I mean,
Represent.
I
There you
love
go.
me some
They're
straight
very
to
good.
ale.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
I saw straight
no,
ale
I'm
when I
good
was
with
in
that.
Portland. I was like, whoa, hey,
That's right.
we're across the damn country. Yeah.
So next
th-
news.
Yeah, this is kind of mostly from me and him, but Saints and Sinners is getting new DLC. Are they
Aftershocks.
finally putting that multiplayer in?
Oh, hell no.
Hell no, of course.
Absolutely not. It's story DLC, man.
Yeah.
It's all stuff that takes place after the story, after the 15-hour storyline.
Don't they add
of
new
Saints and
weapons?
Sinners. Of course.
Yeah, so they're I
Yeah.
wonder if those will be in the trial, because that's really all
Oh,
I'm
of
worried
course.
about.
Oh, yeah.
New weapons in the trial.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they really should work on that multiplayer aspect, man. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's really what
Well,
I
I
want.
mean,
But that's hard to pull off in VR, so I understand.
Well,
That's
it's
what it is.
like, do you think it would diminish the survival aspect if you had multiple people, or
Just give us the option. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
if you want to
Maybe
Well,
at the
yeah,
be by
beginning,
yourself.
like maybe at the beginning, but
yeah, but as
it
well,
gets rough.
the game
Yeah.
just becomes a scavenger hunt. Like, you just end up just scavenging.
Yeah, but
scavenging.
multiplayer
And
trial, though.
sometimes, now trials
Yeah,
only.
but-
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
horde mode. So let's go.
If you had
Yeah.
multiplayer with that,
yeah,
that'd be amazing.
Dope. That'd be dope. You know, I would love to have multiplayer to go through the story. I think that'd just be fun. You know, but I understand why they may or may not.
Did you say
ever
you
do
haven't done much of the trial?
that. I played for maybe like 8 hours.
Okay,
7 or
so
8
you've done a little
hours.
bit. Yeah, because once you get to that end game, it's kind of like, well, let me buy 4 katanas and 4 shotguns
Right.
and set them up around the map, and then I'll just get whatever I need.
PSVR is kind of a nightmare for that game
Oh,
sometimes.
yeah.
You
I
know,
can see
like
that, yeah.
especially when it comes to two-handed weaponry, like it's just rough.
What's up, Sam?
Yo,
Hey, bud.
Lothulu.
Oh, thanks, man.
Lol.
Lothulu is one of our oldest friends.
Oh, cool.
He's rad. He's a
Welcome.
good guy.
Welcome to
Got
the
a pretty good,
channel.
wonderful community on Twitch. He's a rad
Heck
guy.
yeah.
Does a little bit of D&D.
Awesome.
Does variety games.
Oh, speaking of D&D, did you see they're doing a tabletop Avatar: The Last
Stoked.
Airbender?
Yes.
Awesome.
What?
That sounds
What?
Got like
great.
what? Like hit
They
like
made
2
so
million
much
in like a
money.
day.
In a day.
For Kickstarter.
Let's
Dude,
go.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Oh,
Which
was
is
this
all
like
great and fun. tabletop isn't really my thing. Just give me an actual video game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where I
yeah.
can be
yeah.
a bender.
Yeah.
Give me a
See,
video game.
Legend
somebody-
of Korra was good.
It was actually
The
pretty
platinum
decent.
game.
There
Yeah.
was a game?
Really?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a platinum game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
It
I
was
totally
maybe-
forgot about it until you
maybe
just mentioned it.
PS3 era.
Yeah,
PS,
was
right?
that 2017?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. I bet you can't play it on modern hardware. Yay.
Also,
I don't know.
somebody made an Avatar: The Last Airbender using dreams.
I
That
saw
was
I saw
really,
the
really
rough,
good. And
rough
so
yeah.
Cool.
yeah, like it was
and you
looking
could actually bend.
really freaking
Uh-huh.
good. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
looking great. You know,
Yeah.
and so you could probably just play that for free. I mean, as a supplement. But hopefully we will. Hopefully we will see, since we're gonna have this, new Nickelodeon Smash. Maybe
Did they
we will see.
They didn't say anybody from like the Air
Avatar,
wouldn't
he's on the
see-
cover. There-
Avatar.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wouldn't
better.
Angus-
They
Angus
Well,
on the
but
back
those
cover.
the guys dropped out of the Netflix thing because they're like, we don't agree with this,
Right.
Because they were like, yeah, great, 1-to-1 translation or thereabouts,
Yeah.
live action, we'll do it.
Yep,
And then I guess
y'all have seen that
hands
movie.
in the pot,
Right.
disagreements, but they broke away.
Right.
But as far as I know, they're still relatively with Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
remember correctly, right?
Yeah, they are. They're
So
from
they're doing
what I
a-
understand,
they're
they
doing
are
a thing,
on
aren't
board
they?
with this
Well,
Smash.
shit,
now I don't know about a
maybe-
single player or an Avatar focused game. I don't know anything about that, but it should happen.
And they should
really
make
should.
Korra available for modern.
You know,
because
a lot of people don't like Korra, man. It blows my mind.
It's-
Well, people are
it's very
purists
hit or
about
miss.
what they're
You're right.
purists about. Like,
You're right.
Korra was a great story, and she's a great protagonist. You
Oh,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
absolutely.
she's a badass boy.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, you're
you
talking
know?
about the series.
The
I was
series
actually
itself
thinking
Talking about the
people,
game.
people were hit or miss about the game too.
Oh well, yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
because they
yes,
were going,
totally.
well, this isn't Platinum's normal thing. It's
Right.
different. It feels slow or whatever.
Well,
yeah,
it did,
They were
you know.
expecting Bayonetta with
Right,
Korra, and it's not that.
exactly.
It's,
But
it's a lot more.
would it have
you know,
been
focused.
better,
It's
though?
more-
Right, but it was fun.
I don't think so. No, I thought it was chunky in the right way. Like it felt like it had weight to the attacks, not like you're sluggish. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like they really could do a lot more with, because the Avatar, having the powers of the Avatar.
Oh yeah.
Come on, the possibilities are almost limitless,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
So
I mean,
that'd be.
how many successful Superman games have we had since we're kind of?
I was literally thinking that. I love you.
Yeah.
All right, literally.
Yeah.
But and so that it does. I think it's suffered by the same curse. You know, like.
Yeah.
Who's gonna actually take that IP seriously enough to make it good?
Yeah,
To
yeah.
really fully flesh it out, especially when they know that slap the Avatar name on it, and
Oh,
it's gonna sell anyway.
gonna sell.
Uh-huh.
People are gonna buy it, right?
Who would be a
So-
good developer of an Avatar game? I don't know. CyberConnect?
CyberConnect?
Is that where you went?
That's
exactly
the answer, dude. That's the answer. Where are they at right now?
What's up, Cyber?
What's up?
Come on.
I mean, what are they working on right now? Do we know?
I don't know, but I know we're never gonna see Asura's Wrath on anything ever
Oh,
again.
man. Dude,
No,
my
not even a
heart.
PC release. Like, come
No.
on, man.
Yeah, it's a
Nothing.
shame.
Boo. Good old
Yeah, it's a
games.
shame.
Grab it.
Yeah, people need to be louder about that one. Yeah, you're missing out if you haven't played that before.
So, Digital Foundry did a test on the new
did.
M.2 SSDs. Because, you know, the beta, I don't think it's out yet, the actual patch, right? It's not out yet.
still in beta.
It's still in
Yeah.
beta, but this next patch will be, you know, introducing expandable storage for internal. And we're good. We're good. As long as you're within the spec.
I didn't watch
you're solid.
I didn't watch that video or read that article. I did see the headline for it.
Yeah.
And did not click on it for whatever reason. So as far as the clock speeds,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
said that is it 1-to-1 parallel or
Dude, with
just damn
PS5
close?
games, it's almost exact on every
Really
single thing.
brilliant.
Like they were doing it with Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Because they figured that's one of the biggest, you know, big chunks of data streaming,
Oh,
like kind of things.
constantly.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's always
absolutely.
portals,
Yeah.
all that
Uh-huh.
shit. Yeah. And they said that the times were precisely the same every time
Love
they
it.
did the test.
That's
Love
amazing.
it.
That's amazing.
All
Yeah,
right.
I
That
think
is.
it's a
Because
little.
there's so much going on in that game.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like it still
But
blows
that
me away the systems
also-
they have going on
I
there.
wonder how Sony feels about that, because this whole time they're like, "Well, our SSD is faster than every other SSD."
It's
and now
not.
it's just like,
It's not.
Nah,
man.
not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't that the
Gotcha.
name of the game? There's always someone out there who's
It
going to
also
come out and do it better.
I mean,
it also says
yeah.
8K on that fucking box.
It does
say
And I haven't
8K on the
seen
box.
8K NAN at all.
Right.
No
No.
fucking 8Ks. Nothing does 8K on the PS5.
Wow. You know, that is really funny though.
Yeah, but no,
well, good.
In
Good.
general, we're good. It seems like as long as you have something that fits in the space, and you can buy a generic heatsink for anything, it's like less than $10.
Yeah.
I even think you don't have to like do anything special. They make these little sticky pads instead of you having to like put thermal paste on it or anything stupid. It's not anything crazy. Just slap one in there that fits, and you're good.
I
as long as
wouldn't
it's
suggest that
above the
just
speeds.
everybody go trying to slap SSDs in there.
No, but they made it
console,
pretty easy.
yeah.
They made it pretty easy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, as long as you're comfortable with taking the
how many
side
people
panel
are about to break
off.
their shit.
Yeah.
Don't lick it first. You know.
you got to lick it before you break it.
You gotta lick
Actually,
it.
You got to lick it.
You gotta
If
lick
you
it
wanna
before
break
you
it.
Nah, man. You gotta lick it for luck.
Yeah,
That's
oh,
all it
that's
is.
it.
It's like when you play Magic, you gotta lick the top card.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
Do you
no,
do
I
that?
don't do that. No.
No, I
Oh yeah,
I'm
That's
never
unsanitary.
paying-
yeah, I do it all the time.
well, with double sealing your Magic cards, if you don't lick the top, it doesn't actually seal the plastic.
Yeah, that's right.
I use the zip bags.
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
Like the
good.
zip ones. Press and seal. That's what it is.
There you go.
Presses. Yeah, man. Hey, Street Fighter V finally talked about their new 2 DLC characters.
Yeah, well, 3.
Who's the other one?
Oro.
Oh, and
Oro.
Oro. Oh, I didn't watch the Oro thing.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one.
Dude, holy shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
well,
Mayan.
well, Luke.
The one-armed Mayan.
Oh, dude, Luke
looks cool.
does. Dude, he's throwing elbows at motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Scott was immediately like, oh man,
His abs look weird.
This guy looks
like,
weird.
This
He
dude,
does-
I was talking about the character design, and then Phil was just like, "Shut up, his moves look cool."
Exactly.
All right, I can get behind that.
He
care
looks
what the
very
character looks
Street
like.
Fighter 5.
Yeah.
Like when
Yeah.
Street Fighter 5 first came out, Ken was ugly as shit.
Dude.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
he
saying?
did
It
look
was the
like
same
boo-boo.
way Chun-Li looked crazy. All of them look fucking weird. Sakura still looks weird.
The,
you know?
the
And
hair
so-
is odd to me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like it's kind of like
chunky
a solid
fucking,
entity.
Yeah.
Like yeah, dude, it's fucking weird. But his moveset does look sick. You know, he has
Yeah.
that kind of Steve Fox rush
Yeah,
down
yeah, kinda.
thing going. He can
kind of some
outzone-
Adon, kind of some Dudley.
He's
kind
got a little bit of
yeah.
that going.
You know what I mean?
He can outzone Ryu at mid range.
Yeah.
Excuse? Like what's happening now? The funny thing is, it's like it's hard to tell what kind of character he actually is, like how he actually controlled. And so a lot of people are just like, oh well, you know, we didn't ask for Luke, and it's like. Okay, well, Luke is apparently very important to Street
Luke
Fighter
didn't
6.
ask for you.
You know, so this is kind of like Capcom giving us a glimpse into the future. You know what I'm saying? Because they're saying that he's going to be huge. He's going to be very important to the story of Street Fighter 6. So he may end up being the main character of Street Fighter
Man,
6.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first read Luke, I was like, they didn't do a Star Wars crossover.
Oh no.
Oh,
This
shit.
ain't no Soul Calibur.
That's right.
What
are
era
you
of
thinking?
Luke would you want? 'Cause
Oh, what are you talking about?
you want old man Luke?
No.
Dickhead
no.
Luke? You
No.
want Luke in his prime?
Yes.
When he is emo and sister kissing?
No, post that,
That ain't
post that.
Okay, post
I
that.
want,
Right after Sweet Spot,
No, I
Return
want-
of the
I want
Jedi.
Luke-
You want
Jedi
Return of the
Luke,
Jedi.
right?
Yeah,
Return
like-
of the
okay,
Jedi
all right.
shows
like
up.
Mirage Luke,
There we
like
go.
with the beard.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want middle-aged
All right.
Luke.
You want that one?
I want middle-aged Luke.
Yeah.
Okay,
I like-
see, I was thinking that you wanted him still without the beard.
No, because
but when he shows
middle-aged
up at
Luke,
Jabba's
middle-aged
Jabba's
Luke
palace.
has his own school. Middle-aged Luke read all the books.
Yeah.
Middle-aged Luke is at that point where he only has a lightsaber because it's part of the uniform for the school that he fucking made.
Yeah.
And he's like, God damn it, I can't believe I got to remember this thing every fucking morning.
Yeah.
But he's on his way to being dickhead Luke.
Now let me go kill this kid while he's sleeping.
Fear, man. Fear.
Man,
Oh,
he was
we
just
don't-
trying
we
to
don't
turn on a
have-
nightlight for him.
Do I need to re-hijack my hijacking plans of this podcast and defend The Last Jedi for the rest of the next hour?
No,
Watch
because
it.
I
Yeah,
love
don't watch
Last
the movie.
Jedi.
'Cause I will.
But
Last Jedi
if
is
you can
wonderful.
figure out a way to
Okay.
defend Rise of Skywalker, then
I was
Oh,
gonna.
no,
There
never
is no
mind. It's
defense for Rise of Skywalker.
No, it's Rise of
You haven't
Skywalker
seen
I've never
Rise.
seen. Yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
We'll
Yeah.
watch it again and we'll talk about how bad that is.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
want to
okay.
do that.
I don't-
Hey, dude, no shit. What we should really watch, man.
Yeah.
Everybody who's listening, watch Fear Street. Watch the Fear Street
yeah.
trilogy. Have
We
you
did
seen
we
it?
did the first one.
Is slow.
It's slow, but it's boss. It's not really that.
Okay,
slow.
see,
It's
but I have a
What's it
weird
slow?
hard on for like the whole summer camp thing.
Right.
I love
Dude,
any of those old
love
slasher
that
movies.
second movie.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
absolutely
expect
love
to
it.
like it now, but I'll say you're right. The beginning of it does take a little second to get going, but once it starts, it does not stop.
Bro, it's like 45 minutes.
Bro, you know what I'm
45.
saying?
And
so,
like I love slow.
Right.
Love slow.
I
But
love
I'm like,
that movie.
yo, come on.
However, I did watch
Someone's
it in
gotta die.
sessions.
We
you
didn't
know,
finish the second one.
Yeah.
Really?
I keep being like, hey, let's finish it. And she's like,
Yeah, you should get to the end of it. The end it
It's
works.
rough.
Hey,
But then 3 brings it all back, right?
I haven't watched the third one.
I've heard.
I just
my
finished the second
my
one.
bartender bro jammed on all three. Like him and his wife are like.
They're
really
fucking
liked
good.
the
My
first
friend,
one.
Yeah.
The
right?
first one was really good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Dude, I think when you finish the second one, you may feel a little bit different.
How long are they?
Hour and a half.
Under 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not as long
But just
as
how
Black
long?
Widow.
How
I made
long?
it through Black Widow, okay? If you can make it through Black Widow, you can easily make it
Did you
through
not like
Fear
Black
Street.
Widow? We haven't seen it.
No,
God.
no, we did an episode on it, and we basically just ragged on it the whole time.
I will
Not
say,
Not
I
even
will
David
say
Harbour.
this.
David Harbour didn't even
He
save.
couldn't even save it.
Yeah.
Couldn't even save it.
No.
Now, one of the best parts of Black Widow, one of the prime benefits of watching it, is that it's made every subsequent movie that I've watched incrementally better. Now, this is probably why Fear Street was so much better for me, because I saw these after watching Black Widow. So by comparison, I'm like, this is entertaining. Oh my God, look at that camera work. Look at the set design. Like, oh my God, this actually works.
They're
you
all
know?
awake.
Yeah,
So
right. They're acting. You know,
The
like,
issue that I had with it is that we watched the first one in 2 parts. Like, we watched
Yeah.
half
Okay.
of it, we went to bed, we watched the second half of it,
Yeah.
and then after we finished the second half, we went into the second one.
okay.
And because the first movie is so fast paced
Yeah.
Yeah.
that going straight into the second one, it
that
just
makes sense.
dips.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I took like
I got
I
you.
took
Yeah.
like a few days before I even started that second movie.
We
'Cause
went
I don't
right
have movie
into
time
it.
in most cases. Yeah, I could see how that would
And
be.
it was just like, okay, where's
Yeah.
where the first one was going?
Right.
Where is this
right.
going?
No, but they are like, you know, kind of standalone-ish, but there's an overlying story that kind of connects the three together.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything because I think that they did it
Town
very
cares.
expertly.
Town cares.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Relative.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
that's
Yeah.
the general.
That's
There's
the
a
general.
main thing that ties all three of the
Yeah.
movies together.
Right.
And
Right.
it's basically like
You're in different time periods.
Well,
yeah,
Camp
but like
Crystal Lake.
basically you
The
have
first
all
one,
the
You're in the 90s.
Yes, it's 1994, so
the
we get
second
some.
one you're in the
dope.
70s.
Yes, that's 76.
And then the last one you're in like
or 79,
what, the 1600s?
and then it's 1666.
Yeah.
Weird.
soundtrack off the chain.
That's what I was
So-
gonna say.
Yeah.
We
and
had
to
some
re-
more
Especially
human
but to
in the
reinforce,
90s.
you know,
Holy
you know it's all
shit.
R.L. Stein.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
But how long has this man been holding in murder
Murder.
and swear words on teenagers?
Oh,
Right.
dude.
How long?
man?
For a
How long?
fucking time.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is something I think we should talk about, man.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, all those books that, you know, we grew up with and modern adaptations
That would be good because
of those.
I was actually trying to think of it's like what did I read when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and Goosebumps is probably the only book series that I really like got
Yeah,
into.
yeah.
Right, and
Like
it's
when I
nice.
was
It's
a lot
nice to
young-
see
yeah.
those, you know, represented in a very adult sense. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like
yeah.
as our imaginations have grown and as we've become
Does
desensitized.
does that mean we talk about
Well,
the
even
Hobbit?
then, like why?
Well, I mean,
Black Cauldron.
why
I mean,
not? Black
you know,
Cauldron. That's a
yeah.
thing.
That's a good.
That's
book,
a great
dude.
book.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that entire series is
Well,
amazing.
but
man.
like even then, like even taking it a step further, like okay, why do we have the Old Man Logan storyline? For example,
Yeah.
why do we have that story? Because all the people like us that grew up reading these things,
Yeah.
when
Right.
we get old
Yeah.
and fucking some of
Yeah.
us became parents and we became older and sadder. And you know what we still love?
That's why we got the
still
Last
love
of Us.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
So what happens when Wolverine gets old and sad?
Yeah.
And he might or might not have kids.
turns into
Right.
Hugh Jackman.
And I'm gonna
Was it-
write this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
But wasn't
it's
he
that
young
general
and sad,
progression.
too?
Oh,
Wasn't
he was young.
This is fair.
But yeah, he was
Okay,
just
not a great
angry.
example. Not a great example, but still.
I miss old Wolverine, man. I miss classic Wolvie. I miss that guy that like if he's in the it's kind of like Mike Tyson, right? Like if he's in the room, then you got a problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
If Wolvie's present,
best at what I do.
Yeah.
And if you have
Very
Wolvie
nice.
and
Yeah, right.
Colossus,
oh yeah,
You can get
fastball
anything
special.
done.
Let's go. Let's go.
I feel like we've gotten a little off track.
Oh, yeah,
So
sorry.
Yeah, we got
back
off the
for
rails.
Blood Beta.
no, no, we're
No.
not on
No.
the beta. Did you have to get invited? Is your
Are you okay?
I dipped out of my own ears for a second.
Are you too quiet?
I might be. You guys hear me?
I hear you, but not as loudly as everybody
difficulties.
else.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so
He was just peeking a second ago. I had to turn him down.
Gotcha.
I was getting
I'd say
passionate.
you sounded good.
Twitch drops. If you go watch a more notable streamer than any of us are,
Oh no,
Yeah.
it doesn't even remember because Sadiako got to drop off us.
because we have Twitch enabled. But I think it's like
If someone is playing the game that has drops enabled, if you watch
which
for
is
an
like bonus
hour,
things,
it'll drop a
a
beta
code,
code.
like a beta code.
Oh,
which is how he
okay.
got it.
But like I had to go watch someone that had the first round.
Really?
Of
I
it
thought you
being
had to
the promotion.
pre-order it.
Maybe I think that's another way to get into it.
Right. Okay.
But you
I
know,
wish I would have known that because I would
like
have
a
been watching them
virus.
Twitch.
You can still do it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's this
Absolutely.
weekend.
Right on,
okay,
because
cool.
I'm gonna buy the game.
Well, but the beta runs until
Does
the
that
16th.
mean we can watch y'all?
Right.
I think
Yeah.
maybe the
Yeah.
drop
I'll do that.
window ends this weekend. Beta runs till the 16th. So if you have a code from this weekend, you're good to go.
Right.
The 10th and 11th servers are down.
Okay.
So they have that in there because every time you close out of the fucking beta, you get a pop up being like, "Thanks a lot. Take this survey. Here's what's happening."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So Back 4 Blood is rad.
Absolutely.
I have not done the verses.
I've watched him.
What have
play
you
it.
What have you been playing?
Yeah.
The
Is it like a
single player.
campaign?
The
Okay.
campaign.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's rad.
They actually give you the campaign.
Yeah, that's
in the-
surprising.
You
I'm
at least
surprised,
get the
yeah.
first act.
okay.
We're server issues. It's a beta.
Of
They're
course.
obviously stress testing all these slow income of increasing populace.
Oh, they're gonna get smashed on.
Oh, smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a little bit of server issues. We are almost done with Act 1. There's 8 missions, I believe. 8 or
Within
10
the act.
Within
They're
the act.
short.
They're shorter
Right.
than, like, the Left 4 Dead missions per...
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
But, like,
They're
Left 4
very
Dead's was,
fast.
what, like, 3 or 4 that were, what, I mean, at best, maybe 45 minutes to an hour each.
Wow.
Yeah.
But these are, you're talking 8, 20 minutes.
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Did they
okay.
give you
Get
access
that.
to the cards and everything too?
Yes.
Sweet.
You start off with a little base deck. You can unlock them through different progression systems. Not to get too heavy into it, but just
Right.
there's a couple different progression systems. You will find random, like, I don't know, packs of cards in the environment. You have a currency, copper. Little coins look like little, like, target symbols.
Yeah.
You can spend those on new weapons, heal packs, whatever the fuck.
Let's go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then if you find cards, you can do cards.
Right.
You'll always have cards to benefit yourself, you know, re-up health, 5%, blah, 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 do a little more melee damage, things like that.
Right.
You will have to eventually, after a while, pick or just deal with accepting, like, a negative room card.
Oh,
So, like,
yeah.
more zombie hordes.
Right.
More specials.
Comes with the territory. Let's go.
Cool.
Sometimes it'll be like, if you can find the cooler full of organs and you get it to the end of the match, everyone gets a bonus $500 for the next game.
I love it.
You know, shit like that.
So
Nice.
so with the campaign, it is still 4-player multiplayer campaign. So you're able to play
Yes.
together.
Not right now, because he got the beta. He got 3 codes and he sent it out to a few friends. But when it drops,
Oh,
on
really? Okay. So you shouldn't have said that out loud. Because I see friends in this room ain't got no codes, man. No, I'm just talking shit. What do you think?
But when it drops on Xbox Pass, I'm thinking about playing it.
But
It's-
initially, those codes are cross-plat. If you want it for Epic Games, you use it for Epic Games. Use it for Steam.
Oh, cool.
PlayStation,
PS5, sir.
Xbox.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, in hindsight, for this
I'd have to go for the
conversation, I
Steam.
realized that as soon as I plugged my code in for Steam, I was like, should have done PlayStation 5 just for conversation's sake.
Well,
Yeah.
so I'm wondering, have they clarified if it's cross-play?
It is
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Even
Oh,
with
yeah.
PlayStation?
And
Even with
it's like, look, you can turn off crossplay, but it will significantly drop off your pool of available players. So don't
Right.
get mad if you're
Yeah,
queue time.
Like
yeah,
is
to keep it
Outriders.
on.
Same
Yeah.
with Outriders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But
cool.
it's not
We're finally
really
getting
my
there, guys.
type of game that I usually play.
Yeah.
But because it's a 4-person game versus like me just playing a shooter game by myself, where I'm like, well, I'm dead. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That would be something that I'd be willing to play with like him and 2 other people.
Yeah.
I'm
I
definitely
mean, it's
going to be
not,
on
it's
it.
not like
I'm-
we're going back
I'm-
and
We'll
it's
forth.
both be
happening.
on it. I mean,
Yeah.
we got a team here.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
It's going down,
Now, I
Zombie
don't
Squad.
know. I don't know if we can get 8 people together
Yeah.
and go into a multiplayer versus match together. I don't know
Oh.
because I know the party sizes are very much 4.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if maybe that's a later thing. I have not looked into it.
I'm
'Cause
sure
that-
they
would be
that'd-
rad.
Yeah, it'd be really cool if you could go like 4v4.
I do know a little
but
bit
I could
about how the
totally
multiplayer
see them
goes,
not
but-
doing that to force people to play with
Like
other
randos?
people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, people they for some reason love doing that to us. It's like, okay, well, you have to play with the rest of the kids. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want to play with the rest of the
No,
kids.
not at all.
I got my
Play with
friends.
My
That's
friends, you know.
Speaking from the point of view of just watching him play the game, the blood mechanics in it is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
You're in
Yeah.
it for like a
One.
minute and you're just drenched.
Nice.
Which is so cool.
go.
But there's also like there'll be birds
Yeah.
around just randomly, and like if you scare them, you'll call the fucking zombies. But the funniest thing
man.
to me is that it'll tell you who did it.
Oh, really?
Oh.
So you
It'll
can,
pop up like zombie
you'd be
moth
like,
or
God
scared bird.
damn it,
asshole, why'd you
Phil.
have to scare the
Every
bird?
time.
I gotta scare the
That's
birds.
bad.
Yeah, so you got birds, you got some doors for
Car
bonus
alarms.
rooms.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So if
And
you're
sometimes they'll
scavenging
do
and
it.
you open up the wrong car, it'll just oh.
And it'll
But, like,
notify you
you
so and so
can
did this.
bypass
Now, but can
Oh.
you like sneak up and like shank the bird?
I don't think so.
So,
I haven't seen a single bird. It's
I've
like
just
a
avoided
group
it.
of
Yeah.
oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. All right.
And they're like, oh shit, people.
Yeah, I'm with
So
it.
like you
man.
can easily go
Zombies,
around
let's
them if
go.
you're paying attention, but our friend Kyle, who was playing last night, was just like, I'm gonna run and do everything, and so he just barrels
'Cause he
into
did-
birds.
he did the
Hey
preload
man,
out with
Leroy
machete
Jenkins.
default.
Yeah,
So
He's gotta
not
get in
everyone
there.
has a melee weapon default.
right.
You know what I mean? No.
I don't like that.
Well, you
I
have
mean,
you
but
have
you
your
find
press
weapons.
V, you have press V do bash.
Okay.
You can
okay.
get a card that turns that bash into a knife attack.
Yeah.
And that's rad, but uses
Right.
your stamina. I just go around just,
Shank.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say it now, though. You get that one-handed hatchet, game over. Fuck the machete, fuck the
Ooh,
fire axe, fuck the bat.
dude,
That
you-
hatchet, it's just a downward. It's a
Oh,
downward.
I
nice.
might have to play this
And it's
tonight.
just fucking slams.
Because it's been killing me. You know, I've been busy with work and shit, so I've been it's been easy to not really think about it.
Yeah.
Now I'm really thinking about
Well,
it.
see, that's the thing. I was like, okay,
Oh my
great,
God.
more Left 4 Dead.
Oh,
I
dude.
wanted this a decade ago.
Absolutely.
really.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get this. All right, it's the back of my brain.
People
I don't
still
care.
fucking
but now
play,
I have
too.
My hands
Yeah, they
on
do.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want new.
Yeah, I want you. I'm the same way too.
Also watching them play it. I don't know if you were paying attention to it, but like it is very easy to not pay attention to the story. At
Oh,
all.
Yeah.
I'm
At
sure.
all.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
were just going. I'm like,
I don't know why we're
what
in
they're
the place
doing.
we are.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Survive-
like
survive.
okay, let's live. Yeah.
That's right.
You know.
There are some of the dynamic events the story throws at you are a lot of fun. Some of
okay.
them are a little
Like, what do you mean?
confusing. You're in like a rural, like foresty town, and at some point you kind of get into like the mining section of that town. You're in fucking. We're here in Warrior. It's that's all it is. And like so you're going through, you know, the kind of town side right on the border of like the mining area, and there are like old mining tunnels. You can't go in them because there's barricades.
Oh, boo.
But it's going to pour fucking zombies out.
Right.
But there's like 6 of them.
Can you collapse them?
Only 4 of them.
Oh.
But it wants you to.
Let's go.
You know
Gauntlet
what I mean?
style.
Damn it, I wanna play this game.
There was like a howitzer cannon. You had to load 5 times to collapse like a bridge tunnel.
Stop, dude.
Wow.
Oh,
You have to go find the
need
fucking
it.
shells. They're flooding out.
You
You got to load the shells, which takes easy 15
So
seconds.
while you're carrying the shells, can you still shoot?
You can melee.
You
can do that V
is, your,
melee.
is your movement slowed?
A little bit.
Oh man.
But as you're shoving this fucking shell in, and then it stops you, and then you have to press the button again to fire. And then you have to press the button again for another loading thing to get the old shell out.
Right,
and
of
then go
course.
get another one.
Wow.
chunk.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Cool.
I played randomly with randos before you just I was
That's
like
another
I wanna
good
do
album
this,
name.
I wanna do
Randomly
this,
with
you know.
Randos.
That's right.
That's good shit.
So they're over there, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'm gonna put this in, and then like a couple of the other guys just like start coming over and dropping the shells.
Right on.
But then you get one of the big Fat Boy Special zombies who explode.
Exploders.
They always.
it's-
Why do they always
it's
blow up?
20
Huh?
I
Every
don't know.
time.
But
you know,
it's
we know what to-
2021, and we get a little bit of physics here. So now all those shells they just dropped,
You
I
got
don't know what
knocked
the fuck they
away.
are. I
Oh
don't know
my
what the fuck
god,
they
that's
are.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's great.
The worst. The
Oh,
worst.
that's so good.
I will say one of the cooler
God.
special zombies
So that means
they
you could
showed-
actually use. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm just over here brainstorming. So you could actually use one of the boomers to maybe launch one of the shells towards a player.
Yeah, but it's not that far away. Like where they spawn, like the shells.
Maybe a grenade though. Maybe.
Well,
you
I'm
could-
just like, dude, I'm just brainstorming on how to use these physics to your advantage. That's why this game's gonna be so fun. The meta is gonna be amazing. I'm so sorry.
No, you're
I've
fine.
been excited about this game for a very long time, and finally I have somebody to talk to who's actually played the shit. I'm psyched.
But like, because I knew from Left 4 Dead there were like the special zombies, so I kind of
Oh,
knew
yeah.
to expect that in this one. But they have, like, they just kept calling it Spider-Man. It was just this fucking zombie that would like
4 arms.
web
Yeah.
onto like poles and shit, and then shoot you, and you're stuck in the web.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
Spider-Man.
You just
nice.
covered in
Fuck.
this totally not
Web
jizz.
ball, right? Web swing.
But
Yeah,
like legitimately skill shot. Like
Right.
through the corner of the fucking window, and you're just like, where the fuck is it?
Wow.
He maximum spiders on
Holy
his.
shit!
Yeah,
So I mean,
maximum
what do you have to
spiders.
track him by sound? Is it like okay?
A
he
little
makes
bit.
a really
They have
got a little
glowy
glowy
spot. They all have
thing.
glowy
Okay.
spots.
Yeah.
Which, guess what?
weak spot.
Weak spot. But it's also like, oh, there's a fucking special.
Yeah.
There's some other ones. I don't wanna give it all away.
I always
Yeah.
like the one from Left 4 Dead that was like the I guess he's the Spider-Man adjacent one where he crawls on the walls but he has like the long tongue that he'd grab
Was it the
people
hoodie guy?
and yeah, the guy with the hoodie, and then you'd see somebody that'd be
Yeah,
all
yeah,
noosed
yeah,
up
yeah,
and
yeah.
they're getting choked by this thing and you gotta
Yeah.
wipe it out. Yeah, that was fucking
Yeah.
great. Or the Banshee lady, like
I
that
liked
one.
her.
That was
Yeah,
cool
the-
as hell too.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
I know
to
there are
see some of
specials
these
that we haven't
variants.
seen
Yeah.
yet, so I'm assuming they're not in Act 1.
And then
Yeah.
each of these acts are like
Oh,
a
I didn't say.
completely
Sorry, we got
different.
booted off before we finished Act 1.
Okay.
The servers crashed. We all loaded back in, and then I guess the autosave saved 2 missions prior to, I guess, mission 8 of Act 1 being the last act.
Right.
So therefore we were left with 3, but it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and like me and another guy were like, we'll do this another
Were you
day.
streaming this the whole time?
Yes.
I should have been.
Don't they have like completely different
It was super late-
themes
super
for
late
the
I was
different
up.
acts, or are all the acts basically part of one long overarching?
I think
story?
because what Left 4 Dead was more like, yeah, it's a zombie apocalypse, but they framed it as like each act was like its own little movie because that had like a movie
Right,
poster.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think-
they had
I
the
think-
grindhouse style
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing going
yeah.
on. Yeah.
I think this is supposed to be more of a story technically because like the home base you're in, like the lobby,
Yeah.
is like a fucking survivors camp, a very well-made survivors camp out in the middle of the woods.
Okay.
And there's like people in tents, and there's like a shooting range, and there's like a medic tent.
So
and
So
this
there's
there are a
is-
fair
vendors.
amount of you.
Yeah, this
that
is a
are-
like later down the line zombie apocalypse because I mean with
Yeah,
Left
yeah,
4
like,
Dead
it's-
it was
it's
like
it's
this
been
just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. We're like 6 months to a year in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Got it.
Because I think the storyline is just like, well, zombies. Well, some of us are immune. All right, here you go.
yeah.
You know, I think that's the general. You
Yeah.
know.
There was one sequence where I'm not gonna get too much into it, but like you open a door, you go through, and you just see a trailer that just has written "You better run on it."
Nah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So good.
Let's go.
When I
Do you
was
face
playing
humans?
off stream, huh?
You face humans?
Not that I know.
Have there
of.
been any so far?
No,
Okay.
That would be right. I always
Yeah.
think that's a really rad dynamic.
Just
Right.
just in the verses. That'd be the only thing that you're.
Yeah, so versus
Probably.
is
Yeah.
4v4,
Right.
4 humans, 4
I just wonder if you'll
zombies.
actually
But
encounter them in the story as
it's
well.
3
Yeah.
rounds.
Right.
Very fast rounds, apparently. You can switch your loadout to at least as the special zombies to kind of fit how the human players are playing.
Yeah.
Because obviously,
Okay.
after a while, no matter how much vomit and web shot you're going to shoot, these motherfuckers with, AK-47s and tricked out shotguns are going
Right.
to blow you away.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can change your loadout. But the whole match after 3 rounds is determined on which team lasted longest collectively as survivors.
That's smart.
Oh,
That's very smart. That is very, very
okay.
smart.
Cool.
But there's also
Yeah.
obviously like actual zombie NPCs going around working with other zombies.
Yeah, I want to see how it works, especially after playing. Did you ever play Dying Light? Did you ever play the?
I still haven't played Dying
Is
Light,
that the
man.
part-
Oh,
Parkour
you
one?
should
Is that the one I played?
definitely.
Is that
Yeah, it's the
the one?
parkour one.
It goes on
Yeah.
on sale for cheap.
Dude, you should
I'm
definitely play Dying Light. It's a
Yeah.
phenomenal game, but they actually had one of those PvP modes where it was monsters versus humans. You know,
Our buddy the Solar Squirrel got me to pick it up because he's like, it's co-op, let's do it. I'm like,
Yeah,
great.
it's dope.
But when we got it, they were doing a promotional campaign crossover with Rust.
Oh.
So it
What
had
was that like?
The
well,
survival-y
it
stuff.
had like 2 hazmat colored, like just like randomly Power Ranger style, like a fucking fluorescent green and like a fluorescent blue. Had just
What the
after you
shit?
get through the tutorial,
You mean
they're,
like
they're
these
just kind
boys?
of like randomly spawned in. Yeah,
See
exactly.
my intel guys.
Yeah.
They'll just like randomly spawn in the city, but like I mean they're hard as shit to kill.
Right.
Yeah.
But even starting off 4 people, you can just kind of gang up on them and pick them away.
Yeah.
If you pick them away, you get their good guns like way early in the
Oh,
game.
oh, that's
Like, way
cool.
early in the
Yeah.
game.
Crazy, man.
So I was an asshole, and I just like broke away from everyone after I got a gun, and just went around headshotting these guys, and just amassed all these these really good rifles. Because I would just never stick with anyone because I just want to go parkour around. I don't care about what's
I
happening.
mean, that's really fun.
Rooftops.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
very
yeah,
fun
exactly.
to do. Yeah.
So I just had like end game level gear at the beginning. So like my
Wow.
experience in that game was a little skewed. I enjoyed it.
I mean, that's really cool that they opted to do that to keep the game alive. Because I mean, that game has been out for what, like 6 years?
Hey, but that sequel?
You know, let's
Whoa.
go.
It's been
Absolutely.
out that long?
Dude,
Yeah, yeah,
Dying
yeah.
Light is
Whoa.
old.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't
It's
realize that.
old,
Yeah.
boy. You know, it was just phenomenal, and they keep supporting it.
Yeah.
You know, which is
It's the Dead
amazing.
Island guys, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the same? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, see, I never
Yeah,
did the
what are they
DLC or
called?
whatever. We can go like do car things and stuff like that. I'm sure
Car
that'd be a
things?
ball. Yeah.
You can go do car things.
You can do car things.
I don't know about the car things. I haven't done any
I
car.
Because I
love
got the
doing
bundle.
car
The bundle was like,
things.
$20 for all this stuff.
Right.
Like more stuff than you're ever gonna touch.
Oh, yeah.
Steam stale to the T. You know.
Go, man.
Nice.
Feels like Neo. Yeah.
That did not
yeah.
sound positive. That was the most
It's
bittersweet.
man.
Sounds like
The
Neo.
more that I play Neo, the more I'm like, am I gonna finish this fucking game?
Yeah.
Finish it sometime over the course of your life.
Eventually, yeah.
Right.
Just not now.
Exactly.
Not now.
You know, I'll give you 30 hours
Yeah.
every year.
Yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
Right.
Man, it's easy to give that shit 30 hours a week. Goddamn, I was putting in shifts on that fucking game.
That's what I'm saying, man. I couldn't do it. I have to get into a mode to play a Soulsborne,
Yeah.
and it takes me a minute to actually click into that mode. Once I click in, then I'm in. But like, as much as I like Neo and how as pretty as it is and how fun it is to control the thing,
And Kusari
I'm
Gamma.
just not. And the Gamma. And that Gamma, it's a memorization game.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
It's
it is.
like, God, I
Even
don't
more
feel
so than like a
trial, error,
Sekiro is.
remember it.
I actually think
Right.
I think Sekiro is more fun.
Yeah.
The moment to moment's more fun. I feel like the world is more unique. So it's one of those where I'm like, I just want to go play Sekiro.
Because it is
again."
gorgeous. I mean, the
Oh,
game
oh,
is
yeah.
fucking beautiful.
Neo is beautiful.
It's
yeah.
so
And
good
the
looking.
the PS5 version is clean and runs
Mhm.
flawlessly.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know.
Speaking of PS5,
Yeah, we got this PSVR 2 news.
Here we go.
Yeah, so they had a private event where they
Were you invited?
yes, I was invited personally.
He
Personally,
refused to go.
You got
I-
the
He refused to go.
invitation.
He
I
was
did.
like, I
No.
wanted this last year,
That's right.
and they invited me this year, so I said, fuck them.
They wouldn't fly me first class, so yeah. They had a like a developer event, I guess, and they showed more finalized specs of the PSVR. It's basically a 4K headset with eye tracking and foveated rendering. So basically, it's like wherever your eyes move is going to be the most focused on the screen. And then around it is a little bit blurrier because the way your eyes work, you don't need
You
the
don't
whole
need
eye to
everything
see.
to be rendered.
Yeah, but if the center of your vision is as high resolution as possible, and then they do, and then funny enough, the thing that we were talking about fucking months ago, they've been confirming, the haptics,
Yeah.
adaptive triggers. So it's going to be the same triggers that are in the dual sense, right? But in VR, and that's just next level shit. But this is crazy. They're putting haptics in the headset
Yep.
to where the
I don't
headset
know. I don't
itself
know.
rumbles. Check this out.
Man.
They have proven, and this
It's
is
just
not
gonna
just
be hot.
Sony,
It's
but
gonna
this
be
is
hot.
other developers have proven that putting haptics in the headset can relieve motion sickness. Because it
okay.
makes
that makes sense.
it
right?
makes
Yeah.
your head feel like it's doing what it should be
You
doing.
get
But see,
tactile
that makes me
feedback.
feel like I would be more
Worse, you could have thrown all the way
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. I think there's a lot at play here that may make the play space more comfortable for those that do suffer from motion sickness.
Let's hope so.
Especially
Yeah,
when
because
we're
that's a
talking
big
about
barrier to
like
entry.
a 4K display
Yeah.
running like at 60 minimum, because
They
we're
said
also
90
talking
minimum,
about, right?
120.
And we're also talking
Yeah.
about having SSD, having foveated rendering. Like, okay, this is the biggest problem with PC VR is that they can't streamline any one of their games for any one a set of hardware specs.
Right.
Everyone's hardware. It's the same curse that PC players have been dealing with forever. So now,
What is the median point?
Right,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
What's the point that we can keep everything looking really, really good, but still make it work for people who don't quite have the best, whatever the fuck. But if you know that everyone's gonna have an SSD, and you know that everyone's headset supports foveated rendering, holy fucking shit, we can see things to the quality of like Returnal in VR, in a VR space. And then as long as that frame rate keeps up for a lot of people, that by itself will keep a lot of people from getting sick.
Trae, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
No.
Keep
You
thinking about
happened
it.
to mention Returnal. I didn't think about that.
Boy.
They've already said specifically that they're aiming towards AAA experiences in VR. They're going to
Yes.
make games that are part VR, part flat, that you're going to be able to play either way.
Yes.
They're trying to move in that direction.
thinking
Returnal
about
seems like
Dude, we're
a
about to
viable
see
option.
a lot of viable options, because it's like, you remember, like, some
But also, we're going to get those remasters.
Oh,
Yay! Buy the same game again. Yay!
Which I might do it. Yeah.
Hey, new
'Cause I got
Farpoint, better frame rate,
thumbsticks.
looks good.
No, Farpoint, we'll get a full sequel for that.
Well, we better get a
Yeah. Now,
fucking
I don't know
new
about
aim controller.
That's
I want a new
question.
aim controller.
I wonder if
you
they'll
know?
just have an adapter for your current controllers, so you don't divide the market. Because that's what ended up happening before. You divided the market. The next thing you know, most people don't have aim controllers, And it really sucks for those people playing Firewall 0 hour
Yeah.
without an aim
Yeah,
controller,
with a
you
regular
know?
controller, that seems like it was trash. I never even tried it. I have an aim.
Yeah.
There's no point in
It's the
trying
same
it.
way for a Farpoint.
That aim controller is about the only way that I can play with a two-handed gun.
With a two-handed gun?
In
Yeah.
VR, period.
But it,
Two-handed
but it works
shit's-
so well,
Yeah.
man. Like,
that's
you know
the
what I'm saying?
thing.
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
Having a
they nailed it.
representation that you can put both your hands on makes it actually feel like
Yeah,
you're
but
moving
with
and-
separate
With
controllers, I
it's-
always feel like I have noodly wrists and I can't ever get the fucking
Man,
Right.
You
thing.
with
Absolutely.
that axe and
with the
Saints and
axe. I
Sinners.
was just like, I don't know how
dude.
this do.
You okay? Try doing that with two little like fucking lollipop controllers.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
then you swing this way, and then they're like, "Oh, well, I can't see your backhand anymore."
Right,
So all of a
exactly.
sudden, the
So-
shit just goes wonk.
Just goes wonk,
Yeah,
yeah.
for real, it's
Yeah.
fucking
Same
terrible,
thing
man.
with aiming a bow.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
you get that backhand and then the front starts going.
Yeah, then all of a sudden you just start drifting away.
Yeah.
You're like, okay,
Whatever. I stick to pistols, man.
Absolutely.
What game is it that I'm thinking of where you can actually pick up the arrow and throw it into somebody?
That's Saints and Sinners.
That is Saints and Sinners,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, you can pick it up and like stab
You-
into
you
their
can-
head.
yeah, you can
and
stab
then
them with the
knock
arrow.
it back and shoot it at somebody else.
Yeah,
shit's
dude.
hype. Shit's
Yeah,
hype,
that's
son.
it. You can also throw the katana.
Yeah. yeah. So I mean, I think that the possibilities of what they're going to be able to do with PSVR 2 is going to be amazing. Now the hardest part is just going to be keeping people interested. You know,
yeah.
because VR
Yeah.
is unfortunately kind of in a lull right now. You know, we're at a standstill.
So for those of you who are not VR invested, what would
Yes.
it take? What would it take?
Literally the Lawnmower Man.
Yeah.
Now, are you talking about like a Lawnmower Man game, or are you talking
Ver-
about the
Like
No.
the movie.
The movie.
Complete with those
That-
on-par visuals.
You want to
That
sit
okay.
what
Yeah.
happens in the
horizontal
movie
and everything?
Yes.
to
You
be
want
that.
to
I
be
want
right.
Pierce
Okay,
Brosnan to come
Got
talk
it.
to me like I'm a child
All right.
Yeah.
and put me into a body VR suit.
All right. But some people say SAO.
or Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Virtuosity.
you know,
It's too many-
virtuosity.
I just want to
I would
hang
say
from
so.
the roof.
To
You know.
not puke. while
Okay.
doing
Oh, there
it.
you go.
So
So do you? So okay. So you
I've-
puke if you have to move like very quickly, or is it any motion at all sets you off?
It's the motion of the head with the eyes, because like I get sick watching IMAX. Like
Oh.
it's
Okay,
yeah.
so
it's
it's
the
pretty extreme
scanning
for
of
you.
how to, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I wonder if a cockpit game would affect you.
I
Like-
wonder how Shooty Fruity would work.
Oh yeah, Shooty Fruity's
Like
a great
a-
one.
a-
Like
a
a
game where you're
stationary game where
stationary,
you're not
where you're not
actually.
actually-
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Shooty Fruity's cool. You're at a grocery store and you gotta
fucking dope.
scan items,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
you're
Well,
you're
you're
working
on
your
the clock,
shift.
man.
You're on your clock,
You're on the
right?
clock.
But
And
you
then-
have a gun and you have to shoot.
well, you don't
fruit.
have a gun at first.
No, not at first.
But then the fruit attack.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, they start to rage
They
out.
get real,
Start- yeah.
right? And yeah. So then
It's
you
like-
gotta pick up your gun. So you have a line that feeds you guns the whole time,
Yeah.
but you still gotta scan your shit. You still gotta get your work done.
That's
Right.
right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
you
you have
Shit
work
in the groceries.
metrics.
Just
right?
because
And then
this
next thing you
fruit
know,
is attacking
cherries
doesn't
are
mean
attacking.
you can slack
And so you
off
gotta
on your
shoot
duties.
The fruit. And then you got the announcer
Oh, the
Oh,
announcer.
yeah.
who sounds very much like, what was the girl's name from Ghostbusters?
Yeah,
Janine.
Janine. She
Very
sounds just like
just
Janine.
like
Just
Janine.
like
Yes.
Janine, yeah.
The
Please
fruit-
don't destroy the merchandise.
Exactly. The fruit are attacking.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
quirky and really fun. But you are stationary, and so you're just sitting there swiping your things, shooting, and the shooting actually works very, very, very well.
But
for
you
a
know,
game
I'll
like
agree
that.
with her though. If they don't fix like the motion sickness thing,
Oh, no,
it's
people
never
won't play
gonna
it.
get out of
No.
a niche
Nope.
No.
situation. You know what I mean?
I'm personally always concerned about space.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Space
That
in the
too.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you see what I've done. I've moved everything out of my way.
Right.
I
I
saw
can't even
someone
I
with
think
a
I think
weird
you I think you
foot
adapt.
thing
foot thing.
that like they had a full VR thing.
Yeah.
And then they were on a circular
The treadmill
Oh.
thing with the
treadmill
rail.
thing
Oh,
where if they were
with the
walking,
sliding
yeah.
it would,
shoes.
yeah.
I've
Yep.
seen those.
Fucking
Totally.
bizarre.
No thanks. No thanks. I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah, people go way far. What was the thing that Sony came out with that you can like stand on and kind of
Oh,
like
that
tilt?
thing's stupid.
Oh,
the
right.
3D
Yeah,
rudder.
to-
The
to
3D
like,
rudder,
yeah,
that
to
was
control
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like-
That's the thing. Like with the running haptic.
Yeah.
Like that's fine. That's cool. It's a cool thing.
Yeah.
but nobody wants to do
But
that.
then getting it in with your haptic custom vest.
Now I want
and all
that.
your 20 and like that's cool. But like, fellas, I feel like we just saved money if we just like went and got paintball guns and went out to the course.
Yeah, but
No,
nobody
yeah.
wants to go
Because, like,
outside.
at that point,
that's
I
the
just-
difference. People don't want to actually do shit. People. That's one of the biggest problems with VR. Is like people feel like, oh, that would be really cool to do
If I didn't have to move.
if I didn't have to move. Then they do it once and they're like, okay, well, right back to my flat gaming. because they don't want to move around. A lot of people don't want to have to sit there and like wave their arms around. A lot of people don't want to run. Some people do. Very
don't want to
few.
recharge that beam saber, bro.
You know,
Yeah,
but
right.
everybody wants to recharge that beam saber.
Apparently
Everybody.
not if they're cutting it out of the,
Right.
the re-release. Fuck.
Which is a dirty crime.
You know, well, I mean, Skyward Sword, like,
Yeah.
What's
are
a
you
lime?
playing that?
What up, what up?
Hey, what up, Lime?
Hey.
Lime's
I'm-
getting married. Lime's getting married to Sora.
Congratulations.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's that's a thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Wait, you're only maybe getting married? Is that what?
No.
is that what's
I'm
good? Oh, my
I'm
bad.
Skyward
maybe
Sword.
playing. I'm maybe getting and playing Skyward Sword the remaster.
Did you play it
Yeah,
before?
I watched you.
Yeah, I played it
started.
before.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
I
great game.
never. It is good. I never finished it.
What's that asshole's name at the
Yeah,
beginning?
I may.
Roost. Is that his name?
Oh God, I can't
Groose.
remember.
Groose.
Yeah,
That's
Groose.
Groose. Fuck that guy.
But he turns out to be your friend.
Man,
You know you beat him with the power of friendship.
it's always the power of friendship.
Always,
Always.
it's the most powerful thing in anime and games.
That's it.
I mean, that also
power
is the
of friendship.
thematic for this whole episode.
Absolutely,
The
yeah.
power
The
of
power of
friendship,
friendship,
right.
Absolutely.
Power of friendship.
You know who I wish was my friend?
Vincent
Vincent D'Onofrio.
motherfucking D'Onofrio.
Yeah.
He's gonna be in the MCU. They've confirmed he's gonna be in the Hawkeye series as
No shit. Is that for real?
yeah,
Yes.
as Kingpin.
I see those
He's-
headlines,
dude,
but I'm always
Kingpin,
like,
finally.
I don't know
That
this website.
That's
This
confirmed.
is- yeah.
Well, because what is it? What's his name? Cox, Daredevil. Charlie Cox.
Cox.
Matt
Charlie
Murdock.
Cox is
Matt motherfucking
Matt
Murdock.
motherfucking Murdock is gonna be in
It's a weird way to say
Spider-Man:
Ben
No Way
Affleck.
Home.
Yeah. He might be the but like
I've
Spider-Man's
heard that
lawyer.
rumor for
Yeah.
a couple years now.
Yeah.
Which I'm not hating on.
No,
That's-
I mean that's solid.
confirmed.
That's right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's
I'm good
confirmed.
with it.
So we got Daredevil confirmed. We got Kingpin confirmed.
Yeah.
In the MCU. So I mean, it really does feel like they're kind of piecemealing the.
We have a real kung fu star now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
exactly.
It's not Iron Fist. Go see Shang-Chi, please. It looks
Yeah.
Yeah,
great.
absolutely. But yeah, it seems like they're pulling pieces from the Netflix MCU. Specifically the fan favorite ones. I'm
'Cause it'll
sure
make 'em
now.
money.
Well,
Yeah,
dude,
of course,
money.
absolutely.
What's dude's name that played Punisher?
John Berthenol.
Yeah,
Dude, he
absolutely.
is
He's
top
great.
tier.
fucking-
Top tier.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Good Punisher.
It's raining.
I wouldn't be sorry. It apparently just started raining, so if this episode cuts out, you'll get a part 2.
Yeah. Yeah. 'cause,
It always
I mean,
rains on us on Saturday.
Always.
After watching Suicide Squad, Disney, Marvel, they've got to prove some shit.
They
Oh.
they definitely gotta
They've got to
do.
prove some shit.
I
We'll
never thought
get
I'd hear the
there.
words.
Come
I
on.
know, right?
Yeah. So Hades.
I think it's just Black Widow
Bring it on.
specifically that soured you on it.
It hurts.
It can do
It
that.
stings.
One
No,
one
I mean, it
movie
goes
can
beyond
do
that.
that.
I mean, it really
just
can,
in
but
like
it
in
does go beyond
4
that.
sentences or less without completely deconstructing the. Is it just because it's
Trash.
like you wanted it to be an alright James Bond and it's like a bad James Bond?
No,
No.
I expected
It's
it to
just
be
boring.
horrible, and like I said last week,
I didn't expect it to
I
be
didn't
horrible. I
expect-
expected it to be fine.
I knew that I wouldn't like it, but I didn't expect to hate it. You know, like the biggest problem. God, everything was a problem. with
Sorry to
this movie.
rehash for people who. I'm a couple episodes behind.
All good.
Yeah. No, I mean everything was a problem.
We'll just
Pacing,
make it quick.
like you want to talk about a long movie?
Or maybe it's not raining.
That movie was long. No, it's not. It's very nice out.
All right, yeah, okay.
It's hot as fuck.
Never
but,
mind.
But no, it was very long. It's outstayed its welcome. I think it had severe pacing issues. I think that it was poorly acted. I think it was poorly written. I think it got to a point where they were just like, okay,
So it was
we
a
have to
rush job
shoehorn.
because everyone wanted.
And look,
It
Widow.
just seemed like a cash grab. Like
Look,
it really
Dis-
did feel like a cash grab.
Disney has been getting shit for their cinematography about the colors being really flat. This is probably the flattest looking
Yeah.
Marvel movie I've
Totally.
ever seen.
And then there,
Yeah.
the whole
so
whole
does
purpose,
the mouse deserve to lose
Oh yeah,
against ScarJo?
absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they
Oh,
breached
yeah,
the
absolutely.
Yeah, if it's
100%,
breached the
They breached the
contract,
yeah.
contract.
yeah,
Yeah.
then screw you, man. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that she's taking him to war. That's really, really awesome that
But
she's
I-
actually choosing to do
But
it.
from what I've heard, and I haven't seen any of the other series, but from what I'm hearing from the movies that are about to come out, I don't think that the low point that Black Widow left us personally with is going to continue
Of
to
course
be
not.
a low.
Of course
yeah,
not. But what
yeah.
I'm saying is, Suicide Squad raise that bar a little bit.
Absolutely.
You know,
and we'll get into that in a
so-
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna just jog on along? Hades.
Hades is coming out.
Let's
for,
go.
like
PS5 coming out for
going to pass. That's what we're gonna finally tell.
Going to pass. Yeah.
So
let's
go.
I love Hades. Hades is really good. Have any of you guys played it?
I have
yet?
not.
No.
It is so good.
It's
really good.
Curse of the Dark Gods.
Mm-hmm.
Curse of
Very
the Dark
similar.
Gods.
Very
Oh,
similar.
okay, I gotcha.
Very similar style.
Yeah.
That hit pass like a couple days ago, and like I almost just installed it just to play for myself because I want to play Hades.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's how bad I've been wanting to play this game. But I'm an asshole and I haven't wanted to spend the money.
Yeah.
So it's that double-edged. You know what I mean.
I think you guys are really going to enjoy Hades.
I can't wait.
I mean the combat is really good in the roguelike elements. I really like how they you kind of can get right back into it if you want to. But if you the thing that I found the most impressive was your hub world, because when you die you go back to like this like lobby area for Hades. And you got all these different characters that you can go around to contact, and it took a good like 100+ times of dying and coming back before I ever saw a piece of repeated dialogue.
See,
Oh wow.
And then even after
all
that,
die a
I kept
bunch.
getting more and more stuff. So every single time you go back, you can talk. I would just go around and talk to everybody every single time.
Oh, that's
because
amazing.
I would
Let's
get
go.
a new piece of story.
Well, Bastion and Transistor had a shit ton of time.
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
It's
Yeah.
done by the
I
same
never
people.
got around
Right.
to Transistor, but
Transistor's
like,
What's the name-
amazing.
what's the name
And
of
then
that?
the
Is it-
soundtracks, man, their
What's-
music is always so
Dude,
Pyre?
good.
it's so good. Yeah.
Pyre's really good.
Yeah. Do you guys remember
Absolutely.
what the name of the
Is it
company?
Supergiant? That's not Supergiant, is it? That's
I'm not for certain.
or Supermassive?
Supermassive. I think Supermassive.
Right, I
I don't
think
know. We
it-
could be off on that, but
Well, I think it's like Supergiant
looking it up.
games, but yeah.
But no, Hades is really fun, and I'm glad that it's coming to places where you guys can play it.
We're
because
gonna jam.
We're
on
definitely
that. We're
going to
gonna
do
jam.
an episode on that.
Yeah.
So
I've got it
yeah.
pre-installed on my computer.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
it's-
you do.
It's Supergiant
Yeah, you do.
games.
Is it
you know,
this week that it's, or is it
it's
next
like the
week?
13th or
No.
something.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah.
13th.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's gonna be on Sunday. The 15th on the,
Absolutely.
no, that's on a Monday.
No, 15 Sunday.
Yeah.
Is it a Sunday?
Confirmed.
We got Friday
Sunday.
the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, we have Friday the 13th this month, and so.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, it's a good jump off. You know, that's
Murder.
interesting. It's just really funny, man, because like, it seems like no one can hold on to exclusivity outside of Sony these days, right? You know, because we also have the Medium coming to PS5.
Do you know about that bullshit
You know,
with
which
the
is
like
the haptics and everything?
No, was it
with
like
the-
a controller that came out? I really want to say that there was like a medium controller
I mean,
that
what?
launched
that had like
that-
two
like a-
controllers at the same time or some shit. I mean,
Yeah,
what?
that was it. Only one of them works each world.
Yeah, like, what the
They're
fuck?
like just two controllers connected by a stick. That's
oh,
all.
you, like, tied together with rubber bands.
I did it myself.
Yeah, right.
No,
You probably did. That's like your stock for your aim controller.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, that was junky as fuck.
Yeah.
But it was
worked.
free.
It was
right.
functional.
That's right.
Then you gotta hold it in the middle of your chest. You gotta hold it right here.
You
I'm
gotta
like,
hold it
oh,
right here.
all
You
right,
gotta
bro.
hold it right here, man. Well, that's more just because a lot of these games. Whatever. Stop talking about my.
Oh, you did it
No,
yourself.
no. They released like a Xbox does the all kinds of custom controllers. They always have special painted shit. They had an Xbox One controller that was like a medium themed controller, but it was done by the developer or something. But on the box, it had PlayStation symbols on it.
Oh wow.
So they kind of like immediately leaked that
Damn.
it was not exclusive on their own shit. Good job,
Nice.
guys.
Hell
Good
yeah.
job.
little marketing Freudian slip
Media
there.
looks cool. Am I crazy, or is that not the studio that they're talking about as potentially doing one of the new Silent Hill games?
It is.
Which, by the way,
Which-
I haven't mentioned this yet. Abandoned, guys. So I'm abandoned here. That's what's
Yeah,
going on.
absolutely.
Okay,
You're-
Are we
let me
gonna work through some
fill
things?
some
Is that
peop-
what-
Yeah, we might be working through some things, to be honest. because if they fucking set me up like
Can
this,
we get a camera
and then
right now, Phil,
they
please?
snatch this shit out
What's happening?
from under me. Oh, you got to turn it around.
Oh.
We gotta
Let
rap
me
about
drop
it.
some truth.
We gotta rap about
Truth
it. Here.
on you.
No,
fellow
No,
kids.
seriously. Hello, fellow kids. Where's my backpack?
I think we're too old to say that now.
You got to get a yellow backpack too. You know what I mean? Like you got to get like the
So
most
do you want to pause and go to the store?
obnoxious. Yeah. I'm gonna go get an oversized
We'll be back up.
We'll be right back.
denim shirt and
These messages.
yeah.
We'll be
It's
right
too hot.
back.
It's too
green,
hot.
a green skateboard.
Love those.
I gotta get a green
Summer
one.
in the south. It's too hot. Bro.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, abandoned. So nobody knows about this, right?
I don't know.
I am okay. Cool. This is awesome. Abandoned might be a Silent Hill game. It might be a Metal Gear Solid game.
So this is the one that
Like
that,
Codename Abandoned?
that
like
Konami-
Codename title
the one that
Abandoned?
Konami was talking about, and people were speculating that it was going to be Silent Hill, but then they wouldn't confirm that it was Silent Hill.
Okay, so
And
there's
it's just
there's a company called Blue Box.
okay.
Nobody fucking knows where this company came from. They just no new game developer, right?
With money.
With money, making an exclusive app for the PlayStation Store where you get to experience a live demo thing that nobody's ever done before, where you're able to watch an interactive trailer that has haptic feedback in the controller and everything. So they're doing this whole event thing, this special app to download these sequence of teasers.
Okay.
They kept going like, oh well, this is Silent Hill. This is Silent Hill. If you look at the imagery
Who is
here,
they?
if you do, the speculators online. That's the
Okay.
easiest way to put
Gotcha.
it. Yeah, but some of those speculators are insiders in the industry, going like, yeah, this is Silent Hill. This is that Silent Hill project that we've been talking about forever. This is it right here.
Okay.
$100
I
on
ain't-
your fucking
I
soundboard.
ain't betting shit.
Hear me out.
How long has it been since we got a Silent Hill game?
A real one?
Yeah. Well, PT
since
was the
four.
Well,
last.
because PT dropped.
Right.
Right.
That
Yeah.
was the last.
And that's
but then before that?
we had.
Before that, I mean, honestly,
Was
I think
Silent Hill
Silent Hill 4 was
4.
the last real
Yes.
one because that's the last one Team
Because
Silent
then
did.
what? They just did
Right.
rehash, like
They
rehash.
did
they-
Origins.
Origins,
Right,
which Origins isn't that bad.
Downpour.
Right, Downpour's
Downpour.
okay too. And then there's
Wasn't there Shattered?
5.
Something?
Shattered
Memories. Shattered
Yeah.
Memories is a remake
Shattered-
of 1.
That one wasn't bad.
That one's also okay.
yeah.
5 is Five's
Then
that's the one
then
that's on 360 PS3.
I didn't think the room
I
was
didn't
all
have
that
a
bad.
PS3.
The
No,
room
I
was
love
awesome.
the room.
Yeah,
no,
the
no,
room
no,
was
no.
great. I
Right.
didn't think that
Yeah,
was
all
Yeah.
the way up to the room. The first 4 games are amazing.
Yeah.
It's just they all have their own place. They're all very different, but
5 had
those-
that. Yeah.
5 is fucking
5
bunk,
was
dude.
not very good
yeah,
at all.
yeah. And Origins was cool, but that was a PSP game, so it was very limited, and all this kind of stuff. But I mean, easily it's been 10 years since we've had a Silent Hill game. More
Yeah.
like
I mean, I'm sure they made
15.
a couple of Silent Hill pachinko machines.
Oh yeah, you know they did.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
there was also a Silent Hill arcade machine.
Spooky
Right?
game.
Was,
Yeah.
but
My
okay,
favorite.
so nobody knows about
Game looks
like
scary.
where the fuck Blue Box Games
You're
is
right.
from.
Slippery
Yeah,
slope.
it is
You're right.
slippery
Absolutely.
slope.
Look, Final Fantasy 14 is a gambling game. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
Aren't all
Entire game
MMOs
is
eventually?
gambling.
You just get to.
I have a problem.
It's it's either gambling or it's an economy simulator. What's the difference?
What's the difference?
There you go. So real quick before we move on, another thing that I just wanted to say for Hades, just to give you guys a heads up, the fucking shield.
Oh,
Go for the shield.
Shield.
Immediately.
Okay.
It's so fun.
Shield.
The shield is super
Oh,
fun.
isn't
like
it like
Captain
Iron?
America style?
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
you
yeah.
can Captain
Yeah,
America
that's what I meant.
motherfuckers.
You can Iron Man a guy.
Yeah, and it just like it ricochets off shit. Oh, it's so fun. It's so fun.
use the shield, throw it out, shoot a unibeam into the shield.
Yeah,
and,
unibeam.
Yeah,
ricochet, you know?
That's
Yeah.
what I'd do.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to help you,
Silent
man.
Hill has Pyramid Head.
Yeah,
Yes.
you are correct.
So
Which someone please sponsor us so we can get paid because Mezco's doing a 112 scale, really beautiful.
Oh
Pyramid
yeah,
Head they announced.
yeah,
Uh,
fuck yeah.
Daddy? We call him Daddy.
His daddy.
Daddy.
but who is he?
He's
so
daddy.
one more thing about this abandoned thing. They then had an image come out where they're like, new trailer, this coming soon, right? In the Metal Gear font, with a blurry image of a motherfucker with an eye patch in the background.
Really? Well, I mean, they.
So, well,
it's
no-
only a matter
It's
of
just
time.
gonna be a crossover game.
Oh my
Probably,
god.
probably.
I
And
would
for a
sneak
mobile
through
game,
Silent Hill all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'd sneak right through Silent Hill. Are you kidding me?
Okay, all right.
Fuck.
The only problem is that box is gonna be covered in a whole bunch of shit.
Also, it won't be that
That's gonna
scary
be a
if you're Snake.
stinky box.
Yeah, right.
You
What
know
if-
you're
what
good
if
if
we
you're
have
Snake.
A snaky clone.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck. or Big Boss himself,
Yeah.
in like a cryotube, and this is like the weird lucid dream world. He's
I'm totally
reliving
down with
through
that.
His, like,
I'm down with
But
it.
are you
memory of
down
life.
with Metal Gear without Hideo Kojima?
That's the problem, though, is we don't know that it's not with Hideo Kojima, because that's another part of the
people have
rumor here.
speculated, but
is that
he's
they're
also
saying
said
he might
that
be,
no, he's actually
right.
said no, I'm not doing that
and
shit.
he's also a
Yeah.
liar.
He is that.
He's
He is that. But that would just, I don't know, man. I just feel like if he did
Motherfucker
that,
said
people-
7780 Studios is a
people would
legitimate
be-
studio,
People
and then
would be super cool. People would be
On
hype
paper,
about
it
it.
was.
People would be hype about it. But I wonder how he would feel, from an integrity standpoint. Like, I wonder how he would feel, because they
Depends
did him
on who
dirty
did
as
it.
fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really fucked that guy over.
I mean,
and
they've
so-
already
But
they
Konami's
already
been
released
fucked at this point,
Yeah,
so.
Metal
but
Gear
how much-
Survive. I mean, like,
Yeah.
But how
So-
much
How could they
money-
make it worse?
you know they're
How could
gonna
they
do
make
it.
it worse?
Well, I just
Yeah.
wonder, man.
No, but
Well,
still. But
I
how
can't.
much
I can't
money
see
would
him
it
going
take
back to
to
work
not
with them.
have fucked that guy anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it matters that much to them as a company. Like, we haven't seen anything big from Konami in a long fucking time. Anything that really matters.
No, we
changes
get
the game.
Castlevania Collection,
Right.
or we get,
Yeah,
you know,
they're a cash grab company.
Yeah,
right?
that's it.
So they're not gonna sit there and pay the money that it would take to get. They're not gonna sit there and have the conversation with Kojima to end up paying the money to get him to come back on
so
board.
what if
You know, 'cause
Konami's
they feel
not
like they're the-
involved?
But
What if
What? Who's
Konami
gonna take those licenses? Who's
I was gonna say,
PlayStation.
who owns
Now, if
that?
Sony,
What if they're PlayStation's releasing a dedicated app to this fucking game? That's part of the conspiracy. Is maybe they purchased the rights to, i.e., Metal Gear or
that
Silent
sounds
Hill.
like
to make-
fan theory.
Dude,
That's just
th-
hope.
There
and
is
dream.
that's the problem here, though, right? Is that this studio is playing with fire,
Right.
Because they are basically taunting this idea,
Right.
They're basically playing the line here.
If it's
I mean, I
not
hope
that
it's
and
not
they
real.
put something out, people are gonna be pissed.
That is my whole
Absolutely,
point.
that's the
That's
thing.
my whole
But
point.
well, that's the dangerous
Me
part
included.
about.
the same.
Well, that's the dangerous part about the internet, man, because you know we can get a little bit of information, and then we'll use Capcom as an example, right?
Okay.
A lot of people were thinking that the last character was going to be an SNK character,
Man, yeah.
because you have King of
Come
Fighters
on.
15 coming out next year. Now it got pushed back to 2022. So many people are just like, okay, well, this is going to be Capcom basically saying that we're doing an SNK crossover,
Yeah.
and then SNK is supposed to release a Team Capcom on King of Fighters 15. I was like, look, motherfuckers, y'all are speculating, and you're allowing yourselves to get so hyped up and worked up about your own speculation.
So what if
that when
Capcom-
it doesn't come true, you're mad at the company
But
about
no,
it because
no.
they didn't give you what you came
What
up
if
with.
Capcom put a blurry image of a red hat with a star on it in the background of an image that looked like some SNK font, and then they were like, "Huh," and then didn't do it?
But
that's
but
the
that's
point
not that
here.
happened.
No, that's what's happening here with Abandoned.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm
'Cause
getting.
I'm
at,
saying
is
that,
they're
like,
playing with
there's
fire.
there's just
Because I agree with
that's
you.
very true.
When it's just speculation,
Right.
then that's on you
Because that's
for
what
thinking.
scares
that,
But
me,
right?
they're
man.
doing this on purpose.
They're doing this on
Yeah.
purpose. They
Purpose,
know what they're
exactly.
fucking doing. They know what they're
Right.
doing, dude. And if
Yeah,
it's
man.
if it's a disappointment, then they are going to get shit on because
Right,
of this.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I would love a new song. I want a Silent Hill VR.
Man,
That's
Is this
what
what
I
you're
want.
talking about?
Abandoned. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah, look at that.
Let me see some Abandoned. See, this is why I want the screen.
Yeah.
Man, they're playing with fire on this.
Let's
That
pull
man
it
has an
out.
eye patch.
That man has
Yeah.
an eye patch on the left eye too. So on the left eye, so that means it's either Old Snake or Solidus too.
But I'm fucked up because there's clearly. Sorry, I know you guys can see this.
That's, yeah.
So Abandoned
It's okay.
real-time experience only for PS5. At first, I was like, this guy got some weird white eyebrows.
No, there's text over the top of it.
But you can't see it. It's purposely, obviously,
Right.
too blurred out. But what the fuck? What is that?
Here, he got.
Well,
We got it
this-
pulled up if you want to see this image.
Is it that one?
No.
No.
No, that's
Completely
just
different.
Yeah,
Snake,
Here.
that's just Snake.
While
Here,
we're
man.
looking at this,
Pass it
you showed me a new VR game.
Yeah,
Here
I
recently.
did. I did
Um,
show you a new VR game. It's something I
Yeah.
bought the other day. Because it was on sale. Man, come on, that font.
I mean,
Man, are you telling me they're not playing with fire here?
well, no.
That's
they
all I'm
definitely
saying.
are. They definitely are.
I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be
I'm
sad.
gonna wait and see. I'm reserving all of my.
Me too.
Right.
Yeah.
Me too. But you know,
But this game. We got two more pieces of news we got to get through. What's up with this game?
That don't look like Solid Snake. That dude looks
Yeah.
friendly as fuck.
I don't see a smile. I see an eye patch.
I don't know,
That's all
man.
I see.
I'm just looking at his chubby cheeks. It looks like he eats very well.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's Solidus. Solidus was the president.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
When you search
Let's see.
blue box games, Silent Hill immediately pulls up.
Now that I could definitely see.
This some old bullshit.
You
some old
But
bullshit.
then with
That's
Death
all I'm
Stranding
saying.
and then PT and then Cyberpunk, like that's the line of associated Google searches.
Yeah.
But how do you follow up Silent Hill that was supposed to helm or have Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro at the helm?
You don't.
How do you
No.
follow that?
You don't.
You don't.
You
Jesus
cash grab with
And Junji
Resident
Ito.
Evil.
Yeah.
Right.
And Junji Ito.
Yeah,
And yes,
Oh,
Junji.
wait,
right?
he was supposed to be a part
Yep.
of that?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
didn't know that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man.
Junji Ito and Guillermo del Toro working together for creature design.
Oh
Let's
my
go.
god.
Let's go.
That would've been
Everyone's
great.
wet dream.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
Just
definitely
imagine
one of
how-
mine.
Like, I don't know if I want to see
Boy.
anything else.
Yeah,
But-
so I was showing you this game. I'm just gonna touch on this for a little bit. There's this really cool game I found called Into the Radius. It's like Stalker. It's like
If you guys have ever seen that movie,
Or
it's
the
like,
game.
Tartakovsky.
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 I've never seen Stalker.
Yeah,
The Stalker's
Stalker's
I know,
really
fuck
good.
Off. Fuck off. Continue.
Stalker's really good. Quick note about Stalker: it was filmed in Russian wilderness. Basically.
He had to do it like 2-3
three
times.
times. He had to
like
film
3
the
different
entire film
times
3 times, but
because he
th-
kept
there's-
losing because he
but-
kept losing the shit.
Well, a whole bunch of shit.
Whole bunch of
happened. Like
stuff
he had a whole
Yeah.
film stock go bad because it was kept poorly. He had a flood that happened that ruined the second part of it. Like,
Yeah.
dude, seriously. Like the
That's dedication.
one of them was
Yeah.
like exposed to like they didn't do the process correctly because it was the first time that they'd used that film stock. It was the stuff that they used to do like Blade Runner, so it was like new. Nobody in Russia had this shit,
Totally.
and then they got it, did Stalker, fucked up. But my favorite thing about the movie is that there's a part and it's a beautiful scene where you see these 3 tanks, right? And it's the slow panning scene. Well, it turns out they came to this this clearing, and there was all this broken down Soviet shit, and so there's a series of tanks here, and he was like, oh, this is perfect. Oh, this is perfect, guys. But the tanks are in the wrong spot. Move them.
Wow.
He had his fucking film crew who didn't have shit because they walked to this place in the
Yeah.
middle, right? Move tanks.
Move tanks,
Dedication.
You need
That's
to
right.
scoot them. They need to be in this arrangement. They need to but no, anyway, Stalker it obviously inspired this game Into the Radius, and it's Stalker's also what inspired Annihilation. So it's the whole like there's a weird bubble where fucked up shit happens. Don't go in there.
A Color Out of Space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Same kind of thing.
Have we,
yeah.
Have we watched that yet?
Yeah,
I have.
it's
Ooh.
really good.
Great
Boy,
Sorry.
yeah, wonderful Nick Cage.
So much Cage.
Oh, he's cagey. The game is very surreal. It's a shooter survival game. You have the coolest backpack I've ever seen in VR.
Really? Better
Yeah.
than Saints and Sinners?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's just a volume of space,
Right.
and you're able to place things in the volume however you want.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
game looks spooky as shit.
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
yeah,
it's weird.
absolutely.
It's fucking weird. There's anomalies all over the place. Like you have these, so you have this small pouch of spent rounds. So just the casings, and you take the casings and toss them, and just to see
To
if
distract
there's to
enemies,
see if
or-
there's anomalies.
Oh,
Because if you
crazy.
walk into the wrong spot, shit will just happen. It's hard to even explain like
That's
what
great.
happens.
Yeah.
See, and those are the
Yeah.
kind of experiences that you can only really pull off in VR.
Dude, this shit is surreal.
And this
It
feels
is-
as far as like the reloading mechanics and like the
my
physics and
God.
everything. This feels like probably one of the more, or from what I was watching him play, this looks like one of the more advanced
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
physics and just kind of like you like actually have to put bullets into the magazine.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So that's
And
gonna
so,
be that's a
so,
lot.
so you got it. So before you even go out, you need to make sure however many magazines you have those shits loaded and ready to go. Otherwise, you're going to be in a tight spot and having to reload.
And it puts it in
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
one bullet at a time.
one bullet at a time.
Pop, pop,
Okay,
pop,
now
pop,
here's
pop.
here's that balance, right?
It's-
Is
and
it
this
fun?
is yeah.
Well,
that's
the
what I
enemies-
was getting
yeah.
at. Yeah,
The
with it, 'cause
enemies
I was like,
aren't-
that feels like a fucking headache.
Yeah, it seems like
Yeah.
a chore. That's excessive.
It's more
But-
being prepared. That's the
Right.
thing. It's
Right.
more making sure you step into a location and have all
well,
your.
I
all
get the
your
purpose, but my question
magazines.
stands: is it fun?
I like it a lot.
Okay.
I'm having fun with it. I
Okay.
also don't think the enemies. It's not like you have fucking like
Like bullet sponge enemies.
No. Usually it's like maybe 2 hits and you kill most things, and
So it's just as realistic as they could possibly make the experience.
I
without,
mean, yeah,
dude,
right,
okay,
for
your
right
guns,
now.
as far as
your guns
gunplay and
degrade
killing
over
things.
time.
Of course
Okay,
they do.
you have to clean
Fuck
them.
this game.
You have to clean.
Done.
It's
You
like,
got,
no.
Nope. You got to clean your game.
Yeah.
I mean, clean your gun. So you have like the ramrod at the end. You got to put a little piece of wadding on it. You have to shove it into the end of the gun and clean the inside. You get some of the oil, the WD-40, and then you brush the gun.
This sounds
down, and
awesome
then
to do one
right?
time.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's only like a between missions every once in a while thing. Like
Yeah.
I haven't had to clean my gun yet.
Nope.
So there's that. You have to drop the clip, right? But when you drop
but you gotta
when
catch it and put it in your pocket and save it for later.
So if you hold it, then you can make it to where it doesn't fall out on the ground, and then you can snag it out.
So it won't
right?
get dirty, so you don't have
Right.
to clean it later.
That's right.
Hey,
right?
all right.
But then, so let's say I'm trying to reload my weapon. You got to hold the thing. You got to pull the magazine out. You got to put your gun up. You need to hold
Who
it
does
with your
that?
other hand. You got to pull this. You got to put it out here, and then you got to
For your backpack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't you just
pull
put it in your backpack
out.
and be done with it? Why,
No,
why is my gun
no,
away?
No, you're missing the point here. I need 2 hands.
Because I don't want to go outside and do
No,
this.
no, no.
I know exactly.
Right.
You see, I'm
Go to the
trying.
fucking range,
I'm trying
man.
to reload the magazine. So what I'm saying
So
is,
your gun is put away while you're
well,
trying
just
to.
hold on.
Okay.
Let me
All
start
right.
over. Let me
Go
start
ahead.
over. Gun.
Don't start
No,
over.
just hold on.
Please don't go
You
back.
can follow
making
me
me
here.
tired.
Please.
You can
Yeah,
follow
for
me.
real.
All right, you
can get this.
Dude, I'm
But
off
yeah,
work
that
today,
Pick it
bro.
up at backpack.
Look, eject magazine.
Yeah.
Grab magazine.
Got that magazine.
Put gun away.
guns
Pull
away.
box of bullets out.
Box of bullets.
Put bullets
How
into
do you
magazine.
How do you get the bullets out of the box?
Well, that was my. No, you just put the box up to the magazine.
What kind of? Okay, so that's where the line
That's
is
where the
drawn.
line's
That's where the line is.
I mean, you
drawn.
can pick up individual bullets. As a matter of
God,
fact, if you pull back the slide on your gun, you can actually do the receiver and you can continue to cycle your
Nope.
clip. Yeah, this is a survival game. This is a
Can
survival
I
game.
action
okay?
movie like flick a bullet?
Fuck
and,
no.
Like,
You
catch
can't do
it?
any of that
See,
shit.
now we're thinking.
No,
now
no.
we're thinking.
No,
now
you
we're getting
can't
back
do
to
any of
fun.
that shit.
Now we're getting back to fun. This
Yeah.
doesn't sound fun at all.
Well, it's creepy, is what it is.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
this is
That's
this is
nice.
This
Like
is a
looking in
horror
ladies'
game.
windows creepy.
This is a.
No.
Sounds like y'all trying to shit on my good
Alright.
experience over here.
No,
Well,
it's not
hey,
bad.
so
Like, I
hey,
wanna
I'm
go
I'm trying to
try it before.
explain.
I'm
I'm
with an
having fun,
experience.
and
I'm
y'all are
with-
like.
I'm with a feeling of pressure and stress.
Okay, so
you
I
know,
saw. on
but
a
it
quick
doesn't
Google search,
sound
I saw
fun.
Some swampy.
Yeah, it's swampy.
If you're in the swampy too long, does this shit in your bag degrade?
Some stuff gets fucked
Your
up
bag
over
is
time.
waterlogged.
You know what I mean?
Some stuff gets fucked up over time, but
Well,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah,
you
but, like,
get like water degradation.
Can
but
I
that
go roll
would be
around
a-
in the mud since I'm a stalker man?
Yes, you can be
And
muddy
does it
man.
fuck up my stuff?
No.
And who?
But
who
it
are
would
you
fuck your
stalking?
gun up if
Who are
you.
you stalking?
Well, it's not Stalker. That's not the game.
I
The
thought
game
you were a
is
stalker, man. I was
it's
very excited
inspired
about
by
this.
Stalker.
I like your game better.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Never
I want
mind.
to play that.
Fund me.
It looks.
Give me money. I don't
It
know how to
does
code,
look. It
but
does look
I'll
good,
find someone
even
who
if it's
does.
not something. Even
Even if it's not something anyone else in the world would play but me.
Yeah.
So do you have
I
to
think
like
it's fun.
polish?
I
Do you have to
the talent
polish
like
of
the?
bringing people together to do a thing. So I can't actually do it, but I know some people who do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
that's it.
right on,
Yeah.
right on. Absolutely, that's a very
So-
important job.
What else is there?
So okay. So if your magazine hits the ground, can you pick it back up?
Yeah.
Bet.
Does it make a sound?
So why do you give a fuck if it hits the ground or not?
Because if you don't have a magazine,
Oh, so you only
So
have
you
one
don't have a
magazine that
backup. You only
to-
have one magazine.
you gotta buy a motherfucking magazine, or you better find another one.
How many enemies are out to get you?
Not a shit ton at once.
Do you have
no,
a knife?
no, it's usually you do have a knife.
Oh
Okay.
fuck
Well,
this!
And I just got a shotgun
A knife.
that
A
you
knife.
straight up like you're able to do
This
some
is a knife.
like
show
you're
me,
able.
Show me with your hands how big the knife is. Can you variously? Can I like?
Well, it is
like,
VR, so
Yeah,
you can.
yeah,
you
and
should
you
be
can
able to
throw
slide
it.
around.
You can throw it into the ground. You can throw.
Yeah, but
you
then
can,
Why are
that'll
we
don't
not
delay
just
you,
flip,
dummy.
you can flip the knife over, and then you can put it.
Why are we
in
not
somebody.
exclusively using the knife at this point?
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain to you the gun mechanics.
Well, they suck.
They don't suck.
They
The
suck
shotgun is amazing.
Can I?
You
can
pull
I
that
use
shotgun,
the shotgun
out.
as a bat?
I haven't tried yet.
because
We gotta
look.
go.
Okay. Here's my problem. If it's a matter of let me reload
the
my
game.
clip. Let
That's
me
your
take my
problem. It's
magazine.
the game.
That
That sounds like
it just doesn't sound fun. But you take the magazine, right? Put the gun away, which nobody ever wants to do.
Well, you don't
Okay,
have to throw
and
your gun
hold
on the ground. Don't give a
hold
shit.
on,
Put it
hold
in
on.
your backpack
Then
when you're getting
you
your box
gotta-
of bullets.
Somehow, while you're
You only
holding
have
this
two
magazine,
hands. You only
pull
have
out-
two
That's what I'm
hands.
saying. Pull out your backpack I guess get the box of bullet out with your teeth.
Oh, it's bullshit with shotgun shells. It is bullshit.
Okay, here's my problem: is that if it's a matter of taking a box
Yeah.
and holding it up to your magazine to fill it up one by one,
Uh-huh.
the most satisfying part for anybody who's actually shot guns in their fucking life of filling a magazine is just clicking those bullets in one at a time.
But do you want to do that?
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
You can.
but I'd
Yeah.
rather
But
do
you
that than
can.
put a
But
box
do you
to
want
the
to see the
magazine.
animation?
Hold
You
on
know,
a second.
I would
Hold
love
on
to
a
see
second.
that
Hold on a
animation.
second.
Would
That'd
that
be
sound
dope.
quickly?
Absolutely, that's some good shit.
If you have a box of bullets in your hand, you can drop each bullet on the ground if you feel like it. Pick them shits up, and then you can put them in your magazine. You can do that.
that's
Hold
just-
on. Hold on.
God damn
Hold
it.
on.
Can you put them in a
Hold
cloth bag?
the
Trash,
fuck on.
bro.
The shotgun. You pull the shotgun out. I'm trying to tell
It's
you
the
about
last
this
ditch effort.
goddamn shotgun. Hold on.
If you want to redeem
Okay.
yourself, shotgun.
The shotgun. Okay. So the shotgun actually makes a
conversation
lot more
spiraled.
sense. If you have the shotgun, you
Yes.
can push the button. It clicks it down.
Oh
You
God!
can go
Now you
slip,
gotta
slip.
take
Hold,
the
just
cartridge
hold the
and
fuck
put
on.
some gunpowder
Hold the
in
fuck
it.
on.
You gotta put
You know, I've
pellets in
known
that
Phil
shit.
for a number of years, and I've never heard his voice get that loud before.
Right.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you about a shotgun. I just want to tell you about it.
Hey, remember when I said we're gonna work through some stuff
I'm
today?
sad. Right. No. Okay. Look. You have the strip on the side. I'm gonna tell you about this goddamn shotgun. I don't care what you care. So you have the strip on the side that you can fill with shells. So then all you have to do is pull your shotgun out, click the button, go throw them on the ground, go click, and then flick it back up, and then you got a
Why are
shotgun
you throwing
ready.
those on the ground? You ain't
They're
gonna recycle
empty
them
ones.
shells?
No, you
ain't gonna
can't.
recycle?
You can't
You
make
do
your own
anything with
bullets.
it?
You
Okay.
can't make
But
your
it's
own
gonna
bullets.
make it's gonna
You
let
can't
people
That's
know
where the
you were
line's
there.
drawn. This
You're
fucking
stalking
game.
They
me.
don't, you want them to give you gunpowder? See this? I don't
I'm just
understand.
saying.
You're like,
You know-
you're like, it's not complicated
Hey,
enough.
well-
It's too complicated.
Well,
It's not complicated
Hey, if you're
enough.
gonna be
It's too
complicated to the
complicated.
point of not even sounding that fun,
Yeah.
you might as well go all the way.
Hey, did you see Boneworks?
I did.
Boneworks looks fun, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Boneworks is
it's
not
fun at all.
Boneworks is
Yeah.
not fun.
Not fun at
And
all.
You know all that shit you're talking about, throwing some shit up in the air, catching.
That'd
you
be
can do
dope.
all that shit in
Yeah,
Boneworks.
yeah. Can I do
Guess
the-
what?
can I do the
the
Terminator
game's
2,
not
the-
fucking fun. The
Can I
game's
do
not
the
fucking
Terminator
fun.
2,
You
like
can
the
in this
single-hand
game.
cop?
You can in this game. You can shot.
I'm with that.
That's,
I'm with that.
that's what I was trying to tell you about the shotgun.
Okay, all right. Well, then we rolling shotguns, knives only.
I have a shotgun.
All right,
I have
we
a
ain't using
knife.
pistols to the ground.
I got pistols in my bag.
Oh,
You
boy.
know,
I got to clean them later.
Hey, can you put them in your pants?
No, you got a holster.
Oh.
But you do have a side pocket that works like your backpack, so you can put a bunch of junk in it.
Can you
Right,
get a
and then
boot
you
knife?
have two. Huh?
You can get a boot knife and kick guys.
No,
in
but
the
you can't.
kick
You
with
can
the
do an
boot
arm
knife.
knife.
Hey, there we
no?
go.
You can do an arm knife.
you,
I'm
idea
done
man.
with this. I'm done with this game.
I am too.
I'm gonna play it.
game
I don't
sucks.
care. I'm gonna start live streaming it so you can see just how much fun I'm having. On
Here
a
at
regular
Trae,
Okay,
we
well,
give
he's been playing for 45
Into the
goddamn minutes,
radius,
and he
2
just
out of
loaded his
5
gun.
stars.
It's also.
All right.
I will also say this: it is still in early access.
Right.
This game's also in early access.
I like to see it.
So
I'm curious.
Are you? Are
Yeah,
you really?
I'm roasting the
Are-
shit out of it because that does. Look, reload mechanics
Well,
can make or break a VR game.
This is a survival game, and they're
right.
trying to make you panic.
And so for
I
those
get-
people who
I
like
get
it now,
that,
is it a
yeah.
multiplayer survival
No.
game like PUBG or anything
No.
like that? So it's just a single player.
You versus the environment, and the environment's crazy.
That's whatever it is, man.
Haven't fought a boss. Haven't seen anything particularly large.
And one headshot should do it. As
One
far as your
headshot,
enemy.
2 body
What are your
shots.
enemies like?
Well,
One of them are teeny tiny, like Edge of Tomorrow things.
Oh.
Yeah, like a little-
wow.
squirrely tentacle
and they
doodads,
and they
but
and
they're
they
teeny tiny.
itch all
Yeah.
over the
Right.
place,
See,
and then
okay,
they'll
so I
jump
just
up in the
watched
air and
the
they'll zoom
Tomorrow
at you.
War over
Oh
coffee
yeah,
and
what's his name?
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Pratt.
I was
Yeah.
pleasantly surprised, but I'm there for J.K.
okay.
Simmons for the record. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
but I don't remember what the things from Edge of Tomorrow look like, and my brain just makes them look like the things from Tomorrow War. 'Cause
These
they're
are just
kind of the same
big
movie.
masses of
Big
tentacles.
balls
Yeah.
of tentacle
Yeah.
that just zoom
But
around.
this is like a
Oh, I
little
don't
one,
remember
and then
that.
there are invisible people that'll come get you.
Invisible people.
Yeah, but the environment's way more of a hazard than the enemies. A lot
Are they
of the
like
time.
active
That's the thing.
camouflage invisible, so you can
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
see distortion?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right,
Predator invisible,
Right.
like that kind of thing. Yeah, where,
Okay.
where like if you have to look the right way and then you see them. Yeah, but yeah, it's
And
more
so-
environmental shit.
But one headshot should do it.
yeah, one
Invis
headshot
a
should
man
do it.
down.
Yeah, yeah, and the little squiggle things. If you shoot them right in the center, then that usually gets them once too. So
Oh.
I mean, they're not. It's not crazy. You know, that's why I don't think the reloading's all that bad, because it's not like the gunplay's intense.
Right.
If it was, Fallout style, then fuck that.
Right.
Yeah. But no, this is pretty sparse as far as that. But I did walk into a circle because I saw a circle on the ground, like a chalk circle. I was like,
oh, that was
oh,
great.
this is weird. It's a circle.
Let me step into the...
And I shouldn't have walked in the circle because
you
time froze, and then it started damaging me.
So this is essentially the skeleton key. It's like that circle don't do nothing but protect you from leaving it.
Yeah.
And then it called all the enemies in the area over to me while I was so that was no good. Anyway, into the radius. So do we want to talk about the current
you
events?
Literally stepped into a radius.
Yeah, it's into the radius,
really
right?
funny.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
I mean,
Current events of Blizzard.
Who wants to talk about this one? Yeah. We talked about it last week, and
it's just only gotten worse.
It's just gotten fucking worse. Yeah, it's just gotten fucking worse.
Well, the thing this week is more like what Jay Allen Brack stepped down, which I maintain doesn't mean a goddamn thing.
No,
because
not really.
he's been being set up as the scapegoat for a long time.
That doesn't mean they
now.
fixed the work environment
No,
just
not
because
at all.
dude left.
All they did was, okay, you're the guy we're gonna pin it on. Here you go. Here's your fucking pension. Go the fuck away.
Well,
you know,
shit rolls uphill, especially.
Well, yeah. I mean,
but getting rid of somebody isn't going to change.
Isn't going to
it never
fix
does.
It.
But someone always has to fall to the chopping block.
Oh, absolutely.
But
and
then that's also, I don't know why was it old lady who's the head HR? Is that what you guys said?
Frances Townsend.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know. Did she step down herself, or did
she stepped down herself because she put
herself
herself into harm's way. She was like, she put a link to the problems with whistleblowing on Twitter.
Man,
and she was saying that this wasn't an accurate representation of the company.
Man,
and everybody was like, "Fuck you!"
Yeah,
and so she deleted her Twitter. She's now stepped down from the company, and of course, man, it's gonna be cleaning house, whatever.
Yeah.
We're gonna see more and more people just run away from the problems. The thing that I don't want to see is for these names to fade into obscurity. Once
Absolutely.
they're like, all right, well, I stepped down, and now I'm just gonna walk off.
This is
into
part
the
of the weird
sunset.
thing is I'm pretty sure dude went over to War Chief Games, right?
Yeah.
And like War Chief Games is Chris Metzen, who's been part of Blizzard forever. Chris Metzen has always been one of my favorite artists, like growing up. You know what I mean?
Totally,
I fucking love that early Blizzard
Yeah.
art. But now this makes me look at that whole situation differently.
Yeah.
Because if they willingly accepted him to come over here, well, it
that's-
sounds like
that's
they're
what's gonna
complicit in the
happen.
I
situation.
agree with
fucking
you.
too.
I agree
You know?
with you on the people. What I'm more worried about seeing is these people in higher positions stepping down or getting pushed out, and then everybody just forgives Blizzard.
That's what I'm. That's
You know
totally
what I
what
mean?
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
like
and
that
it's like,
fixes the
oh, okay,
situation.
they
Yeah.
fixed it. No, they
Right.
didn't.
No, they
didn't.
just swept it under the rug. That's right. Same
Or
situation.
what might end up happening is Blizzard just getting absorbed into Activision, and then people just
Like
don't
which
talk
again,
about Blizzard anymore.
right.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
You
make a
know?
difference because Blizzard's essentially been Activision for
Right, I think
for
Blizzard,
a long time.
Blizzard would have to be purchased by a very big name like Sony or Microsoft. If somebody huge bought Blizzard, then I think people would maybe give them a chance to be forgiven. It's like, okay,
Give them
so
a
this is a
benefit
different
of the
company
doubt at that
completely.
point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? That's what it would take. At this point, man, unless they completely clean house, and then some people need to be going to fucking prison. Like, I mean, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a matter of accountability, right?
Totally.
Not a matter of,
Absolutely.
not a matter of your company's image.
Now we need to see results.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Like
yeah.
those aren't. I understand stepping down, losing a job, whatever is a consequence, but those aren't consequences that equate to what happened in the
No,
workplace.
right.
Absolutely
That
not.
requires
Like,
legal
and-
consequences.
Yes,
And it's
it's
barely-
not at all enough.
It's barely
No.
even a consequence because even if they're stepped down or pushed out, they're still making money
Yeah.
off
Dude,
of that shit.
even
Yeah.
if they get
Yeah.
fined,
Even
or
if they
some
get
shit
fined
like
or
that.
some
No, it's
shit,
not
Someone
enough.
they're
died
still
over
making money.
Yes.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
it's like no video game company, no video game, no company, period, no job is worth a fucking life.
No.
So yeah, there needs to be some kind of bigger accountability other than this public show of just like, hey, look, guys, we got rid of a few people.
But I think
Well, and the thing was,
because
is
it
before
doesn't
they even got rid
volition.
of anybody,
anything.
It's
Yeah.
they were
like-
denying it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, okay, you don't like that this is going on in your business, fine, whatever, but you need to take accountability for it and say, like, yes, this did happen, we're working on making it better.
Absolutely.
You can't say no, it didn't happen, and then when you get called out on your bullshit, come back and be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
no,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Actually, a lot
yeah.
of these people aren't even apologizing. They're just
No,
fucking
not at
leaving.
all.
Yeah.
They're just like
Absolutely.
walking out the door. It's just like, all right, well, I guess.
Well, I don't want to deal with
I
this
don't live
bullshit.
here. I don't work here
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like, fuck you, man.
So, yeah.
So,
Well,
Yep. Still not
I
buying
give-
Diablo
I
2
give-
Resurrected.
I give-
Absolutely.
Still
So-
not buying it.
that
I
got
I
pushed
give-
back. So.
Okay. This, but like, what does Blizzard have in the pipeline? If this never happened, what does Blizzard have in the
Overwatch.
pipeline? With Overwatch 2?
yeah.
Great.
That'd
WoW
be it.
still.
Yeah.
But I mean,
You guys-
Overwatch
you
2
guys
is
play
still
Overwatch?
going to
Diablo
perform.
4.
Yeah, I play Overwatch.
I don't.
Yeah, see, like,
Don't you guys have
I don't-
phones?
We jam on it a
Got
little
it.
bit, but it's
Dude,
not
Overwatch
something
is fun.
It's not something I'm running to.
Well, there's that, but there are a lot of people that would run to it.
I get it.
Overwatch
Well,
has a
and see,
massive
that's what I got
community.
into an argument with our friend Squirrel streams, and he was streaming WoW for a while, and
He's doing
plays-
Diablo 2 right
he
now.
was doing
right?
Diablo.
I was watching a little bit of Squirrel.
He was doing
because he's doing it on
Overwatch
the
with me.
hard, the super hard.
Yeah, because I don't think he's ever done that run.
Yeah.
So he was playing all of these Blizzard games, and there was this one person who wouldn't listen to anybody when they were trying to explain to them, like, hey, this is what's happening. This is why Squirrel is taking the stance of, I'm not playing Blizzard games right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And they were like,
Where
well,
are my Diablo 2s?
they were like, well, I play the game because, like, it helps with my stress and anxiety, and,
good.
like,
Well, do what you
Good
wanna do.
on you.
Great.
Yeah.
fine.
It's fine.
But then they brought up the fact that they had been essayed.
Okay.
And so everyone was kind of just like,
Well, then why
if
aren't you
you've
on this fucking
experienced the same
side?
thing, why are you not stepping back from Blizzard as well? Like,
Yeah.
Blizzard games. Like, you, of all people, should feel more in touch with what's happening. And they were just like, I don't, they essentially didn't believe the media that was coming out about it.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I think that at the end of the day, you know, there's some people who will choose comfort, personal comfort, over anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It
But I
doesn't
like
matter.
it. But I
You know,
like it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like,
My-
here's what I like.
my-
Here's what I like to
yeah,
do. I don't
my
really
biggest
care about these
thing,
people.
No matter what you play, whether you continue to play Blizzard games, this issue does need to stay in the public consciousness.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
and still
absolutely.
needs to, at the very least, be talked about. Like, don't let up on these motherfuckers until they change.
And watch out for War Chief Games.
You
That's
know,
right.
But here's the thing that I get really concerned about,
But it's
because
not
a
just
lot of
this
people
industry.
are
Right.
very,
No, it's
No,
not.
it's
It's
not.
absolutely
It's-
not.
It's industry. It's corporate.
Yeah.
period.
It's our corporate structure as a whole.
Really.
This shit happens all of the time
Mm-hmm.
in any industry that you can imagine. But you know, I worry about a lot of the people, a lot of the developers and development teams and
Right.
studios underneath the Activision umbrella.
Yeah.
You know, like we have
Call of
Sledgehammer.
Duty and-
Yeah, like
yeah.
Sledgehammer is making COD.
Yeah.
They don't have anything to do with this shit.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But
I
you can
legitimately saw
easily-
someone post a comment of just like, does this mean Blizzard will lose the rights to Call of Duty, so we need a Call of Duty, a better Call of Duty game again? And
It's
I'm just
like
this-
goddamn
first
it.
off, this
Well,
isn't how
'cause
this works.
this
This
is-
isn't what
yeah,
it's about.
and this
but
isn't
people
what
don't
it's
understand
about.
that.
Yeah.
They don't understand that. All they know is names, right? They hear
yeah,
they hear Activision, they hear Blizzard. They're like, oh my god,
But
my
these
Call
are
of Duty.
these are
what's gonna happen to my
complicated
COD?
umbrellas.
It's not,
you know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
if you
they're
don't
not.
understand business structure, then
But a
then
lot of
there's, you
people
know,
don't.
They don't. They don't
a
get
lot
it
of people
at all.
don't do the research.
That's what I'm
they see
saying.
an
yeah.
article, they click on the article, they read that shit, and they're outraged, and
Yeah.
then they start typing. You
But
know,
my
and
Call
it's
of
like-
Duties.
right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like it makes me wonder, like, what happens to these other studios? You know, some people are going to be like, "Oh well, that's Activision, so I don't support them," and it's just like,
Well, you know, because Ubisoft has
yeah,
also
but
had
kind of-
these problems.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Ubisoft
Yeah.
that's part of the reason Jade
Absolutely.
Raymond left.
exactly,
You know?
yeah. You know, same thing that happened with fucking Evo.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
same
dude.
shit. And
Yeah.
now Evo got bought by Sony.
Yeah.
Shit.
So now it's going on, you know, this month.
Oh, so
Yeah,
now
and
it's
not
just Russian
just-
mafia. Is what it
Yeah.
is.
Well, that wasn't them directly, but probably yes. Yeah, probably. And so it's
Right.
just odd, man. It's odd. This whole situation's really odd.
It
I
needs to
think that
be-
we need to stay focused on the names that we have.
Yeah,
Right,
and
Yeah,
those-
that's
the
it.
people.
That's
hold
it.
those
Don't let
people
these people
accountable.
bounce around.
Yeah,
Don't let
'cause
them.
that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they're going to fall off the radar, and everybody's going
Yeah.
to be talking about Activision Blizzard.
Mhm.
And it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, those fuckers are still running amok, doing the same thing with
Absolutely.
other companies. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, I don't know, man. This is all interesting and frustrating.
It's a toughie.
Indeed.
It is very difficult.
Well, let's talk about something easy, huh,
Thank
guys?
you.
That's right.
Let's talk about something
Something-
easy.
something
The Suicide
funny.
Squad.
The
Damn.
Susku
which launched on Thursday.
Yeah, on streaming.
Yeah.
Go see it in the theaters if you can.
If you can, perfect for the big screen.
It really is.
It is
If you have HBO Max, you can watch it. Right, you can click off of us. Go watch it now. Watch it later.
Just so you know, guys, we're gonna do a small kind of just general segment of non-spoilers. Since this is so new, and just get our general feelings out.
We respect you.
Yeah, and try to respect, your.
Go see the fucking movie.
Go
though. No
see
shit.
the movie. Yeah,
no shit.
Yeah.
Go see this.
And
fucking
then we'll jump head first into spoilers, in which all bets off. So just I guess a round robin or whatever. How'd you guys, or just all at once? How'd you guys feel about this movie?
Loved it.
I thought it was fucking amazing.
Dude,
Yeah.
from the second
Good
it started.
time.
From the second it started.
Yeah.
Well, I will say that there was it took me a little bit and to not necessarily like it, but just be like, I love this.
I was sold immediately.
Like, I mean, no. I was just like, this is really good. This is really good. And then one specific thing happened a little bit later on, and I was just like, no, this is great.
That'll be in
this
the
is
spoiler
a
section.
Great movie.
Right on.
You
I
know,
can't wait to hear what that was.
love this.
I can't
so,
wait to hear what that was.
Yeah.
Because after watching Black Widow and struggling through all that, I'm telling you, man, after all that, like, I went into this, and it was one of those situations where I had a long day at work.
You're going to have night terrors about Black Widow,
God
aren't you?
damn it, I don't want to watch a 2-hour movie right now.
Oh, yeah.
I want to run trials on Final Fantasy 14.
Dude,
I'm trying to get glowy weapons for my
I
paladin.
felt the
I've been
same
running paladin
way.
lately.
I was cleaning all day, and I was like, fuck, I got to squeeze this movie in. I got to. And I started playing The Ascent, because I usually like to do two things at once. And I was just not even looking at my game, pausing, just being like, "Oh, this is awesome,
dude!" I
finished
jumped into
the game while I was playing Stardew Valley today.
I jumped in and I did a mentor roulette, and we got King Moggle of all things, Moggle Extreme, which is insanely crazy and difficult.
But the movie, movie.
But it was hard for me to pull myself away, and so I did it, man. I pulled myself away. I started this film, and I was like, I'm gonna give it 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? If it's not good in 15, then I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. And it was amazing. Like, it grabbed me immediately. It was just like, wow, like, this is actually very entertaining and very stylized, right?
Yeah.
Like, has so much style.
So much style.
So this was
Right.
directed by directed by James Gunn, starring Margot Robbie, Idris Elba, John Cena.
This is my favorite John Cena. This is my favorite John Cena in anything.
He's so good.
He was great, and he's usually
plays,
okay. You know what I mean?
Because he plays Peacemaker, which was correct me if I'm wrong. That was the guy.
I'll go into it.
Okay. All right. This is the Peacemaker is the guy who the comedian's based on.
I'll go into it.
You'll go. Okay. All right.
DC champ over here.
And King Shark, he's Sly Stallone.
I
didn't
know that until you said that to me.
I saw it in the intro credits when it's like with Sly Stallone, and I'm like, who is he? Dude, and then I heard it.
That motherfucker goes,
like, oh shit,
hand.
And then he just
he's like so smart.
Enjoying books.
Enjoy reading books.
That was the best one.
And disguise.
You know?
Num num.
That was good. I love
Num
that.
num.
Anyway, I really like the girl who plays Ratcatcher too.
Yes.
I thought she was
Yeah.
great.
And her dad was Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, spoilers, guys.
Is that a spoiler?
It was a flashback.
Yeah, it was very late in the movie when you get that. But
just because it's late doesn't make it a spoiler.
Well,
I would say plot is spoiler.
I would say only the only reason why I would
you
say
can look that up online.
The only reason why I would say that it is only because when they show her flashback initially, it's animated, so you can't even tell that it's.
They show him. No, they show him.
No, he's got a mask on.
They show him. No, they show him banging heroin.
Yeah,
right.
They show him.
I feel like
that's him.
Yeah,
I immediately was like, wait a second.
Okay, all right, and that's on me.
That's my man.
I did not recognize.
But ultimately, this just proves like James Gunn's ability to direct an ensemble cast
For real,
Yeah.
and give each of them their own time to shine.
Absolutely.
Right, it wasn't like a Harley Quinn movie. You know what I'm saying? It was very much.
No, it wasn't a Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah,
it
it
was
wasn't just
the whole team.
But Harley was
on the other
amazing.
side of that coin, though.
I have thoughts about Harley in this movie.
Okay.
Really?
On the other side of that coin, though, like the Birds of Prey Emancipation of Harley Quinn movie also gave everyone equal amount of time. This movie just happens to be jam fucking packed full of characters.
Yeah.
And the fact that everyone
Like
at least got
top-notch
a little bit of
actors.
beat themselves You know what I mean?
Right.
The fact that he found a balance with that, with this many fucking people.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It was
It's
Like
amazing.
Endgame and shit didn't even do that.
It was
Right.
incredible.
Absolutely.
And then, can we talk about TKD for a minute?
Oh yeah.
Sure,
okay.
Yeah.
Nathan
TDK.
Fillion.
Your name is
TDK.
letters.
TDK.
Your name is just letters.
All right.
All names are letters, dickhead.
He's arm fall off boy.
They also
yeah.
just fucking kill Captain Boomerang at the beginning. It's almost like they're making
You
fun
should
of
have
it
seen
because
the
Javelin.
face he made.
Like I
Javelin
even joked. I even
immediately.
joked.
Captain
Because for a little bit, 'cause I was like, all right, it's the Suicide Squad.
Right.
People
Are we-
are gonna die.
right.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Well, you weren't expecting
Are
all
we-
of them at the beginning to
Before
die.
I
were
was
you?
like, look, maybe the marketing is that good.
yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's that good. You know, what if we get like 2 squads going on? Like I was
Right.
thinking, I was like, that'd be kind of fucking rad.
Yes.
You
So
You do for a minute.
So real quick, guys. So overall, I think you know our feelings on it.
Yeah.
So do we want to just dive into spoils? That way we can go ham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
For
here
the
we go.
spoils.
Spoiler section. Go watch this movie if you have not seen it. It is fantastic.
Yeah, and even with spoilers, I'm going to tell you the truth. This movie would be wildly
Even-
entertaining at
even
any
without.
time of the day. Like, if
watched
it
it
came on
twice.
right now, I mean, well, you
I
also
watched-
watched Black Widow twice, so you're...
I watched that 3
you're-
times
you're-
because I could not
you're
believe
crazy,
how bad
man.
it was.
You're fucking
I
wild,
still
bro.
couldn't believe. I was
Fucking
just like, there's
wild.
got to be a reason. I still didn't find a reason.
But if it came on, like, right now, I would definitely watch it from beginning to end.
oh, easily.
You know?
Absolutely.
Oh, you searched through that turd.
So
didn't
what I one thing
Gotta be a nugget of corn.
this movie
you? I
had
swallowed
to,
that key, didn't I?
this movie had to wash
thought I
the
saw a
stink of the
gold nugget.
previous movie off of it,
Yeah.
and it had to do it real fucking quick.
Yes.
And that's why I
Okay.
really like the beginning, the way that.
So you think that's why they murdered Captain Boomerang
Absolutely.
Fuck
immediately?
you.
But
Yeah.
you think
Oh,
that's why they
right.
murdered
But see,
Weasel
that's the
out the
thing.
gate? Weasel got like
Oh my
drowned.
god! Did no one
immediately.
see if he could swim?
Right.
And he's over there just. Dude, it's so good.
Not only did we get Sean Gunn doing that, we got Sean
Right.
Gunn to have a brief cameo as Calendar Man.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
Which was
Yeah.
great.
Man, when they're all on the plane and they're all just
Which
fucking
weird
with
full
each other.
circle,
Oh my
just really
god!
quick
Yeah.
with Calendar Man showing up there. David Dasmalchian, Polka Dot Man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Voices
Yeah, yeah.
Calendar Man in the new animated part 1 and 2 of
Oh, really?
Batman:
That's
The Long
cool.
Halloween.
I like
cool.
that guy a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's
Des
really-
I thought
Malchin
he was
always
great.
plays the weirdo, man. He
Peter
always-
DeVries.
Dude,
Yeah.
when he's in there, when he's in the club,
Peter DeVries.
when he's in the
That's
club
awesome.
and he's like, all these girls are dancing around him, he's like super happy, like, yeah.
Oh, dude.
Well,
Then
his-
they
his
all
one
of a sudden
moment
turn
of-
into his mom.
Yeah.
And
He's
he's
still
like,
loving
oh,
it.
He's still loving it. He gets that weird
And he has
sick
that he has
grin.
that disco shirt on too, dude, with the top
Because-
button on.
no, but see, that's the tragedy of that character. That character's
absolutely.
been terrified his
Dude,
entire
yeah.
life.
That's one of those things,
And
man.
that's
It's
his
like
moment of freedom.
they do
That's
such a good
catharsis.
job of making you like think, oh, he's silly. Well, he's sad.
Yeah,
you
when
know,
he's like, oh, well, I thought
I
you
will
were the
say
crazy
that
one.
is
He was
one
like,
of my
I am.
one gripe. Besides the fact how much
Yeah.
I enjoyed that character, that movie needed 10 more minutes of Polka Dot Man.
Oh,
Okay.
dude,
It needed a
solid.
lot more.
this
He's
is.
the
I
only
would
one.
definitely
Think
want a
we can get
director's
that
cut to this
gun
movie.
cut?
I want more.
get
Dude,
that
that's
gun
more.
cut.
That's it.
Yeah,
James Gunn
straight
is like,
up.
this is it.
Well,
this is the movie I shot.
what
to
I-
tape.
I mean,
It's so good.
It's,
That's it.
Yeah.
What I like
it
about
doesn't have fat on it.
specifically
Right.
the Polka Dot Man thing is right when he's able to actually show specifically what he can do and just how valuable his powers
destructive
actually
melts-
are.
when he
melts his
because
mom's
he
ankle?
could have
Is that
potentially,
Yeah.
he could
God,
have
that
potentially.
was
So at the end of the movie, what is it, Starro, the
Starro.
Conqueror?
Uh-huh.
You find out that they've been holding
goes
him
full
in this.
kaiju.
Yeah, he goes full kaiju. Okay, and so it's just this giant alien starfish smashing through the city, and Polka Dot Man.
I want to say out of spite.
Power
though.
Rangers.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
out-
yeah.
it's
It is
purely
out of
spite.
yeah, because they did
yeah.
it first. We
Yeah,
we
we-
fucked with him.
fucked
So
with
He
for
wanted
30
to be
fucking
the-
years.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
wanted to go.
Right.
I love that at
Yeah,
the
he's
end
like,
where he's
I was
like, I was happy floating around in space.
looking
That's
at
right.
stars,
Yeah.
bro.
It was
Y'all
yeah,
brought me
that
here.
was that ending was
Poor
really,
starfish, man.
Yeah,
Just
but-
put him back.
But what I'm
She's
saying,
like swimming in his iris and shit.
oh,
Yeah,
it's so
but
good.
what I'm
And
saying
she's just
about-
happy. She's like, hey.
but what I'm saying about Polka Dot Man specifically is right when you get to see just how useful his power is,
Yeah.
that's when they take him away, and that is just good. Like that's just good state.
Of course.
building.
Well, yeah,
Because it's like
that's-
because you think about everybody else's ability, it's just like shit. They're fighting a kaiju.
Right.
The one guy who could have potentially taken this motherfucker down by himself is gone now, and
Right.
none of these guys have
You know-
any kind of really useful ability for fighting this thing. How are they gonna do? What are they gonna
I
do?
feel like that was
You
one
know?
of the few moments in the movie that was like super predictable. Like usually they're gonna throw you a curveball here and there, but that
I
one when
didn't
he was
see
like,
that coming
"I'm a
at all.
superhero," I did.
I didn't see it coming
I did.
at
Oh no, I was
all.
like, "He's dead. I'm like, he's dead." You know, he's too happy. You know what I'm saying? Like that can't be a thing.
We can't have actual fulfilling catharsis.
Right, yeah,
Right,
yeah. So once he
yeah.
was like, "I'm a super," I'm like, and it was like, boom. I'm like, yep, there it goes. I love when they were all captured and Idris Elba is sitting there and he takes a cigarette from the guy because he's like, my boss can be very convincing when he's interrogating.
Denmark.
And so he gives him the Denmark. Yeah, he's like, talking about the Denmark and talking about, killing a man in one blow. And the guy's like, well, it's unreliable. No one can do this perfectly. And then he was just like, oh, well, that's what they say. And he's like, and who is they? And he's like, amateurs. And then you got John Cena. He's like, on the count of one. And the other dude's like, one. Or maybe it was backwards. What dude was like, on the count of one? Cena was like, one. And they all attack. Boom. All three of them.
Dude,
one hit kill.
I love
it. Was amazing.
When he's like just smashing that dude on the roof
God,
through the
dude, he just didn't stop. The dude was dead. He was long since
He's
dead.
already dead.
No, still my favorite one is when they're competing when they first get in the village.
Oh God,
and
face
he walks,
to face the
he
whole
walks
time.
past that
So-
one body and he just goes chick 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 chick
Oh,
chick
right,
chick
yeah,
chick
just,
chick chick.
Right there.
Oh my
that
God.
scene. That's where this movie went from good
Dude,
to
Absolutely,
great.
I
They
was
show
wondering
right
that.
they show
right,
up-
absolutely,
with the revolutionary leader, the
Yeah.
ladies in there with what's his name? What's the
His name is
Flag.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. So she's talking to him, and they bust up in this tent.
He's like, what happened to all of my men?
Wait, how did none of them inform me that you were here?
We
didn't see anybody.
We didn't
anybody.
see
We didn't see
anybody.
I don't know what you're talking about.
John Cena's comedic timing in this
so
movie.
good.
It's
It's
so
on
good.
it.
He's
And,
never
like,
been this good before.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like John Cena generally tends to play John Cena.
Yeah.
Right.
In
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
and like
But like
he was still
is
kind of
funny.
doing
He's
it,
definitely
but it was
Cena.
John Cena playing like a superhero playing John Cena. Like it
Right.
was, it worked
Yeah.
for
Layers.
this.
Right?
Yes,
Like,
absolutely. And then of
It's-
course you
it's
can't
my
kill
favorite John
John
Cena.
Cena.
Well,
You
in
can't-
his
can't
back and
kill John
forth
Yeah,
Cena.
that's
with
in reality
Idris
too.
Elba.
You cannot
Absolutely.
kill
with
the man.
Yes,
Bloodsport.
with
absolutely.
Bloodsport.
I've tried.
Is
Like I was
phenomenal.
wondering.
You know,
God,
his
he was
back and
perfect.
forth.
He was
Dude.
so much better than Will
Well,
Smith.
his back. Well, absolutely, but
Oh my God.
Peacemaker's back and forth with Bloodsport.
I'll give 20 minutes on the
specifically.
first movie in a
Oh
second.
my god.
No.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, no.
No,
And-
Peacemaker's back and forth with
with Bloodsport.
Oh yeah, when he's
like
talking
that
about
whole
no,
thing.
he's like that's my exact skill set. That is my exact skill set. He was like, well, I'm
like,
more
man, you
accurate.
wear a
And
toilet on your
Yeah, he
head.
was like, now I'll shoot smaller bullets through your bullet holes. Won't even touch the sides.
And guess what he did?
Yeah.
He's like, how'd you do that? He's like,
Smaller bullets.
bullets.
Split that hollow.
Dude, that fucking scene, because as soon as I
was
saw
good.
it happening,
I
and
was
as
like,
soon as I
yep,
saw the hollow
hollow's
point, I
about
was
to
like,
go.
oh no, they
Yep.
did that. Oh
Here we
god,
go.
they
That
did that.
forearm bone?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, hey, and
then
his gun that he kept pulling out, and it
and
reminded
that
me
thing
of
could have
Cable.
been so lame.
dude,
it
but
could
it
have
was-
been
it was
so
great.
lame,
It was
but it was
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
Especially when he kept putting attachments onto
I
it.
chewed
Man.
over Bloodsport's tech, like while I was at work
Yeah.
and like post the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm
Right.
just like, because at first, like in watching it, I'm just like it's too convenient.
Right.
But as I'm like chewing it
Yeah,
over,
but
I'm
he
kinda
set
like,
it up.
should be.
But no,
He
but see,
set it
like
up,
that's
though,
the thing. I'm
right?
just like, fucking
It's
it
a
works.
fucking
That's kind of
comic
that's
book
kind of
movie.
his
You
thing,
don't,
though,
you don't
right?
have to. You don't have to.
He's
explain
got
it.
the
Like, that's
gadgets.
thing,
Because
like, you don't have
this
to-
movie felt
It's like saying
very-
Batman shit's too convenient.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
exactly. That's just
Yeah.
like fucking it worked.
The only
It worked
criticism.
then. It just was
He
like
thought about it.
The only criticism I have about Bloodsport's weapons is some of them kind of look very Power Rangers esque.
Well,
Okay.
they
You
all
know,
did. I think they all did.
But it still looked awesome
until they started
Yeah.
working. At first,
Yeah.
when he pulls them out, it's just like, God,
I
that
lo-
looks
yeah, I
awful.
love-
That's
I
a
love
shit
Yeah.
prop.
the way
and
that
then
they
once they
rip
start
off.
moving,
Right,
it's just like, oh my God, that's actually
But
kinda
his
cool.
full-on rifle, man, it had that cable feel
Oh
to
yeah,
it. It had that
especially when he
like
throws on that
Uh-huh.
that final attachment. It's like spinning on
Spin
top
at
of
the end.
Yeah, let's go.
cool shit. Yeah,
Let's
dude, and he
go.
fucking dodge rolled the hell out of that. He did some
Absolutely.
Dark Souls dodge rolling
bro.
on that.
Absolutely.
Dude.
And then that
Woo.
whole scene where Idris Elba is like falling down tier by tier.
Oh,
by
that's
tier
so
by
good.
Yeah, that was fun.
God, God, God. It just
Do you
shows
guys
up
ever
right
see
felt
there.
the
great.
Aristocats?
Yeah.
That's all I could think about was the piano
right.
falling through the floor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's a
Reaching
callback to the Aristocats.
back.
That's a great movie, dude.
I love that movie.
Shit.
That's
Hell
funny.
yeah.
So again.
Oh yeah, and then your letters.
Oh yeah. They're just words in nature. Like
it was a nice.
Yeah.
I
I
at
liked
first I wasn't sure about
When you
it.
saw it
as
in the
in-
water.
The water.
When you-
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Like chapter cards.
Yeah, but they
have to
kept,
be
they
done
kept doing it.
tastefully.
They kept doing it.
Yeah,
and
like-
that's what repetition legitimizes. Remember
Absolutely.
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
got better as it went.
Absolutely.
Because that
There's
last
one
one
was
that
a perspective. It was like
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that was
when I
super
saw
cool.
that, I was just
Super
like,
cool.
that is
that.
solid.
Yeah, because
Right.
like all
Yeah.
the stuff washed up on the beach for the second one, when it's like present day or
says
Yeah,
now.
whatever.
now.
It says now.
Yeah.
It just
I
it
hated
does
that
just
one.
say
I
that
was
one.
really-
I
that's
hated
probably
it.
my least
Right,
favorite.
that's the one that I thought looked
Well,
fucked
because
up.
like
Yeah.
they're taking you into the past, and
Right.
then you're very clearly where we just were.
You
like,
didn't
don't
have to say that. You didn't have to.
Absolutely.
Well, but
Yeah,
I think the whole point
James
is
Gunn's
that
also ridiculous.
Exactly.
So
he's having fun,
he's
man.
ridiculous.
He's having fun. That's why this whole thing. That's why I agree with you that people who are comfortable enough going to theaters, if you want to go to see this movie in the
Do
theater,
it, yeah.
this
It's just
is
fun.
made for the biggest
Absolutely.
screen.
100%.
I can imagine sitting
It
there
is
having
shot
popcorn
beautifully.
and
Wonderful.
a Coca-Cola,
Yep.
and enjoying this blockbuster hit. Summer
Like I
hit.
want to go to the movies just to see that Bloodsport Peacemaker fight where it's the reflection in the back
Yes.
of the helmet.
Oh,
Like,
that's
fuck
so
you.
good.
That
Fuck you.
right
Right.
there.
So
that was
good.
such a good shot.
Fucking kidding me?
Plus the energy
No,
that
no,
you
I'm sorry,
get
I'm
in
sorry.
movie
That was him
theaters
and Rick
with like
Flag,
fun
was it not?
movies like that. I
Especially,
can't remember
like-
the last movie that we all went and saw together, but there's
we
like
go
an
see?
energy
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
of like
especially on
sitting with
opening
your
night,
friends and watching
right.
something.
Like you could imagine the crowd, like the funny moments in that movie are legitimately laugh out loud.
this is
I
part of
was
the thing.
I was
Yeah.
laughing at
Yeah.
stuff. I was playing
Yeah.
Stardew, watching it, and like every
Like,
once
I'm
in
in
a
there
while.
just doing daily stuff for Final Fantasy, and I'm smiling because I'm getting. She's laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I think that they did the comedic timing and the jokes themselves a lot better than the Marvel movies have been doing them.
Absolutely.
Marvel
Wow.
movies have this like
They're kind of hammy.
Marvel's
X amount of
trying
yeah,
too
exactly.
hard.
How
Well,
many
that's what it
clips
is.
per
trying
second?
to fit James
right?
Gunn's mold that he is the
He
one who
killed
coined
it
it
with
Guardians of the
With
Galaxy.
Guardians, right?
And this is like DC's Guardians
Because
of the Galaxy.
Ragnarok tried.
Ragnarok
Right.
tried, and
Uh-huh.
Ragnarok was hit or miss. A
Nah,
couple,
man, see,
everything
that's the
Taika
thing, whenever I'm
Waititi
trying to
said
fit
was
a
awesome.
template,
Waititi
man.
is like godsend, and I'm like, look, Ragnarok was good, but it is not the best Thor movie.
No.
and it's
Absolutely
No,
not.
not
And
the
so many
best
people will
fucking
argue
Marvel
that.
film.
Nah.
People argue that
I'll
shit.
die
It
on
makes
that
me
hill.
mad. I'm right there with you. You won't
Because
you won't die
I
alone.
remember
You give me a
going and
goddamn
watching
Peacemaker helmet and
Ragnarok and
goddamn
being
axe, I'll
like,
fucking die.
this is Guardians.
Yeah,
Like he's trying
yeah.
to do Guardians.
He is. Yep,
Yeah.
totally. Mhm.
You know.
But so
Maybe that's why Taika's in this.
So
Maybe that's the whole reason.
I see what you're doing.
Maybe.
You're gonna be in my
Right.
so Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn. Really?
Okay, so
I loved her in this.
I'm a
I
big
think
Harley
this is,
fan.
I think this is the
I feel
best
like
she
we all
has
know this.
been.
I
Yeah.
have the fucking
Yeah.
tattoo.
Right.
I'm a big Harley fan.
Yeah.
She's good in the movie. I'm not saying that she's
Right.
not good. She's not needed.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can
Okay.
take her
Yeah.
out of the movie and you would still have the exact same
But
layout.
I think that's a benefit because
I
she's been
don't,
carrying
because-
these movies for so long. Like
And that's what bothers me is that so you have the first Suicide Squad movie where everyone's like, Harley's going to be in this. You have the
Yeah.
Harley movie where Harley's going to be in this. They pushed Harley to be
And
in
the
this
show.
movie
Yeah.
and the show,
And the show.
to sell tickets
Of
to
course.
get people to come
Oh,
watch it.
okay.
And that's what
Well-
bugs me
Right.
is you're putting her out like she's
So-
going to be this big, huge feature in it, which I wouldn't have cared if she wasn't.
Right.
But then she has this weird scene with Dude Man that she ends up killing because I'm a big
Oh, dude!
I
strong
love
woman.
that.
Honestly, that scene was awesome. I love that
love
scene.
that.
I
He's
do.
over there telling her all these plans and shit, and she turns. And the whole time, anybody who knows Harley Quinn, you know this isn't gonna go well for him. No matter what happens.
No,
he's
it's not.
fucked.
And like you know that, but I feel like they're just pushing too hard of the Harley that is self-actualized Harley instead of like
her psycho self.
because they have her do both.
Yeah,
and like she
right.
can't coexist being that. She's either self-actualized Harley or she's I'm kind of crazy. I'll do whatever these people want me to do crazy.
Yeah.
She's
Right.
not both at the
But she,
same time.
I feel like for the most part, she was fighting her own battles. Like the entire time, she's just like, I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want. You know, even
I
when
mean, she is separate a lot of the time.
yeah, right. She's
But
just doing.
because of
Oh
that,
god!
though-
And then when they
But
went
it-
to go
but it- but again,
save
though,
her,
But if you one eye
Yeah,
close
see, I love
and you
that.
Don't watch her
dude,
scenes,
when
When
they
they-
trying to
It
climb
wouldn't
the
change
building.
movie if you took her out.
Well, I agree with you that it would not change the overall movie. I feel like my enjoyment of the movie would have been lessened because of that scene where she's escaping.
Yeah.
Being
It is a
probably
real
the
good- real
one
good.
of the biggest highlights of that movie.
It
for
also
me
bugged me
personally.
that they
Yeah.
kept
It's
putting
so
her up
good.
with male actors to try and force like a weird strained relationship because they did it with Boomerang first.
Yeah.
And then they did it with
Javelin a
the
little
Javelin
bit.
guy.
Then
They did
yeah.
it with the guy that she killed, and they did it with Flag.
Yeah.
She has 4 men that
That's
she's kind of
weird.
like.
Wow, I
But
didn't
she
even
is-
think about
but
that.
she is
Yeah.
like the only woman, and she's kind of.
Well, no, there's
No
But
one
you
did that in
have to
Rat
do
Pack.
that.
I mean, you're
I
absolutely
mean,
correct.
you can look at Gamora, and like she has
Oh, God.
the relationship
Gamora.
with Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's not like.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Because Star-Lord's a man-child.
But I'm saying
Right.
No, but
Harley.
even that, but she's not like flocking to fucking
Right.
like
not
drag
all
like
the-
I feel
not all
she
the
did
men are
that.
all over her.
Right. I feel like it was all just them. You know, she was just being her and not
She is just
caring
being
about any
Harley,
of that shit.
But she didn't. You gave her
But you don't
4
have
guys.
to have those scenes. in it.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
right.
You know what I mean? You don't have
James
to have
Gunn.
those
We
scenarios.
let's not forget some of his issues in the
Yeah.
past.
And she got Javelin from 2 of them.
And this
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and this
Oh, dude, when she
movie
saw the
more
javelin,
than-
though.
I know.
Yeah.
I
That
had
whole
this
scene was
javelin
better.
before.
I have
For
that.
real.
was-
He's like,
that was
he
good.
didn't tell me what to do with
Sorry,
it.
that
He
was
told me
just
to
the
carry
only
it.
problem that I had with it.
Okay.
Was just
Gotcha.
that.
No, that makes
Right.
sense.
I
I didn't
get
really
it.
even think about
Yeah.
it that way.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I
Because she
think-
was just kind of getting passed on to the next one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
she did shoot that man in the chest and then monologue at him, so I was all right
Yeah.
about
That
that.
was, that,
Yeah.
I
Well,
really
he's just
liked
like,
that.
Yeah.
That was
I got bad
honestly
taste in men.
that was honestly out of nowhere enough for me that when it happened, I was just like, oh, shit.
Also, them
right,
putting
right.
her in her
I thought it was
video
gonna happen, like,
game
way
costume,
later.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
so thrilled about
Yeah.
Oh,
it.
totally.
absolutely.
She shows up. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
I like that costume.
Yeah, and like the Arkham. Yeah. Yeah.
James Gunn did post some concept art on his Instagram about the various things they had ideas for the back of her. Because it ended up being Live Fast Die Clown.
Right.
But my personal favorite was like World's Best Grandpa.
Nice.
Good,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Live
don't know.
Fast
I
Die
think
Clown just sounds like something a juggalo would have tattooed.
That's what I'm saying.
I-
Come on.
Another thing that I really liked about this movie is King Shark. Just
Yes.
overall,
yeah,
just
he was basically like
sing-
Drax, but way better.
Way better.
He was basically
Yeah.
Groot.
Yeah. Well,
Him like
He
about
was
to
a
Drax.
eat
He was
her,
like a Drax.
Well, but
Groot
that's the
just
thing.
like
Yeah.
mouth
hybrid.
open, holding the rat girl.
Yeah.
Something
yeah.
that no one ever really
was
like talks
asleep.
about in
Just
the movie
passed out.
is that
Yeah.
King Shark
I was having the best
apparently
dream.
is like damn near invulnerable.
Well,
Yeah,
they
I
tried to
like
show you that.
It took him going through that building to come out with scrapes.
Right.
Him
Yeah.
laying down on the ground and just covering himself.
Dude,
while
I
they're
was
shooting
so
at him.
sad.
I
It
was
broke my
sad.
heart.
I
It
know.
broke my heart.
I
I'm
know.
like, do not
but then
kill
I was
him.
like, but wait, this man's bulletproof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't give
I
a
love,
fuck.
I love,
Right.
how,
Yeah.
I love how he comes
Yeah.
back. He's just gnawing on that.
I'm not
dude's
gnawing
skull,
on the
like,
head, gnawing on the skull. Just-
You gotta
know?
get all the gristle off of it, man.
Right?
But no, King Shark was incredibly charming, and I'm so
Dude,
glad that's Sly.
God.
That's all
That is
Sly
fucking
Stallone.
Stallone as a shark. What
I was
the
sitting
hell?
there just like, I wonder if they were. He was
As a
like,
street
okay, y'all
shark.
gotta pay me by the word. All right, so they're like, okay, well, you got eight. You got
Well, I
8
mean,
words.
remember, this is
Yeah.
the second time James Gunn has gotten Sly Stone to do something.
Whoa,
Yeah.
wait,
Well,
what?
people
Huh?
making
he
him work.
cameoed,
What?
he cameoed in Guardians 2 as one of the OG Ravagers
Yeah, absolutely.
because he was Starhawk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't notice that.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
So
you
he
know,
just
he's got
loves
something on.
Stallone. Is that what it is?
Maybe.
I'm sure that's
Why
a
not?
legendary actor
Yeah.
for him. Like
fuck
anybody who
yeah.
grew up watching Rambo.
Yeah.
What the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the guy that played Yondu was
Michael Rooker.
Yeah, Michael Rooker was
Rooker,
a
yeah.
savant.
Savant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he freaks the fuck
I
out.
love
He's sitting
that.
here, he's like, God, these amateurs, and they're all like moving tactically.
And then they get mowed the fuck down.
Right.
He's just
That
like,
lady
"Ah,
whacking
ah."
Amanda Waller. The
Uh-huh.
lady whacking Amanda.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Absolutely.
Viola Davis is
Viola-
just
She's
And then she's like,
so good.
"Get the
Killing
fuck
it.
back on the
Killing it.
radar, Mike."
God, I love Viola Davis.
Okay, but see, like, I'm so glad Viola Davis continues to be Amanda Waller.
Absolutely.
Because Amanda
Yeah,
Waller
yeah,
is
totally.
Perfect.
beyond anything in the DC universe. And I will
That's-
fight any fucking nerd that wants to argue this. Amanda Waller is the scariest person in the
She
DC.
is.
yeah, she
oh,
is.
yeah. When you finally
Like-
get her to yell,
like
it's just
Superman,
like, ooh.
Bruce Wayne, not even Batman, Bruce Wayne, literally everyone. It doesn't matter who the fuck you are. That is Miss Waller.
Right.
Yep.
You do
Yes,
not
Miss
call that woman Amanda Waller or
Yeah.
Amanda or even, God forbid, The Wall, which is her nickname. It is Miss Waller.
Right.
Call it
Because
The
she
Wall.
will bury you
Yeah.
without question. She shouldn't give a fuck who you are.
No,
She
no.
reminds me like of a public high school principal. You know, just like this old
Like,
angry black lady.
Guantanamo Bay is a fucking vacation compared to where she's going to put you.
Oh yeah,
Hey, she'll tell you about it too.
absolutely.
Tell you up front.
Yeah.
Rub it in your face.
Yeah.
Man, is there anything else
I mean, there's a lot.
there's
tons
a
of
lot.
ground to cover. There's
a
tons.
All
lot.
right,
for
did
this-
you
but
guys
for this
post
movie
credits? Did you guys
specifically.
post credits?
I did.
Of course.
I did post credit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Weasel's
Like I said,
still
you can't,
alive.
Firstly, you can't kill John fucking Cena.
You can't.
Yeah.
Because we are getting a Peacemaker show. I don't
Absolutely.
know if you guys
Cool.
care.
I'll watch
Oh,
that.
yeah.
With
HBO,
Cena?
HBO Max. My brain tells me 6 episodes.
Oh, awesome.
Apparently, I
damn.
just read this will touch on all of the other existing DC properties currently.
Cool.
Like Titans too.
Potentially, I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. I think they should
Have
rub
y'all
it all
watched
in.
Titans?
I have. I was not impressed
Really?
overall. I mean, I got through. How many seasons were there? I got through.
Two.
Yeah, I got through. Maybe I got to about half of the second season and was just like, I'm done.
That's fair.
You know.
I've seen a
So.
few episodes
And
of
then
Teen
what
Titans
was
here
the-
and there.
what's
They're pretty
the-
cool.
Negative Man.
Oh, Doom Patrol.
Doom
Patrol.
Patrol.
If you guys aren't watching Doom
I haven't
Patrol,
watched.
shame
I
on
haven't
you.
watched Doom Patrol
Oh.
yet.
Doom Patrol is
It's
incredible.
so
yeah,
good.
I do need
Where's
to
the
watch
stream?
that.
Absolutely incredible.
Where's the stream?
HBO.
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 There you go.
That's on there.
Yeah.
But
They got the Warner shit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but for this movie specifically, was there anything else that stood out to you guys? Like as far as like, I mean, I love that they brought in Starro.
I liked the way that
Yeah.
Starro looked.
Yeah.
I didn't like the way. I don't know if it just looked weird or what, but the little mini ones,
on the on
Oh,
their
you didn't think
faces.
bad.
Yeah, they look really bad.
Yeah.
They
That
did.
was
They looked
probably.
But I think
bad.
it's just part
I
of the
think
camp.
the eye is typically smaller, usually drawn
They
across.
looked
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
clay models stuck to
Yeah.
their face.
But I think that
Oh,
it seemed
okay.
like this
Yeah.
movie just didn't take itself super seriously, right? So by the
No.
time we got to Starro being giant kaiju, it's just like by now you should just be laughing.
Suicide
so
Like,
many
I
of
think-
it
I
first
think
just
so
so
much
much
imagine
dark.
of it
people
has
with
to
stars
be
on their
serious.
face holding their leg that's still there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, but
I like
that's
that.
just good collective. You know?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I
Yes,
liked,
at that point, man, I was just having a good time.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm so happy that here's a movie that's a comic book movie and allowing itself to be
a comic book.
What he
fucking
means
movie.
is
Yeah,
this is
absolutely.
not Black Widow, so he is happy.
Look,
I mean, well,
dude,
that-
this isn't Black Widow.
I
This
wasn't
isn't
even-
Batman v Superman. This
Right.
isn't Justice League.
Exactly.
I mean, this
Yeah.
isn't anything that's really anything that's come before.
Right.
You know.
Not
Absolutely.
even to potentially put sequel bait out there, but it got towards the end of this movie where I really kind of hoped, like, Starro would have won, and like everyone
Oh,
would've
that would have
died.
been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it's Gunn.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I love Slither.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
yeah.
the thing
yeah.
still wins in Slither,
Uh-huh.
even
Oh,
if
yeah.
they don't realize it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Same thing with Color
Yeah.
Out of Space.
But like
Yeah.
how amazing would it have been
If Starro would have
I
won,
wonder-
and
if
then
everyone
they
would have
have to-
died?
I wonder how
If
many
the
people would've-
Suicide Squad
I think that
died.
we would have
Yeah.
liked that, but I don't know how the average viewer might feel.
Yeah.
Totally.
People get weird about their
They do.
heroes,
They do.
man. They get super
They do.
weird about it.
They
you
want
know?
the good guy to win, man.
right,
They do.
you know.
Yeah.
And so-
I do really like how it didn't confirm or deny any other DC movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
great.
it's
And
just
like if they kind of had that
it could or it couldn't, whatever.
right.
you know.
across,
But
the
I feel like
board,
if
I wouldn't
they
be
had any of these characters in their standalone movie, like they could be successful now.
Mm-hmm.
Because what you were talking about with Harley earlier, I was thinking about the same thing. I thought that her involvement in the movie was going to be a lot more prominent, due to all the marketing advertisements.
True.
But I'm like, I feel like they kind of had to do that because Margot Robbie's really
Yeah, asses
Idris
and
Elba,
seats, bro.
but
Asses and
Yeah.
seats.
right, you know what I'm saying? Like you really just need to get people on board, and people know her Harley Quinn more than anything else. Some people
especially
like
with
Will
how-
Smith
last
as
for the time being.
say again.
This is her last for the time being.
Oh,
That-
She
really?
said that at the
That-
Red.
Okay.
Who
Red
could
Carpet.
follow her? Who could
Right.
follow her as Harley?
No,
nobody.
Totally. But
Nobody.
she's just like I've done
Wolf.
3 movies. This has been like 5+ years of my
Yeah.
life. Like
Right.
I'm not saying I'm done. I'm just saying I'm not
I'm
doing it.
not
again.
doing it for a while.
God, it would
kinda
be
thing.
so hard to replace her.
You couldn't. You couldn't.
Yeah,
That'd be
they
tough.
might just
You'd
have
have
to
to
wait
reimagine
until
the
she's-
character.
Again,
Yeah.
especially after
Right.
this, because even after watching this, the first time I watched this, I was just like, well, I guess I'm going on a Harley binge.
Right,
And
yeah.
like went back and finally watched Birds of Prey, which
How
I
was it?
which I
haven't seen
enjoy, but I personally I did enjoy it, but I don't see myself ever going back and watching it again.
Heard.
Okay.
Not even for Margot Robbie's performance as Harley would I go back and watch this again, because while I do think she did a good job, I still think she did a better job as the character in the Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But that's
Heard,
my
heard,
personal
heard.
opinion.
Right.
And I don't know. This was in my opinion, this was her Harley at the peak.
Like peak Harley.
This is peak Harley for me. You
Was
know?
is that because she doesn't have to carry the entire fucking
I
movie
think it was
herself?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
I felt like she was able to be a lot freer because she was so free from the plot.
Right.
And able to really indulge the character.
Because when she was
itself.
just like, they were like, oh, yeah, we were coming to break you out. And she's like, you're coming to break me out? And they're like, yeah, we had a plan. It was a good one, too.
It was a good one.
She was like, I can go back in there and let you try it if you want. I'm just like,
I love at the end. She's like, I'll be your friend, Milton. I'm
Yeah.
not Milton.
No,
we just had a whole conversation.
He's like, they killed Milton. He's like,
Who's Milton?
Milton?
Oh, that Milton.
Oh, for real.
I want nothing more to see Margie
Margie
Robbie.
Robbie's in the
My
Suicide Bunch.
Words. I would love to see her, Harley, and someone play fucking Poison Ivy.
Yes.
Ooh, who
wow.
would
That
you
would
want
be
as
cool.
Poison Ivy?
I don't know.
But
like,
who would be?
them
Scarjo?
playing off each other? No.
Fuck off.
Them playing off each other is some of my favorite banter. Because, like, Harley and Joker, fine, whatever. But Harley and Poison Ivy are just...
They're best
Yeah,
buds.
I've watched
they're
most
good.
of the show now, and I like it for what it is. I just don't know what it wants from me.
I haven't personally gotten there. I'm literally like 5 episodes in. I just
Right.
keep putting it off. But you get fucking Michael Ironside coming back. to
Oh,
voice Darkseid.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, bro.
I love the way
and
they
Alan
portray.
Tudyk is like 20 different people in that fucking
Yeah.
show, including the Joker.
I've
I
never watched
really
it. Isn't that
Classic
the
dickhead
animated
one.
show
Yeah,
that's like
absolutely.
vulgar as fuck? And
Yeah,
super
absolutely.
violent?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that also an
It's
HBO?
solid. It's
Yes,
solid.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the way they portray Clayface as a up and coming.
I'm an actor.
I'm an actor. Yeah.
What?
Is he like Calculon?
Kind of.
Kind
He
of.
talks like that, but like the first time you meet him, like Harley goes to recruit goons for her squad because no one will take her seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she goes to like Goons for Hire fucking temp agency LLC, super high class, and they're like, fucking Joker's girlfriend is here. She wants her own goon. We're like, fuck it. Like, we got top tier guys right now. Whatever. How's Joker doing? She's like, fuck if I know. Like, I don't. It's like, it's a piece of shit. And they're like, oh, so all these guys are booked. Until when? Oh, forever. You gotta go.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh, dude, fucking, it's just Harley Quinn. She's not the Joker.
The
She's not
show
Don't take her
is-
that's
seriously,
the point.
yeah.
That's
The
point
show
of
is
Right.
the
Harley being
emancipation of
tried
Harley
to
Quinn,
take,
you know what I mean?
trying to be taken
Yeah.
seriously after breaking up with the Joker.
Fuck.
And it really does deal with a lot of like post abuse, post codependence, like her journey for that. And when it's doing that shit, I'm like, that shit is solid.
Because her and Ivy
Yeah.
have a couple of conversations where
Absolutely.
she tries to talk to her about something, and Ivy's just like, that's
not
not
a thing.
That's not a
normal.
thing. Yeah.
Because they're like roommates. You know?
Yeah.
And Harley's just like, what are you talking about?
And that's
It
kind of
doesn't-
that's kind of what
And
you were saying
Ivy-
about the difference between the self-actualized Harley
That's
and
what-
the
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
I got you.
Yeah. So
I would much rather have liberated kind of chaosy Harley.
absolutely,
than
Yeah.
this,
100%.
Like the post. I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah.
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 But,
But-
anyway, so she goes to like the dive bar where all the goons hang out, and there's just
a good old boy.
good old Southern boy bartender,
He's got
country boy in the big city.
That's right.
But it's just
I got a
fucking
few
Clayface
pups
playing a
back in
role.
my truck.
But he always does like this ridiculous like Wonder Woman spin to go from form to form, which just slings mud everywhere.
And he's a method. He's a method actor. He gets so.
But
That's
like,
not mud. That's foundation.
Great. But, like,
so great.
He's not like blobby, like animated series 90s.
I
Right,
love that
no.
Clayface.
Yeah,
I
me
do
too.
But
Yeah.
he's just like a mud man with like a square jaw and like weird teeth.
Yeah.
So, but like bald. So he's like still got like weird muscle definition, but it's like
It's kind of
It's
yeah.
poop.
It's
You
all
know what
poop.
I mean?
Yeah,
Like-
he just looks like a big poop man.
yeah.
Because Clayface really is my favorite out of the animated series. That's
he's
that's
so
always
good.
been my
But-
favorite
But
villain.
remember
Yeah.
his
Oh,
like
dude.
intro
Yeah.
episode where he is the actor. He's
Oh
like,
yeah, absolutely,
He's like Brando.
absolutely, yeah.
They're just playing on that.
They're playing on
yeah.
that, and they're
Yeah.
just taking it
He's
to
an
the
I'm
extreme.
an actor.
He isn't. He's not an actor. He's an actor.
He's an actor.
You know, he's got to start really quiet, and then he's got to yell like this. One of my favorite jokes in that series. There's the Queen of Fables when she gets out and she's being all antagonistic with them.
See,
After
for me, she's still a book. So
yeah, oh yeah.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay. So do I not need to spoil
It's okay,
this?
I don't care.
Okay. So she pulls out the big bad wolf at some point.
It's okay.
All right, so Queen of Fables, sorceress, can pull fantasy creatures,
fairy tale
as their goons.
creatures
Like,
out.
She animates them as
Yeah.
her. Okay,
That-
that's her thing. But
Okay. All right.
But the Justice League, they fight against her because she amassed an army because no one was paying attention to her.
Right.
Because she's a woman. That's the whole.
Still have to look at you funny.
yeah.
But an
the
army
Justice
of
League-
what? Like
Like
you get a whole bunch of
The
like
gingerbread
card knights,
man, the
or-
three little pigs,
The fucking things
three
from
blind
Narnia.
That's my
mice.
problem. That's my problem. It's like,
Rapunzel,
who do you really
shit
want on
like
your
that.
team though?
Absolutely.
Oh,
No,
man.
totally. Whatever.
You want
But-
Rumple?
but-
You
but
want
she has an army.
Rumpelstiltskin?
She creates
You want
them, and then
Rumpelstiltskin?
You definitely want Rumpelstiltskin. Well, he's
want
gonna
the
take
big
some
bad
time.
wolf.
Yeah.
He's gonna take some time to do some work. Big Bad Wolf. I'm on board with
You
that.
see what I mean?
Do you
Big
want
Bad
Humpty
Wolf.
Dumpty? You
no.
don't want Humpty.
What the
Why
fuck's
not?
Humpty Dumpty gonna do?
Yeah,
Break?
Drop it on
Break?
That's
motherfucker.
that's
Is he
right.
just a? Is he
Oh,
just a
that
shield?
Yeah.
So what happens?
But-
She summons them and then can do
So-
whatever she
I guess
wants
so.
with.
Yeah.
I don't
I want to know her
I'm gonna
powers.
go for
more.
Baba
I
Yaga.
just wanna know.
She summons them and they
Does that
just
work?
That's
do
a
what
fable.
she says.
It's a fable. It's a,
Oh, are we bound
But
by
anyway.
Grimm's?
But-
I don't know.
But anyways,
The Justice
so
League imprison her
Okay.
in a tax book,
in a book, a tax guide.
a tax guide. So
Yeah.
she's like a tax account. So she's like a book, not like Page Master style. The book's got a face. She's a book laying down, and it kind of talks like this.
And it has a
it's-
cigarette
like,
coming
it's
out
constantly smoking.
constantly. Yeah.
What the
Okay,
fuck?
because she's a woman, so they don't want to send her to like jail, I guess, because that's brutal. But they don't need her powers going crazy, so they just steal her into a fucking sentient book because that's so much better.
But she's an
Right.
accountant.
Okay.
Well, now she does.
She's
that.
a
She does
tax
the books
So-
because
She
she
does
is
the
the
books.
books.
Yeah.
Is that what?
So she can basically
Right.
I am the
form
books,
into
goddammit.
any book.
No.
No.
They sealed her.
She's
into
just
it.
a book.
They trapped her in the book.
Just a book.
Can she manipulate the numbers within the book?
no.
No. I think she
No.
just knows.
can't
Her
do shit
powers
now.
are sealed while she's in the book.
I think she just
Yeah.
knows all the tax book because she's smart. And
Oh, got it.
And
Okay.
by
But there's
de facto is
there
tax
is a scene where she summons the big bad wolf and it's Grandma Big Bad Wolf. And
Oh,
after you ate Grandma.
With the bonnet.
to let the other members of the gang escape, Clayface turns into Grandpa Wolf. And as soon as that was one of those moments where I had to hit pause just to kind of walk around these motherfuckers.
Grandpa
I
Wolf
can't
come
believe they
home.
just pulled out Grandpa Wolf on me.
You can go ahead and turn the grits off. We're gonna get busy. over here.
Yeah, Granddaddy home.
Grandma Wolf, do not recognize me. It is
Butter and
I,
biscuits.
Grandpa Wolf.
Oh Jesus, dude. Man, that makes me want to see it. Just
But no,
I'm
solid
very
show. I don't know what it
curious.
wants
I'm
from
very
me.
curious because it makes no goddamn
Shaman.
sense.
Shaman. All right. Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a thing with his helmet. I don't remember what. I think it's some weird fucked up MK
It's
Ultra
a
level
toilet.
shit. Yeah, but like it talks to him. It's
Oh,
something where
oh,
the
shit.
helmet talks to him,
Ah.
and it makes him more gung ho and patriotic. It's something like that.
So
but
that's
I'm-
where he gets
I'm-
that
I'm
sense of
familiar.
justice. Is
I
it-
loved his whole
No,
thing.
he
He's
just
like,
already loves
I will
his
do
country.
anything for
Right.
justice, including murdering those kids.
Yeah.
Right.
That's fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For justice.
He's
For justice.
he's John Walker on steroids.
Yeah.
There is no man alive that loves freedom and justice and the American way more than the Peacemaker.
Yeah.
And he will do anything to prevent any of that from going away.
Including
Right.
killing the fuck out of
It
you.
doesn't matter.
Yep.
If
Men,
there's
women,
anyone
children.
in that way,
Doesn't matter.
he is America's sword, whether America realizes it or clearly
Or
wants
needs
it.
it.
Or not.
Or
Yeah.
what- like-
Exactly. Yeah.
I love him. I love him as a character. Well, I mean, it's like kind of like what they were doing with Homelander. You know, just taking,
that's
like,
actually a lot of the yeah. But
hyper-patriotic,
this is a less
but absolutely
charismatic.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Well,
character.
because you can kind of bury this guy.
Right.
You can't bury
Oh,
a Superman.
Yeah.
Homelander.
Yeah.
Oh God,
You know,
no, that guy's
Superman's-
terrifying.
Homelander's
Absolutely
always
terrifying.
going to be in the limelight because, well, frankly, just because he has laser eyes and can fly. It doesn't matter if you can shoot him with a gun or not. If
doesn't-
he
Right.
can fly and he has
doesn't
laser eyes. Someone's always going to be like, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's also John fucking Cena.
So what's up with the comedian thing?
Okay, all right. So, Captain Adams, I don't remember the
Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle, Captain
Yeah.
Atom, Peacemaker, and like I want to say it was legitimately Silk Spectre, but I could be wrong.
It's not.
Oh, was
Silk
that
Spectre.
actually her original name?
It's not Silk Spectre.
something.
It's something.
something
Why would
similar.
this
It's
be the
Silk
case?
Deshaka. That's what-
Yes. Yes.
Why is this my life?
They were all.
Oh, sorry, dude.
I don't care, man. Don't worry about my floor.
I have one beer.
Did you get it? Did you get it
Shame.
Shame.
Nah, it's like right here.
But
I
they
got
were
a-
they were characters owned
I got a
and
rag
published
over there.
by Charlton Comics.
Where that?
Yeah.
It's in the
Charlton
corner.
Comics
Hey,
went out of
Scott, Can you
business.
grab that rag?
My hands
you
are. I
know.
don't want to put this in the headphones.
Oh, careful. Watch your cords.
We got cords.
Watch your course, bub.
We got
Those
cords.
are-
Charlton
Comics went under, yada yada. The rights were up, yada yada.
Yeah.
DC absorbs it because they had money at the time. I don't remember what years these are.
Yeah.
You can Wikipedia all this for more accurate information.
Right.
It's fine. Years down the line, we have fucking Alan Moore still enjoying writing comics.
Yeah.
Has the plotline basis to the Watchmen work.
Right. Well, in these
The Question's also in all this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
yeah.
Question.
He's in the
yeah,
the
and most of these characters, if not all of them, were originally created by Steve Ditko.
Yeah.
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 And he kind of used these characters as like his
stand-ins for
Randian objectivism.
Oh,
essentially.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I mean that makes sense with the Watchmen in general.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But
Moore wanted to use them completely outright.
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
just like, you guys, DC isn't doing anything with these. What if I write a grown-up story and I use these characters you don't fucking care about because some of them are gonna die.
Yeah.
Just for the record.
Just so you know.
Yeah. And then DC was just like, I don't know. We still might use them. It's been a while. You're right. Called us out on it. They're a little dusty. But we're going to keep them in that box. But we might use them one day. So we don't want you to murder them.
Yeah.
And so that's why we have the Watchmen as we know it now.
Yeah.
Right.
Dr. Manhattan,
the
Night
Question
Owl.
turned into Rorschach.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Blue Beetle turned into Night Owl.
Yeah.
They're all, your
Captain Atom.
your
It
Batman
it makes
anagram,
sense.
your Superman
I mean,
anagram.
when you think about it, it totally makes sense.
Who's Ozymandias?
Peacemaker. I don't remember. I don't recall.
Huh. I mean, he might be made up for the Watchmen.
No.
I
He's
think-
based on
I think he's
they're
got-
all based on
Yeah.
one of these Charlton characters. Because that's what Moore was. I mean, he was mostly writing the book because he had an idea, but his biggest thing was to skewer specifically that Randian objectivism of Steve Ditko specifically. That's
Okay.
what, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
So-
you. Yeah.
I never really I was more of a Marvel Image kid when I was growing up. Like I dabbled in DC, but never really.
I always read the individual graphic novels,
Right.
Not the
Yes.
actual
Totally.
lines. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I mean, like Death of Superman, Dark Knight,
Right.
Killing Joke.
Absolutely.
You know, a bunch of Batman.
a bunch of Batman.
So much
Shame.
Batman.
Yeah.
You gave me All Star Superman, and I loved that one.
All-Star
It was fucking
Superman
great.
is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Uh-huh. But I mean, I love Red Sun. That's still my favorite Superman.
That's fair.
If there was any DC property that could be turned into a movie that I'd want to see, it'd be Red Sun.
See, I think
Red Sun too.
Yeah, Red Sun's the fucking shit.
I
Yeah.
don't know because the internet beat Red Sun to death to me.
Yeah,
Like-
see, I read it before I knew
the
it was
closest,
like a thing.
Like I want them to do a Red Sun, but I want them to do it not. I don't know, Russian, not the same. I don't want them to do the same thing anymore.
What if they did it with
Because I already
China?
know-
What if they did the same idea with China?
No, but see, that's the thing. That's why I think that itch is getting scratched by just watching The Boys, because that's contemporary. You have a dickhead.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Right.
It's
Right.
fine.
Got
It's
it.
fine.
You wouldn't even want it as a period piece, like an actual like.
I don't think I give a shit enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
I'm kind of over dickhead Superman.
Dick.
To be-
Well, he's
I'm
not.
kinda
He's
over-
not a dickhead
Yeah.
in Red
Never.
Sun, dude.
I will.
He's a
never
sweet
be
Well,
over.
Russian
yeah,
boy.
I love
He is a
dickhead
sweet
Superman.
Russian
I'm
boy.
kind of over it, man.
See, that's the thing.
I
will
get
never-
it. I get it. If superheroes
Until
were
I
real,
get
it
on
would
live
suck.
action.
Yeah, no,
Right.
I get it.
Well, I'm just bored with Superman always being like this pinnacle of like
Superman
perfection
wins?
and-
Is that what
yeah,
you're done with?
right. You know,
Superman
Triangle
wins.
Man, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
with
just
with
getting bored of it.
Triangle
doing
Man.
their
Yeah,
far
dude.
superior animated
Like,
films.
just do,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see
The
something a bit
animated
more
films
human.
are great. Yeah.
Right.
Crisis on Two Earths is
Uh-huh.
their pinnacle, and
Yeah.
that's another hill I'll die on. But see, that's what I want, and that's something that Marvel hasn't done, and they might touch on it lightly because they're apparently lightly building their.
I'm
Dark
scared
Avengers.
for Marvel. In
But
the
see,
future,
but how amazing would it be, especially with like the Zack Snyder lens of treating all of the Justice League members kind of rightfully so, even though it's a little more heavy-handed in his eyes, and that's fine. Marvel doesn't treat their heroes like gods or demigods.
Right.
They don't even touch on Thor, the fact that he's like a couple thousand
Not
years
that
old.
much.
Right.
If they do,
You know
it's
what I
more
mean?
of like a hand wave or a
Yeah,
lampshade.
like
hang.
oh, that guy's old. He doesn't.
I think
Yeah,
I think
right.
they've leaned
Thor.
on that more with Loki than they actually have
a
with
little
Thor.
bit.
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
Bit. But still, like, the Justice League, when you kind of handled right, I mean, they are gods.
Yeah, absolutely.
except
The
for
Green Lantern is one of many.
Are they
Right.
But
are
that,
they
but that ring
the
is the
new
most powerful.
gods?
Only if.
Oh,
It's
space
got
cop.
canned, rip,
Yeah.
But like the Green Lantern alone,
Right.
granted you get in trouble because that's what happened to
data
Sinestro, but
level,
still,
God
but
tier.
that's a top tier ring,
Right.
Top tier weapon.
Absolutely.
So I think this is probably a good time to transition into games, DC games.
There we go.
DC games.
Is there a Green Lantern game?
There's not.
There's not a standalone Green Lantern game. I kept racking my brain. I was like, there's not a
There
fucking
might have
Green
been a
Lantern
spinoff
game.
from the movie.
So
but I
let's
ignored it,
let's
so.
get this straight here, okay?
So it's
thought
just
that-
Batman
wait.
and Superman games.
we got
Essentially-
we got Batman. We got a couple of bad Superman
Did they not
games.
do one on the original Xbox?
I was
I'm
thinking,
about to look
dude. I
this
was
up,
thinking PS2 original Xbox era. I was really thinking
I
it.
think there was
You know.
one. I think it wasn't very good.
There was-
So, I mean, is Injustice the best?
yes, Injustice
DC
is-
game?
I think by
Yeah.
default, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Injustice.
Arkham.
Yeah.
Arkham.
I mean, the Arkham games are good, but
Yeah. That's
Injustice has
that's really
so
just
many.
a Batman game.
so
That's-
many
yeah,
DC characters.
right?
Injustice
But as far as
in
a
the
DC
quips alone
game-
that
In
you
the-
get
seriously.
when certain characters encounter other
Those
characters,
interactions.
yeah,
it's so
absolutely.
Which NetherRealm kills
Absolutely.
it with that. They
They're
just
really good.
man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Injustice 2 is amazing.
Dude, have you guys
Like
seen the shit
fucking-
for Mortal Kombat 11 when Terminator comes out and he's talking to Raiden or whatever? He's like, "How long have you been in NetherRealm?" He's like, 2 weeks.
Right, right.
Like, fuck you guys. You know?
Yeah, their representation of the Flash was absolutely amazing. In
Yeah.
Injustice
Oh
2.
yeah, dude.
Supergirl was absolutely amazing.
Man, Lantern's
in
grabs are
Injustice
so
2.
cool.
Right.
Like-
Blue Beetle
Yeah.
was well represented. In
Which Blue
Absolutely.
Beetle got a live
100%.
action.
Oh,
casting.
Gorilla.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
Are they doing
yeah.
that,
Cyborg? Is that?
Are they doing
Gorilla
that thing
Grodd?
where he does
Gorilla-
the team
Gorilla
up
Grodd.
in Blue
Cyborg
and
is
Gold,
the Capcom.
where he teams
No,
up with Brewster Gold?
We're doing Jaime Reese. We're doing.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay,
Sorry.
Yeah. So other than
If
Injustice,
they did his head cord, I would die. That would immediately. just talk about
absolutely,
that.
100%.
what you got?
As
Yeah,
far
there
as
was. There was a it was the Green Lantern that came out when.
Yeah, that's what
There was.
Yeah, it was PS3 and Xbox 360. That's when Ryan Reynolds.
Man, that's why we don't know about it.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking. Yeah.
Everyone just
Chick
blocked
got
it
buried.
out.
Yeah, he's like, no, Deadpool.
That movie mostly got Sinestro right, and it mostly.
Yeah,
got,
I
like,
can
Yeah.
agree with
Really?
that.
Kilowatt
I can
right.
agree with that.
Huh.
Yeah.
Bro, you had Mark Strong as Sinestro, still as a Green Lantern. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh,
Hell
that's
yeah.
super
It doesn't
cool.
make any
That's-
sense at the end of the post credits how like he just like is like in space and it just like there's a yellow ring and he's like, yep. And like that's not how that works.
Right.
But
No.
it's fine. Because like see that's the thing about Sinestro. Sinestro is terrified. That's why
Yeah.
he's the Yellow Lantern. Yellow Lantern runs on fear.
Yeah.
Sinestro is genuinely terrified, almost to death, and that's why he's the strongest one, of the universe going to chaos without him there to give it order.
What's
That
the,
is exactly what he's fueled on.
what's the cat? The
pretty
Red
cool.
Lantern.
Oh, Dexstar.
Dexter.
Hell yeah.
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 So
That
Superman.
would be cool. Like have a Lantern Corps movie. Like just. all
Yeah,
the
Lantern Corps movie.
They've
yeah.
been talking about
That's,
that.
that's a
Corps
lot of
movie would be
lore.
great.
That's a
Or
lot.
we were talking
That'd
about
be really
the,
good for
the
a
buddy
video
cop,
game. That'd
like
be
a buddy
great
cop
video
Lantern
game,
movie.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. Oh, what if it
Like
was
the-
like an MMO where everybody gets to be a lantern?
Wow.
Huh?
That's no.
That-
Choose
That
which
means
too
color
much?
you are.
Is
Does
that
that
too
mean I
much?
get to be a blue lantern and just
Yeah.
cry
Yeah.
all the time?
Indigo.
Something?
Yeah, because you're so
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, indigo.
I'm sad boy Lantern.
The hive mind tribe.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Blues
tried it with
man
DC
get in
Universe,
anywhere.
and some people would argue that DC Universe is one of the better DC games.
Yeah,
you
totally.
know?
Yeah.
Like, I
That's a
mean,
bad game.
You know, people love it.
Oh,
and
really?
Some
It's a
people,
bad
some
MMO.
people
It's a
still
bad
play it.
MMO.
I don't
and
know
I
why.
don't understand how.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Well, so
Yeah.
I remember playing Death of Superman on Super Nintendo, the beat 'em up.
the beat 'em up.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
I
actually a
remember
Blizzard
that.
game. That was one of their early games.
Oh wow!
And that's
then
a-
they had Superman 64, which is
Superman 64 is bad.
Bro,
yeah, but
hot
Death of
trash.
Superman's fine. Like it's a good beat 'em up for the time. Big, good looking sprites. The animation's good. The sound's
Absolutely.
good. You know, I mean, it's as good as a Super Nintendo beat 'em up's gonna be.
I mean, I still stand by the NES Batman game.
NES Batman.
NES
Absolutely.
Batman was
I like
solid.
the
It
second
was
one.
difficult.
It was difficult as
yeah.
shit, but that
Yeah.
music is fucking.
You know what's not good?
banging,
You know what's not
boy.
good is
Yeah,
that
it is.
Batman Forever game. Yuck.
No,
They
yuck.
tried to use the original Mortal Kombat engine to make a fucking platformer action game.
Right.
Bad. It
Yeah.
was just
Yeah,
bad.
Not
That's rough.
good.
Yeah.
That's rough.
And Return of the Joker. I played
Return of the
shit
Joker's
out of
good.
that
That's
when I was
the
a kid.
NES
Yeah.
as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then besides that, there's the Arkham games, you know, which
Well,
by the way,
those win by
that
default.
Arkham VR game is
It's
fucking
very good.
great,
It's
dude.
very,
I just-
very good.
I
It's
don't
throw
short.
earrings
I
from
know.
your
I
belt.
want to play
you
through
know?
them. I want to play through them so bad.
I've only
Because I want to get to the
Just
Gotham
play
games.
play the first
Oh,
two.
yeah.
Just play
Yeah.
Arkham
Yeah.
I
City
couldn't get through
is
the first. I
really?
don't care enough.
Yeah,
I don't.
I think
care
Arkham
about
Knight.
the
I
I
character.
think only play Arkham Knight. Like
Oh, the
first
third
Arkham,
one. The first one's got a weird
it's
like
ki-
balance, doesn't
yeah,
it?
it's kinda
like,
weird.
It slows the pace
The
down too
second
much
one was
on you.
fantastic. Arkham
Yeah.
City, I think, was kind of the worst because you had to also deal with the Batmobile. and grappling that thing up the side of buildings and all this kind of shit. It was really excessive.
That's the
There was
third
a whole bunch
one.
of bloat.
See,
Third
like,
one's
Right, that's
Arkham
the third.
City.
Arkham Knight is the
storyline-wise,
second
That
one.
one's really good.
It's
Arkham Knight's the
fantastic.
real good
That's
one. Yeah.
great.
Storyline-wise, I really wanted to play Origin,
Oh,
but I've heard
yeah.
it's terrible. But storyline-wise, it's fucking rad.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Because
how I
it's
felt
what,
about Arkham
12
Knight.
assassins or whatever
Yeah.
fuck come to town
And you get to
on
play with
Christmas
Grayson,
Eve.
and you get to
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get
They added
Deadshot,
all that to
which,
Arkham Knight as
by
well.
the way,
yeah.
Will Smith as Deadshot is I like Will Smith as an actor.
I hate it.
I don't like Will Smith as Deadshot.
No,
because
not at all.
Deadshot
I
is
hate
the
it.
quintessential that sniper bro that you know
Dude.
in your first person
Hey,
shooter games
man.
who are just like got him.
Dude,
Right.
you
Got
remember
him.
the
He's cocky.
Yeah.
He's not like
you remember Gotham
stoked.
Knight?
Yeah.
You remember Gotham Knight, the anime short films that they
Yeah,
did the
yeah,
compilation?
yeah,
Do you
yeah,
remember
yeah.
the Deadshot in
Yeah,
that?
yeah, he's like an asshole. He's
Fuck,
like
he's
like,
so, and he also has that
The-
robot
yeah,
optic kind of eye going on. Fuck, dude.
Really
Oh,
good.
I love it so much.
So can we think of any other DC
Yeah,
games?
that's the
they're
thing.
well,
really
they are upcoming.
There's
There
there's an
are-
Aquaman game for
Yep.
64. You
From-
guys remember that?
Yeah,
With
that's
his
not
mullet.
good.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
You remember his
From
trying
Rocksteady,
to
we
think
are
of-
getting Suicide Squad versus the Justice
Now that looks
League.
amazing.
Yeah,
That-
Now
that's
the
cool.
Suicide,
Seriously.
the Suicide Squad game looks really,
that one
really
looks hype.
good.
Mhm.
Really
And you get
good.
Boomerang too, so I still get a Boomerang.
Cool.
That's
Okay.
I'm just saying, if we're
Okay.
playing
Which is
together-
all you've ever wanted. Is
Yeah.
Did we get
It
Shark
is-
King? Because fuck now.
Yes.
I want to. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm
It's
down.
Deadshot, Harley, King Shark, and the second Boomerang, who's half a speedster.
Oh my god. Yeah, that sounds
Awesome.
great. So who's the Justice League side?
Well, it's
The
they're all
Justice-
possessed by Brainiac.
Oh. Oh no. Including
also, I kept
Soups.
getting the Thinker mixed
We'll watch
up
the
with
trailer.
Brainiac.
That's something that we
Cool.
didn't
Yeah,
talk
totally.
about. How
He's
did
the
you guys
thinker.
feel about Capaldi as
I really like
the
Capaldi,
Thinker?
Yeah.
but I will say, and I know it's a really goofy, it's consistently not quality, I guess.
Yeah.
But like the Flash TV show did the Thinker like really, really.
Oh
good.
yeah, absolutely.
It like
yeah.
you just had
okay.
Capaldi
I didn't
with
watch
shit on
any of
his
that.
head. and
with
that's-
shit
Did they
in
do
his
did
head,
they do
yeah.
the Flashpoint thing with the show?
Yes.
They started doing all
I
that.
think
okay.
they did like a thing and called it Flashpoint, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
They were kind of
it's-
throwing
yeah.
back to it a little bit.
It's
but
not
really
specifically
They're
fleshing
like,
out.
oh, we're doing it.
Flashpoint,
We're
like-
using the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay.
But the animated movie
Yeah.
isn't terrible. But see, the coolest thing to me about the Flashpoint story arc is like everything else that's going on.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
like the animated movie didn't touch.
So
on.
so hold on.
So-
No, there's no Flash racing, right? We don't have a Flash
No.
race.
we
Why
do
don't
have
we-
a
Why
Flash
don't we have a
Game
Flash
Boy,
racing?
Game Boy, and Game Boy Advance game.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Huh.
They totally did a Marvel Ultimate Alliance game that I've never played.
Like that style,
Top-down,
top
four-player,
down.
top-down.
Wait,
Oh.
you know
Four-player
what? Actually, one of the best DC games, they did a Scribblenauts.
Oh,
Yeah.
they did.
That was
oh.
phenomenal.
But that's just Scribblenauts with DC on top.
Excuse, all right, when you want to take Superman versus fucking God and just, I guess maybe you shouldn't say fucking God. I don't know. Anyway, Superman versus God, like, it's just crazy. Be like, okay, well, you know, here's the situation. I've got to get that star down from up there. So I'm going to have, you know, Superman throw a dinosaur up at that motherfucker to get, like, I mean, you can do a lot of really incredible things with it. And then, I mean, I'm not the biggest DC fan, but they have a ton of DC characters
No,
that you can manipulate their powers
the amount of
and
stuff they
then
put into
get.
it is amazing.
It's
I guess we
absolutely
didn't
amazing.
mention the Lego games. Those exist.
I was about to
yeah,
say
yeah,
the
yeah.
Lego
Yeah,
games
too.
exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm over
Those
here
are
racking my brain
those
like,
are on
what
up there
else,
for the
man?
games to be.
Apparently
honest.
they're
Yeah.
phenomenal.
The
Yeah.
Lego Batman
yeah,
game
they're
was
fun.
fine.
They're really
yeah,
good.
I
They're
played
really
that
good.
one.
Just simple action platformer.
Yeah.
Easy. You know.
It's-
Just go
it-
and beat the shit out of
I mean,
stuff.
it's a Lego game.
right.
Have you played a Lego game? It's that.
It's
That's
that.
what I'm saying. Like, I'm just
and they're
like,
all
well,
good. They're
I'm
all
surprised
very
we haven't
fun.
got like a standalone Joker
multiplayer.
game. You know what I mean? There was a
that cash grab.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
I'm really
Right.
surprised we didn't get a standalone.
Yeah, but like,
Joker
what
game.
the fuck is your plot gonna be?
Exactly.
We're robbing
Chaos.
Yeah,
Yeah. just
yeah.
Chaos.
I mean, what if it's like what's the name of
Well,
that?
we're just gonna have Grand Theft Auto, but put Joker in it.
Well,
mean,
not Grand
essentially,
Theft Auto,
yeah.
but
Sandbox,
yeah.
what's the name of the one where you're just robbing banks?
Payday?
Payday.
Yeah.
It's Payday with the
Yeah.
Joker.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay,
I would
alright.
take it.
I know.
Off the
I
top of
know.
my head, if they would do, there's a neat little mini series and a sequel. I didn't read the sequel. Batman White Knight,
Oh, okay.
where Batman kind of gets fed up with dealing with the Joker being an asshole. Go figure.
yeah.
But they happen to be in like a pharmaceuticals warehouse, and Bruce Wayne, being a smart guy, just takes all these fucking pills
Ephedra.
and just shoves him down Joker's throat.
Nope.
And like
Never
almost
mind.
fucking ODs him.
Nope.
But when he wakes up, he's not crazy anymore. He's
Oh,
back to being Jack Napier.
Oh, wow. Holy shit.
And then he sues Gotham City and Batman. And he wins. And he runs for like public office.
What?
It's fucking
How
rad.
does that story
And
end?
there's a whole bunch of other things going
How
on in
does
the
that
story.
story end? Does he go back to crazy?
A little bit. But like there are points where like he doesn't after a while he realizes he needs to get more of whatever the fuck that med is. Because he's just like high as fuck for like 6 months because so much of this shit's in the system. And then it like starts wearing off, and like on occasion he'll just be like, ah! Oh, I'm fine.
Right.
You know, like he'll like his like eyes will get weird and his hair will go green for a second, and then he's just like, hold on, I'm fine.
I
You know?
love it. Oh,
Yeah,
that's so good.
Like it's cool, and apparently the sequel's really rad. But I never got around to reading it. But like, it even has like, fucking like Mr. Freeze is like way older than all of them because of his freeze tech. But he's an ex-Nazi scientist brought over by the U.S. That whole trend and just shit like that. Like it's really cool. But what if you had a game, a Joker game, in the vein of Sleeping Dogs?
Okay.
Where you are the Harvey Dent White Knight doing things, whatever the fuck, make him a deputized fucking whatever, fighting crime. But then you can go when you need to let the demon out of the bag and go be Joker again on the side. But like, it's like because you're not the Joker, you're the Red Hood, you know what I'm saying? That's how he hides him fucking letting the beast out.
Okay.
That wouldn't be terrible.
There you
it's
go.
not a great
That wouldn't
idea, but
be-
it's not terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be difficult. I think that would just be difficult to pull off. I mean, what would you want to do as a Joker? I feel like he really fits best in a fighting game. You know, like when he was in
Oh my
MK11.
God. That crowbar, dude.
Yeah,
It's
Pulls that
fucking
crowbar
no,
on you.
because Batman and the Joker
Bang.
and most of them, they're better in supporting roles.
Yeah. That's really the thing.
I want
isn't
the
it?
thought he was
Joker as a
really good.
supporting role.
Yeah.
I thought he was really good.
I'm surprised we haven't had a Wonder Woman game
Yeah, that too. Absolutely.
That'd be rad as fuck.
specifically. You know,
But,
like
but then at
do
what
like
point are
a,
people gonna be like,
do it kind of like
What if
a
it was a
God of War
clone?
Exactly.
Yeah, like a God of War
a God of
clone.
War
well,
thing.
because she
Yeah.
deals with that in one of her more notable recent runs. I think
Yeah.
it was New 52. She goes to the tour de force of like dealing with all the gods and like their existence.
That'd be great.
that would be
That'd be great.
That
man.
would be
You know
dope.
what
Because
I
then I think towards the end of that whole run, like Darkseid comes back and he eats all the gods to like repower.
Yeah,
themselves.
Yeah.
absolutely.
As long as we don't have to deal
As
with an
we do.
invisible plane.
No, never. They've cut that shit out.
Yeah.
I'd rather her just give
No,
give
that's
her,
super
give her
retcon.
that.
Those are just the
Man,
loading
fuck
screen.
that. I'd love- I'd
that
love-
would be
It's her
hilarious.
sitting down
Just like
reading
an
a book
icon
and
in the
nothing through
right
the sky.
sky.
That-
That
I'd
would
love
be
it. No,
hilarious.
put
Great,
the
yeah.
invisible
That's good.
plane
That's really
in
good.
there, man. I want that shit in the movies too.
You
I
want
want
an invisible plane?
I want it to be like the
Covered in birds.
I want to
like
be
dead birds.
I want
and
it to be
insects.
like the
That's the
Super
only way you
Friends,
can
the
see
way
it
they
is all the
portray it
bird
that
shit.
way, where she's just sitting down and flying through the air.
I'm pretty
Like,
sure they
bring
talk
that
about
shit
that
back.
in Crisis on Two Earths. Like they use it
Oh yeah,
because they need to like be stealthy.
yeah.
But it's not like motherfuckers just sitting. Like it's like the whole thing's like
I want
like,
motherfuckers
like,
sitting.
Because I'm pretty sure like
I
even,
want
like,
that shit.
Like it might have been Batman or someone else was just like, why do you have this? And she was just like, it was a thing. Like fuck off. I have it now. We can use it. Like,
It was cool in the 80s.
yeah,
It's
right,
like-
exactly.
You know?
We're getting there, right?
God.
Man, I don't know. It's amazing the lack of DC games that we have.
It's
Tough sell.
kind of
If
fucking
it's not
amazing.
Batman,
Well,
it's a tough
but
sell.
If it's
Yeah.
not
But
Batman,
it can,
yeah.
the same can be said for a lot of comic books and
Right.
anime, manga.
Right.
The same thing happens, right? It's
I'm
like,
waiting-
If the money's already there,
I'm waiting for that Platinum V for Vendetta game.
Oh,
That's what I'm
There you
waiting.
go.
Oh,
Gross.
What'd you guys think of that?
No,
I had that
man.
one in the
I don't
pocket.
know,
What'd you
man.
think? Whoa.
and who's our character again?
Hugo Weaving.
All right.
Straight Hugo Weaving.
So can you guys think of any?
I would
like,
much rather do Platinum do a very fast-paced, weirdly beat 'em up Flash game. I think that would be
You
That'd
know
be
what?
really
I'm
great.
cool
Yeah,
with that
there
too.
you go.
Really
Yeah.
good.
I still think
Then-
Flash Team Racing
think
is
Flash
a good
Team
idea.
Racing is
Flash Team Racing
great.
is where I'm at. You
That
know
would
what I
be a
mean?
good one.
Yeah.
Can you
Or
guys
put that
think
as a
of any
mini game
other
in the
like
Flash game, you know?
DC
Yeah.
properties that you would like to see adapted into game?
I mean, a good
I'm
Superman
more
game
like
would be
a good-
awesome.
A good Superman,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah.
what could you
Like
do
film or
with
movie.
it though?
Huh?
That's
It would
really
have to
where
be a
my brain's
sandbox.
at, is
Film or movie? Yeah, rather than game. What do
Rather
you think
than
would
game.
work as
The
game?
question. The question needs to be a miniseries.
Like the question.
Yeah.
You're talking about a movie, still film or movie though.
Something. Yeah,
'Cause
I got nothing on games.
Would you,
I got
you
nothing
wouldn't
on
have
games
like a
just
point
now.
and click question, point and click going on. You
No,
wouldn't have a quiz.
no.
It's Sam and Max with the question. It's fucking.
Like,
We'll see a hot man or hot girl in
Yeah,
the game, man.
there you go.
For real,
That'd be
like
good
have
for
it,
Brad.
have it like an on-rail shooter or something like that. But you have some melee.
If anything, why not
like
just
It's
fucking-
Legendary Wings,
It's
but
Kid
with
Icarus. No, it's
or
Kid Icarus Uprising
Yeah.
with decent controls. That's what I want.
That's fair.
Oh, man.
A team-based cooperative third person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You
got
get a
Suicide
decent
Squad, so
size
that's gonna be
ensemble.
kind of that.
you
It sounds
know.
like Suicide Squad's going to be the
Right.
one to play.
It
Yeah,
is.
but
absolutely.
It's
like
looking really
at
good.
some point in the day, like you want to be Hawkman.
I'd love to be.
You wanna be
Hawkman.
Green Lantern.
That'd be great.
I do.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like we all love King Shark. We've established that.
I want to be
but
King
at
Shark.
But at some point though,
Well, do you think a Titans
wanna-
game would be in a good one?
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
a Titan.
That'd be really
Yeah,
good.
like
They
that's a
usually-
good ensemble
They usually tend
cast.
to take some of those characters and cram them into the Rocksteady games. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because they end up giving you Nightwing. You know, you had him as DLC.
I mean, I
Of
love
course, you
all
had
the
Catwoman as well.
Batman villains.
Which I mean, a Catwoman
know?
game would be
Catwoman
pretty
game,
solid.
kind of a
You know,
stealth.
That was one
That'd
we
be
didn't
really
mention.
good.
Is
Stealth
that there was a
action,
Catwoman
kinda-
game? Remember?
Oh, was it
I
Halle
remember.
Berry?
Yes, it
it
was.
Yeah, it was.
It was Halle
Today.
Berry.
Dude, I'm right there with you. Halle Berry.
like, please, get out of Gotham.
You know.
Yeah.
Get out of Gotham.
Get out of
Yeah.
Gotham.
Yeah, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's
Get out of
so
Gotham.
much.
How many D-list fuckers you're never gonna remember the name of?
Totally. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did we just watch in a 2-hour movie?
Absolutely.
Right.
100%.
You know
Well,
how many
they wouldn't
B
have.
and
They
C
but they
and
wouldn't have
fucking
mattered.
A-list?
None of them would have mattered at all to me had it not been for that representation that they just had in that film.
No, totally.
You know, if you just
But
like,
6
hey,
months down the line,
here's the King Shark game. I'm like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I just played
I gotta also
Man-Eater.
mention those Telltale games. The Telltale Batman.
I've heard
Yes,
they're really
they're
bad.
very
Like
good.
those-
I've heard they're really
They're
bad.
very, very
yeah,
good.
and it'd be cool if
also-
they did a Telltale version of Kingdom Come.
I might. That'd be pretty good.
That'd be really interesting. Did you ever play Wolf Among Us? When y'all were talking about, you know, her summoning these like fairy tale creatures, that's the first thing that came to my brain.
Wolf
Among Us,
Us,
yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
And those representations.
I didn't play, but I read the first like 20 issues of Fables years ago.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
And was that DC or was that?
No, that was
That's
Vertigo, which is kind
Vertigo.
of DC.
Pretty
Right,
much
yeah.
DC at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Vertigo doesn't exist anymore. really,
Well,
so-
yeah.
They just get cannibalized, or they just don't exist. Or just,
they
all
just
their
don't
shit's just
exist.
gone.
They just don't
Suck.
exist.
Yeah, they're
That's some good properties.
Well-
because that's what did Sandman originally. That was more like
Yeah.
not like young adult mature. It's just like weird mature,
Yeah.
not for kids.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not Bang Pow Biff.
Yeah.
That's
For
where we
kids?
put these
Yeah, they were
things.
good.
So
One of
like
these?
Hellblazer
One of these
was over
for
there.
kids.
Right.
It's
Sandman,
a running joke.
you know.
Don't worry.
We do it every episode without fail. Speaking of which, it is this episode's getting pretty long in the
We're
tooth.
running almost 3 hours.
We're running almost
God,
three
welcome.
damn hours. So
But
I
it was
think
awesome to have you guys on.
It was
Yeah,
great.
Yes, thank
Guys,
you.
Thank
Always
you
pleasure.
guys so much. Are you planning on streaming anything specifically on your
They
Twitch
stream
channel?
constantly.
Well, I know they do, but like any
Boy. They put
trying-
in that work,
I'm trying to
boy.
let them promote their shit.
They put in that work.
Hey man, Back for
we
Blood
might-
beta.
Yeah,
Back,
we
Back for
might
Blood
we
beta?
might do a little more Back for Blood.
I got you.
We can watch the stream and possibly get an invite.
Maybe
Huh?
so.
I mean, it's not like
well,
you guys
if
are
you turn
up
on
to
your
it.
notifications on your
That's right.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
should
I
do
see you go
that.
live
Hit the ding,
For
which also you should
any-
do
hit
that
that
for
like,
us.
hit that subscribe.
Do
Hit
it.
that follow, hit
Yeah.
the subscribe, hit ding that bell.
Ding a bell. They are Moth and Wolf at Twitch.
They are Moth and Wolf. Twitch,
Yeah.
your Power of GrasScale.
Power of GrasScale.
Gripe
Power of
Grail. You
GrasScale.
are Lentarg.
Lentarg.
I'm LazerPunch 86, and I don't stream that much, so don't come to my
I
channel.
miss the Terror
I
Dog
see you
moniker.
streaming pretty
Terror Dog?
I
regularly.
miss the Terror Dog.
Terror Dog's
It's
good.
really good.
Yeah, Terror Dog. I might start another Twitch
'Cause
channel
I think that's
where
still
I
your PlayStation handle.
actually try to get people to watch my stream.
That's fine. That's fine.
You got to get a mic.
Yeah,
Thank you guys so much for being in the chat. Thank you guys for
Absolutely.
watching. Sharing with whoever you think might like this. Check us out on YouTube,
We'll see.
Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Google Podcasts. And if you'd like to buy us a coffee one of these days, go to our Patreon and donate whatever the fuck you want.
Or don't.
Or don't.
That's fine.
It's up to
Just
you.
tune
I'm
in
not
for free.
I'm
The
not,
show's for
exactly.
free.
The
The
show's
show is
for
free.
It's
free.
just everything else.
Please
Exactly.
join us.
We got
Please
that
join
link
us.
tree. You know what I'm saying?
Links.
Links in the description, and we will see you guys next week.
Go
Everybody
watch
say
Suicide Squad.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hand.
Hand. I'm not shaking that rat's hand.